Hello!
Hello! Welcome to Tempting Fate. Yeah, it's been a while, but we are finally back, and we've got a whole bunch of new friends with us tonight. It's to go through real fast. We'll get back to everyone later. We got Mia Rosella, writer who's worked on Future Girl with me. Hector Lowe, another writer who's worked on Future Girl with me. B. Dave Walters from Geek and Sundry's awesome new discussion show, Ask a Black Geek Friend. Bonnie Gordon from Shield of Tomorrow and the Library Bards and a bunch of stuff. Gaurav Gulati from Wild Cards and EXP.
We're doing a thing.
We're not supposed to clap.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, the mob is fickle, yes.
So yeah, and tonight we're going to be playing a game called Truth or Daring, which is kind of a Goonies, Stranger Things-y thing. But first, I need to talk to you and wish you a Merry Tree Snow Happy Cold Time. So, today is the 12th day of Tree Snow Happy Cold Time, and we are celebrating with holiday raffles. So if we hit $100 in tips tonight, we're going to raffle off a sealed loot crate. And you can earn up to 2 entries by either by tipping any amount during the show, or subbing or resubbing during the show. Either one of those will get you an entry, and you can do them both, so you can get 2 entries, and then if we get to $100, sealed loot crate gets given away. And now, let us read from the Book of Reginald, the One-Eyed Penguin of Tree Snow Happy Cold Time. Thank you.
Oh,
Nice.
of course.
Here's Reginald.
This is Reginald.
Great.
I had the very same when I was a kid.
Cool.
Oh, there he is.
The
He's
one-eyed
back.
Reginald's got like a
Like, Europe makes no
Thor
sense.
kind of.
Yeah.
We invented
He's
It's
a
a very
badass.
common thing.
He's kind of a badass.
So for day 12, our theme is singing, and the reading from the book goes as such. Reginald told Terry about his search for a better way, and the squirrel said thoughtfully, "I think I know a place." He set off through the trees with Reginald close behind, but a beautiful red creature suddenly leapt in their path. "I am the song fox," he said to Reginald, "and if you are to continue on, I must judge the purity of your soul, interloper. Sing for me." And so Reginald sang of the great white wastes, of the polar beasts, of fear and death, and of his hope that life could be so much more. The song fox and Terry listened, tears springing to their eyes. This is why, on the 12th day of Tree Snow Happy Cold Time, we sing or hum a traditional song of hope, just as Reginald sang for the song fox. So, now we are going to sing our own Tree Snow Happy Cold Time song, which we are going to improvise.
I just wrote it.
And
We brought an expert.
That's why.
There's no need for any
I
of
was
us
like,
to be creative.
Exactly.
that's why we always stock a ringer musician.
You have
just
a
in
ringer,
case.
yeah.
Great.
I mean, I just wrote something down really fast.
Okay, you start, and we will all improvise accompaniments and backing vocals and percussion.
It's 2 Old Lang Syne because it was easy to fit it in.
Oh, there you
that
go.
works. Easy.
To not celebrate this holiday would be a crime. It's time to hold hands and be gay. Tree snow, happy cold time. Tree snow, happy cold time, my dear. Tree snow, happy cold time. It's time to hold hands and be gay. It's tree snow, happy cold time.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah.
Awesome.
Did that work?
That was great.
yeah, that
Okay.
That was awesome.
works for me.
Very good.
Definitely.
So yeah, happy Tree Snow Happy Cold Time, everybody.
We don't have any of those things in Los Angeles. Cold, snow, happiness, trees.
Well, that's why we're
That's why
bringing a
we
little
celebrate.
to
Bringing it in. It's
the
a
good
fantasy,
people of the
yes.
world.
It's a world of
it's-
imagination that we're playing.
Yes. This is a world of imagination.
I can erase it, right? I don't need this again?
Far over the Michigan
You did that precious page space thing.
Maybe keep it around. Who knows?
Okay.
Bring texture.
There it is.
But yeah, so thank you. That was our song, and now it's like let's get a little deeper tonight. So tonight we're gonna have some fundraising tiers, and let me start off by saying, just for the people watching who know us from Geek and Sundry, things at Saving Throw are a little different here. It's like we subside totally on your tips. You can see there's a tip banner at the bottom. And every week we ask you to sort of give as we go, and we have some tiers that we're going to hit as we go. And this is the entire budget of Saving Throw is what we raise here, and everything we do here. If you like it, if you want to see more of it, we ask you to see what you got, throw in some tips or subscribe or both. And tonight that gets you in the raffle, but it always just helps keep the lights on here and keep things rolling and, just generally all the things that make saving throw.
Can I throw thumbs? Well, my words are hard.
That's easy for you. That's easy for you to say.
Can I throw something in else for the raffle? Just for fun?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
you want to save it for another?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'll throw in a free library Bard CD.
Oh,
Yeah. We'll even sign it. Xander and I will sign it.
oh, that's awesome.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Would you be willing to come up with a jingle like that for someone? I think you mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, that's something too if they wanted. But I don't know if that was finalized.
I'm like, how bad do you want the money? That's the question you gotta ask
Yes,
yourself.
we're gonna have Dom figure out how that works, and he will let you know in chat.
Really
Yeah.
cool
Me
to
too.
see the green lighting process just right in front of my eyes.
It'll
Live.
happen.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Donate
like
all
our
the
actual
money.
game, creativity is a part of the show. You get to see us form the game, form the characters, and decide how the raffle works. So what are tonight's tiers? Well, here's what we're gonna try tonight. For $25, if we raise $25,
I think we just did.
Did we just raise $25?
Well, that might be an old one.
No, that's an old one.
Oh, I don't know. It just popped up, and I was like, oh.
The other jingle.
But that's what would happen is we'd all suddenly look alarmed and look up.
There it is.
Yeah, so
I was practicing.
You are. Thank you.
at $25, I will give
Run through, yeah.
everybody at the table a reroll,
That's good.
and myself a forced reroll. So I will reserve the power to, if one of you really roll really good, I can stick it to you and make you try again, which could just give you another good roll, but could totally change everything. And that's a $25 reroll for everybody and a forced reroll for me. At $50, in the spirit of Tree Snow Happy Fun Time, Tree Snow Happy Cold Time Day 12, the theme of which is singing. We are going to sing you another song. We're not going to improv it this time. No, this time we had some masters write it, David Bowie and Freddie Mercury. We are going to sing Under Pressure at $50.
I just want that to happen because I love that song.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie.
It's like, is your
I'm
quietly
gonna donate
donating?
it right
You're
now.
like, don't mind me. Totally not Bonnie donated $50.
It's like, dooper, 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 dooper.
Promise you Bonnie will take lead vocals there.
Absolutely.
The rest of us will restrict ourselves to the bass line or something.
Just that bit where it goes dun dun.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
That's you.
That's
You
Hector.
call
I'll just do that.
David
Hector will be the
Bowie.
dum-dum guy.
It's not
Bowie.
dun 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 dun. It's dun 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 dun.
Actually,
That
it's
was
good,
definitely
it's good that
different.
you said that beforehand
Vanilla
because I feel
Ice
like we would have.
defense.
Right.
There it is.
You could be, the ba-ba-ba-bum, like the background
I'll do that.
noise guy.
I got it.
Yeah.
So that's $50. $50, we will butcher the Queen David Bowie classic Under Pressure for your entertainment. And then at $75, we will go another round of rerolls for everybody. And then if we hit $100, we will sing another song, but this time we're taking requests. So, if we get to $50, we will open up the requests for what we will do at $100, and we will pick something that either we all know, or some of us know, or none of us know, and we'll just make up new lyrics and melody to for
So
you.
at like $1,000, this turns into Saw, though, right? That's what I'm taking from this. So like the door slams shut and the lights go down. We're like, oh no.
Yes.
no.
If you continue to donate throughout the night, we will up the stakes until this is just a
Right.
wild, raucous production.
Exactly.
This is
It's
going to be
a
a
song.
delight.
like, it's like if you want them to live, reach the $2,000.
We will march Dom and Rick in front of the camera and make them sing if we get beyond that.
Oh, hey, all right.
Dom's pretty
Got it.
good, so.
Sold.
Is Dom good?
Oh yeah, he's a really good singer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Now I
he
wanna-
didn't
No
actually
joke,
look
no joke.
alarmed at all.
He is.
Okay. now I
Well, if
wanna-
no
now I
one's going to
wanna-
be humiliated, why would we
True.
bother?
Yeah, forget it.
Yeah, never mind. Boo.
All right, so with that, I think we have hit everything we need to hit right now. 20% off for first-time subs and gifted subs going on right now. And now I think we have hit everything that we need to
Wait,
hit.
do we need to put up this ornament now? Is that
Oh,
later?
the ornament. Yes, we
That's
did
what I
that.
didn't know. I was
forgot
waiting
about
for my cue.
Thank you. See,
Oh,
teamwork.
Let me get out of the way
Yes.
Bonnie?
to not impede the ornament.
On the 12th that we put up music notes.
I didn't think this through.
Oh, I think you gotta do the ornament
okay.
afterwards.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
again to do the thing. There we go.
All right, happy tree, snow, happy cold time. Merry tree, snow, happy cold time.
Yeah, that was
why is
sooner
it
or
so
later
hard to
assist
say?
roll there.
That was an
Happy
assist.
tree snow, happy gold time.
Happy tree
Good team.
in England. Oh,
Yeah, happy, we would
powers
say
combined.
happy tree snow, happy merry cold time. It's very confusing.
Yeah.
And it's also metric over there.
easy English, man.
We have metric fun.
So tonight we are playing a game called Truth and Daring, and it is a skin of John Harper's Lasers and Feelings made by Tim and Kristen Devine of DiceUpGames.com. And it's pretty simple. You guys are a group of 6th graders in the 1980s, and you are a member of a secret club, a la the Goonies or something. What is the name of your secret club?
Did not think of this.
May I
Let's see,
ask?
let's see.
Yeah.
Name it something that sounds just as hard to say as happy.
Oh my God!
The unpronounceables. No? No one? Okay, fine.
I'm fine with that, actually.
Actually, it sounds pretty good.
Unpronounceables, I'm
Like the
down.
untouchables.
I'm down with
but, you know.
unpronounceables.
All right.
The unpronounceable.
The
Unpronounceables.
Hey!
We were Fight
I
Club.
contributed.
We were Fight Club before it was cool. Yes.
Or we thought that meant something different. Like
Yeah.
we thought of that name in like the 2nd grade, and we
Then
didn't know
someone
what it
got a
meant.
thesaurus and went,
It's
you
not
guys.
cool.
This is America.
too
Kids in
late.
the 80s
The
didn't have
unpronounceables, we
thesaurus.
thought it meant like the Incredibles or something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the unpronounceables, we sound so
You
badass.
cannot pronounce us.
Ha! Take that, villains.
Hark, hark.
The unpronounceables.
So you are a member of the Unpronounceables, well, the intro goes like this. It began like any other summer until you sensed it. Something wasn't right. It was quiet, too quiet. You knew something was coming, and as a member of a super secret club, as a member of the Unpronounceables, you knew you had to be ready.
Is that thing puberty?
Thematically, yes. But Buffy style, we will have it represented by some sort of demon or supernatural.
Poltergeist got it right.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
My character hit it early, so she was best.
Okay, good. There we go. You're learning already. So,
Awkward.
yeah, that's basically all we really need to know to get started. So let's get started, and part of the show is character creation. So let's do character creation. We're going to whiz through this real fast, and everybody's going to tell me who you are, what you want to be. I throw the option open to people. I send them a copy of the one sheet, and the players are open to plan their character in advance, roll it up right here on the spot, do some kind of combination, do one and pretend to do the other, whatever they feel is the best. So why don't we start with Mirzella? Mia.
Yes. Have to get my prop up in here.
Nice.
Now it's real.
So
There you
my character's name is Maggie Yablansky, and I go by Mags. And I'm an athlete. I play softball, the school softball team, and I'm also a daredevil. So I'm all about just rushing in and not hesitating and going for it. So for the Adventure Zone fans out there, Mags rushes in. That's where I named my character Mags. And I have a bat that I take with me because I'm always, on my way to and from practice. And the bat's name is Steve. The bat's name is Steve's Bat, Steve Z Bat. And I just call it
Steve
Steve.
Zbat.
Yeah.
All right, so just to
and
make sure.
my number, you want that?
Well, let me make sure I got the other stuff first.
Okay.
You are Maggie Mags Yablonsky. You are a daredevil athlete, and you are armed with Steve the Bat.
Yes.
Okay.
Z-Bat.
Zbat. Steve Zbat.
That's the most important part.
No, the details are important.
Yeah. And
Hashtag relevant.
Hey, y'all, what is your number?
my number is 2, so I'm very daring. So that's the Mags rushes in part of the
All right,
equation.
your number is 2. Now,
The lowest number that I could possibly choose from.
before we move on,
She's our badass.
For people who don't know the system, I probably should have done this in the reverse order, but the idea here is that a player chooses a number that represents whether they are better at truth or better at daring. And if you are better at truth, you pick a number, a higher number, and that means you're better at logic, science, or rationality, calm, precision, Mr. Spock, Sherlock Holmes kind of stuff. And if you're better at daring, you are a character of intuition and persuasion and passionate action, look before you leap adventure kind of type. And you pick a low number to be good at daring. And if you pick 3 right in the middle, you are a balanced truth or truth and daring character. And then the idea later will be to succeed at certain tasks, you'll have to roll above or below your number depending on what kind of task you're going for. So Mia has chosen to be 2, which means that Mags is a daring character.
And when we roll, if you land right on your number, that's basically your crit, right?
Yeah.
The double daring or
If you roll right on your number, you get to ask a question that reveals something. So far, we've been pretty good about letting people just really ask anything. So, feel free. On the other hand, you can ask little details. You can ask just things you are curious about. It just gives you a chance if you roll right on your number. We call that truth and daring, and you get, along with your success, the chance to ask a question.
I liked Double Daring as a
Double daring.
title. Nickelodeon's Double Daring.
Exactly.
Nickelodeon's Double Daring.
It is double daring, yes. Definitely. It is now.
Yeah.
Not to
It really
critique.
is.
It is.
No,
It's
it
right
really
there.
is. Yeah.
Oh, does it say that?
I was like, I was
there we
going to
go.
change it if
there
it
we go.
didn't. I'm like, edited. It is
Oh, yeah,
double daring.
double
But it
daring.
really is double
There you
daring.
go.
It's Nickelodeon's Double
I'm Mark
Daring
Summers, and
TM.
welcome to
Hashtag.
Nickelodeon's Double Daring.
Proof you also are a child of the 80s along with me. Like half the audience is like, what's a double dare?
Are we gonna get slimed,
Who's
you
a-
guys?
Who's a Mark Summer? Yeah, right.
Ask your grandfather if you want to know what double daring is.
That's gonna be so weird.
All right, so we've got Mags Yablonsky on the table. Hector.
Hello. I'll be playing a character called Johnny P. Bacon. Bacon to his friends. As in Francis, not as in sandwiches.
Gotcha.
He is a mischievous explorer. I cobbled this one together a couple of minutes before we started rolling. So just off the cuff, I'm gonna say he's a kid. Tired of living this sort of suburban cul-de-sac life, wants to get out and see more, fascinated with Magellan and the real explorers, but every inch of the world has now been covered. Wants to see something new, something greater than this. Itchy heels. And he does not have a baseball bat, he has a taser, arguably more deadly, stolen from his mother's purse, and a pair of binoculars.
Okay.
And I don't know what we've got that shows club membership, but I'm gonna, as our name is now the Unpronounceables, I'm going to pitch that our logo is a knotted tongue, like a literal tied tongue.
Ah, cool.
Tongue-tied.
It's done.
Yeah.
It is
It's done.
There we go. That's pretty much.
Rick is not as
Legendary.
impressed with it as we all are.
Yeah, the patch.
It's a little gruesome, but
It's not like
If you-
dismembered. There's no blood. It's
And
We're too hard for Rick.
I don't think any of us are really good at art, so it looks just like a string. That's like
Yeah,
we
exactly.
know it's a tongue.
like a pipe
Everyone else
dream,
just looks like a knot, like a.
No, I added
that-
bloody.
Like
I added the
Scout.
blood
yeah.
drips.
In my head, we're going for that kind of Rolling Stones
Yeah.
open mouth like, blah, thing.
It
but
looks like
remember,
an eagle scout
kind of
patch.
Garbage Pail Kids
or
was a
not.
thing
Yeah,
at this
that's
time.
Yeah,
So
Garbage
it is-
Pail Kids.
I remember them.
Well, those were
They
gross, though. Yeah, they were really
Yeah, they were
That's what I
incredibly
have.
gross.
And my rating, my truth to daring ratio is 3. So I'm relatively balanced.
you are a balanced
I'm
character.
relatively balanced, yes.
Okay, so we've got Mags and Bacon. Dave.
Billy Dillon?
Billy Dillon.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Stephen King character.
Hopefully
Perfect,
not,
yes.
actually. Right, yeah. I am an expert on the paranormal.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster. I grew up and my mom taught me all about these things, and everybody always laughed at her and said she was crazy, so I'm going to get conclusive proof that mom was right. There are things that go bump in the night, and I am going to show the world that that is the case. I am the leader of our merry band.
Okay.
My number is also 3, which I wrote down before you said it was the min-max way to do it, which I would have been changed to the min-max way to do it, but I instinctively min-maxed at 3. My weapon is a pair of nunchucks. My tool is a camera. Yeah, and
So wait, just to recap, what
Sorry.
was your style and role? You're the leader.
my style is I'm an expert, and the thing I'm an expert in is the paranormal.
Oh right, you're paranormal expert.
And then my role is being the leader of our merry band.
Paranormal
We
expert.
all need one. Someone's got to do it.
got
It is.
nunchucks,
Go
man.
face first.
In the 80s, all kids wanted nunchucks.
All
Yeah.
kids wanted them, yes, definitely.
Maybe they still do. I don't know. Maybe kids just like nunchucks.
I don't know.
Innately,
What's in
yes.
right now? Is it
Kids
nunchucks?
don't buy
It's
them.
arquebuses
They're very
now, I
dangerous.
think, actually, nunchucks.
All the kids in the
What's
audience,
the
just
only
tell
thing
us.
better than the 2 sticks is 8.
What's
You
hip,
know,
y'all? What's
right.
hip?
What's the lowdown, yo?
What's
Bonnie
the lowdown?
Gordon.
What's
All right, you guys. My name is Agnes Linnett. Agnes is a horrible name. So I go by Tink, not because of Tinkerbell. Ooh.
something happened?
Something happened.
Raise up, hello. I know, I'm like Link from The Legend of Zelda's here.
Yeah.
That's what he just joined the party.
Oh, it says boring old tiger, not boring gold Isla. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Right. No, it's Boring Gold Island.
Oh, yay, Dexter!
Dexter for the 10.
We can read that one.
Oh, I think I know who that is. I think that's Jack. Thanks,
What's your
Jack.
character name?
All right,
Billy Dillon.
Oh, I'm Agnes Linnett, and I go by Tink because not because of Tinkerbell, but because I'm a tinkerer. I am a techie inventor. So my character, like anytime I ask for Christmas, like the new Atari or like just any type of cool hip new things, and I just basically tear it apart and like want to know how it works. And I have a fanny pack of tools, but my actual tool is my favorite tool. It's a Swiss Army knife that I made myself called the Toolminator. And other stuff in the fanny packs like granola bars, gum. I have garbage pail cards.
A switchblade?
In there for no reason. Not a switchblade. I'm not that cool. And then my weapon.
Switchblade comb.
Switchblade comb, yeah.
Most people don't know this about me because I kind of keep it a secret. Except I think the club kind of knows. I was a champion yo-yo competitor. Back when I was really young, I was like a child prodigy in yo-yos, and so my weapon is a yo-yo, and I can do like all kinds of cool tricks. It's not something I'm proud of. It's just something that I can do.
Awesome yo-yo.
You should be proud of it, yes.
Your gift.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
and
is
my
it a
number,
curse?
my number is 4.
Oh, okay. 4.
Yes.
That makes you a truth character.
Yes, I'm more of a. Like, I'm more gonna take it apart and see how it works than a, like, let's jump off the cliff type of person.
Okay.
Today.
Yeah.
So I'm
for the next couple
playing
of hours.
Milton Weathersby, who
Milton.
is an honor student. He is in the chess club, he's in the AV club, and he's trying to start an anime club, but anime hasn't caught on in the 80s yet. I mean, there's a couple giant robot animes out there, but no one knows about him yet. He's a sanctioned dungeon master.
Oh.
And that's the role he went with, was game master. So he's brainy. His number's a 5. His weapon is an RC remote-controlled car named Kit.
Yes.
His invention tool is a bag full of D&D things. So basically anything on this table.
Oh,
so dice,
great.
minis, hardcover books, ruler, DM screen. That's the tools he uses.
Is amazing.
And he goes by Milton. I don't think he has a nickname. I don't think he's that cool. I
Oh,
don't think he
we-
deserves a
Milt.
nickname. You guys can make
Yeah, well,
Milty.
Milty.
Milty, that's fine.
Milty. I like
Max
Milty.
calls him Milty. I don't know if anyone else does.
It's true.
And then if you keep telling her not to, she'll just keep doing it.
Okay, that's probably what he's gonna do.
Okay.
That's probably what
Maybe
he's
I call, I don't know. I'll call you the DM. I'm
Sure,
probably like
yeah.
the only person that joined your
I also realized
Sure,
I'm supposed
yeah.
to have a weapon and a tool.
Yeah,
Is that right?
sure.
Okay, so I have the bat as the weapon, and then I guess my other tool or thing that I have is I just want to have like a hella stack of gum, like double bubble style gum. Like having
Yeah,
a lot of
you and I trade a gum collector.
yeah, like just a
And
shit ton of gum.
any gum that I get that has baseball cards, I just give
like
to
a
you.
Thank
big
you.
full
I
pouch of
just
Big
don't. I'm
League
not
Chew.
into it.
yeah, like if I had a bag of holding, it would be like all gum, like
Yeah.
just 400 pieces.
A bag of
gum.
holding gum.
Yeah.
Oh, also Agnes, like I said earlier, she developed early. She hit puberty before everybody else, and so she is very extremely uncomfortable with her body.
Yeah, Max is not there yet.
We
She
love
does
you
not
for
understand
you.
what's the
Yeah.
difference.
Thanks.
Tank.
Well,
We love
that's
you
why.
for you.
That's why. Like, this is the only people that she hangs out with because she gets bullied a lot. Because like she can't.
All right, so real quick, what is Mags'
guys.
character goal? Choices for character goals for the audience knows I probably should have filled in some of these earlier, but character goals, you could finish a collection, finish a D&D campaign, finish an invention, win a prize, discover something, get rich, or just make one up for yourself.
Mine is to do a super sick, like dare or a stunt that the school will be talking about till like high school, like when we leave for high school, like everyone's still gonna be talking about it. So
Okay.
one of my ideas is to jump over like a gulch, like a really big gulch. Am I using a
Evil
gulch right?
or-
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
Springfield Gorge?
So, like,
Yeah.
a gorge.
Yeah,
exactly.
But just anything at that level where I'll be like a legend in
You can
the
live
school.
in infamy and or die tragically.
Yeah.
And or live in infamy.
Hector?
I think my character's goal
discover
is to
something, right?
discover new and untold lands.
You're the Federation before it was cool.
Yeah.
No, he's British.
It was
They
cool
just did
at
this
the
to the
time.
world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Is my character British? I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it
I
out.
would
We'll see
think
what
so.
happens.
Bacon,
You
Yeah.
could be an American kid who just always does a British
British
accent.
accent.
Like an asshole.
Oh my god, yes. That's the technical
I said American
term.
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when like we all go to your house for dinner, and we're just like, seriously?
You're from
Like,
Cleveland, yeah.
Yeah.
exactly.
Like,
All right, Billy Dillon, what is your
Proof
goal?
of the supernatural.
Oh, proof of the supernatural.
Yeah.
Okay, we
yeah,
have it.
prove my mom wasn't crazy. Proof of the supernatural.
Agnes?
mine is to, I guess, here's the thing, like the gaming consoles and like all the stuff that we play with outside of it, I want to somehow combine it. I want to create an invention that can do like really cool what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, things are happening.
like
Yay!
Thank you, Dexter.
I want to like create like an invention that's like a gaming like console type thing, but that actually can do things that we do in the real life. Basically, I wish, I'm not going to create it during this game because that's impossible because that's like VR.
Or is it?
Or is it?
But that's my character's goals. You don't know. She could grow up to be like the next Steve Jobs.
She invented the
Spoiler
Oculus.
alert, this was a Lawnmower Man game the entire time.
See?
There it is. Yeah.
Anything's possible.
There it is,
That's right.
yeah, exactly.
I just want to invent things. I'll just make it easier. I just like inventing things, but none of my inventions work right. So I want to make an invention that actually works right.
No, that's great. Love it.
There. Well, no. Screw the VR shit.
Milton?
I'm gonna go with a simple one. Finish a D&D campaign. I think is an easy one for him to do, and maybe eventually get his work into TSR.
Even
Get it
better.
in the big books, like meet Gary Gaga.
Convince his friends to start a D&D
gonna-
campaign
Yeah.
because I feel like you're the kind of
I feel
person
like
that
I'm trying
doesn't
to get
even.
you guys to play.
Are we gonna end up
anyways.
playing a game within a game
It
within
might
a game
happen.
within a game?
It might
like
happen. We'll
MC
see.
Escher.
Like
Yeah.
Yoda.
Is the
Yeah,
first
I
scene gonna be
heard you
us
like
playing?
games.
Yeah.
God, I hope we
I
are.
put a game in
Very
your game.
things, right?
Yes,
Put a
yes.
game in your game. Hey, let me tell you something. I know how to calculate that go.
There
Okay,
you
so
go.
if we're gonna do it, we can do it.
It would be
Yes.
very Stranger Things of us to start that way, except it'd be like if they were watching Stranger Things in the episode of Stranger
Right.
Things.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about your clubhouse a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I haven't
Your
had enough
clubhouse,
to
you
drink
get
for
to
that, by
pick
the way.
2 or 3 features of toolbox, science kit, lots of rope, walkie-talkies, tackle box, camping supplies, first aid kit, canoe, flashlights, LARP gear.
We gotta have walkie-talkies, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like walkie-talkies is like
For
important.
sure.
Yeah.
Probably walkies and science stuff, because it seems like you guys need a lot
a
of
lot of
tools for
science
what you
in
do,
it.
isn't it? For your sciencing?
Well, I mean, I got a fanny pack. I'm good.
I feel like rope is very useful.
We don't need a
but
toolbox.
that's
I got enough of those.
Probably
guys.
need like
I am
camping.
your
We
toolbox.
probably need like camping gear.
I would say camping
Yeah.
supplies would be good. Or a
That's
first
good.
aid kit might be a good thing to have.
Oh wait, flashlights is not included in camping supplies?
Yeah, can we just?
No,
That's weird. Yeah.
it's for daytime campers.
I feel like we might. Should we?
What do we
First
Well, what
aid?
would we have? I think there was.
We definitely would have
science kit made
walkie-talkies.
sense. We definitely have the walkie.
That's
Probably
true.
walkies
Science
and
kit.
flashlights then. If flashlights are different from camping gear, walkies and flashlights.
We would have that.
All right, so Science kit?
Science kit makes the most sense to me. Given the
But no
makeup.
flashlights?
But no flashlights, no.
Well,
Oh, we don't
science
have
kit
that.
has
Going
some
hard
flash. We'll
mode,
invent
yeah.
flashlights.
Okay, all right.
Go hard
We can do
mode.
that, right?
Great.
You can have 2 or 3, so I'll tell you what, I'll give you the flashlights.
Okay.
Yeah, walkie-talkies, flashlights, and a science kit.
Cool.
And your club, the Unpronounceables, is also facing some kind of challenge. Local bullies, a nosy neighbor, a meddling young sibling, local game store going out of business, a mean big brother, a very old babysitter, or no replacement batteries.
Can we combine them together like a very old babysitter who is bullying us and has run out of batteries?
and also lives next
Like,
door and is really noisy.
It's going out of going out of
Well,
business.
we'll just
That
say
is
that you're
almost
facing.
every-
You know what? I feel
bullies.
like the local bullies would be
I
something
love
that we'd
local
all
bullies.
we'd all be.
Okay.
Local bullies
Yeah,
it is.
and Maggie's like the only one that like can actually like scare them off.
And now, a club motto. For example, Goonies never say die. What do Unpronounceables never say?
We just go. How about we just go? Because we're unpronounceable.
Unpronounceable.
That's our like thing. I don't know. That's really.
I know.
Is
I'm down with
Goonies
that.
never say die taken?
Whoa, wait.
Yeah, what year is this?
I
Yeah.
do believe that is the motto of the Monster
I mean,
Squad.
how do you say?
Unpronounceables never say.
Never say.
Unpronounceables never say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a
Unpronounceables never say.
anticlimactic.
Unpronounceables never say. And then just don't say anything because we can't pronounce it.
And then we go.
I'm with you on this.
Yeah, and then we do that.
secret, and we do that.
Unpronounceables never say because our club is so full of secrets.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like
Yeah.
I'm down.
So many layers, you guys. So
So
many
the way this
layers.
works is whenever they want to do something, they roll a d6 to find how it goes. If I decide that they are prepared for it, they get a second d6, and if I think that they are an expert at it, they get a third d6. And those 3 die, under rolling the die? Under rolling the dice.
Yes.
But yeah, no, we had
Oh,
eraser
sorry,
shade
yeah,
hands
yeah.
we were dealing with here.
Right, so if you're using truth, you want to roll under your number. If you were using daring, you want to roll over your number. If you can help people, you want to help someone with their roll, you describe how you want to help, and then you make a roll. And if you succeed at helping, they get an extra die to roll. So 4 maximum, assuming that you are an expert at something and somebody successfully helped you, is about what you can do. And the outcome, if you roll 0, something goes wrong. If you roll 1, you barely succeed. 2 is a nice success, and 3 is some kind of success with style. If you roll right on your number, it is, as we said, double daring, and you get a special insight into what's going on, you can ask the GM a question, and I will answer you honestly. And if you want, after hearing the answer to the question, you could change your action.
Okay. Oh my gosh, are you rolling for this stuff?
I shortly
This is
before
so
the,
cool.
Yeah, shortly before the game, I rolled. There's a little chart, as is the form of this game, that gives all the story possibilities. These are pretty interesting.
cheat. I know myself.
They give choices. We can run the gambit here from like a sort of ordinary Hardy Boys adventure all the way to some crazy thing with supernatural beings and government agents and stuff. Which one did we come up with? I can't tell you.
Let's find out.
As I'm folding it, because I know
Secret.
myself, I'll be trying to deduce it.
Let's
I'm
hold
like,
meta game this morning.
Oh, we don't know?
no, we don't know. We're
No,
gonna
no,
find
I'm-
out.
Certainly
Really?
not going to tell you.
I mean, eventually we'll know, I guess.
Or will we?
Here we go. So, any last questions before we get rolling? Anybody, things know, any issues?
Let's do it.
No.
Is there a Dr. Pepper over there?
Yep,
I'm gonna grab some.
See, this is why I
I
stopped.
gotcha.
because-
Is that
There you go. That's, yeah.
I want to build a robot, a girl robot.
I can make
Like
it
that
happen.
movie.
Tinker's on it, but of course nothing I invent really works
Like
right,
that
so
movie,
it's gonna be
Weird
weird.
Science.
Yeah, I have no concept
made
of what
out
a
of
girl's
college
actually like, so
grads.
it's
Rubber
fine.
glove.
Perfect.
I mean, I would believe it implicitly. I'm like, oh, this
She has 3 boobs.
yeah, all right, Total Recall, baby. Yo.
All right, well, it's summer vacation, and the unpronounceables are, you are riding your way through your idyllic 80s Spielbergian town. We'll call it Amblinville.
I knew it. I could have said that
Spielberg.
in
I
unison.
really-
I knew it.
Can we, are we all on bikes? Do we have bikes? Is that a thing?
Yes, you are
Cool.
absolutely all on bikes.
Sweet.
Unless anybody wants to be like the skateboarder,
I'll bike.
I'll bike it up.
Ooh!
I will bike.
I'd like to ride behind somebody.
Skateboarding is a
like,
part of
on their
80s.
bike because I'm
That's
probably
true.
not much.
He has like a.
No one in
You can ride with me.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
You're right.
I'm trying to think. I have a scooter that used to be a bike that I made. Like
A modded
I tinkered up this weird scooter thing. So I'm stupid.
Just question: when we roll, just for the sake of, do we out here? Is it in the box? Like, what do we?
You can roll right in front of you.
Just
I'll
something like that, blah?
throw.
Right, okay, all right.
We're
Okay.
trustworthy.
No.
I just
I'm
want to
gonna
make
have a
sure,
bike
just
with
for the sake of the people.
I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah,
are welcome,
sorry.
Yeah, it's,
you're welcome to take the dice tray if you want. I usually use it to throw rerolls in, but we're not doing that this way this week. So, oh, by the way, before we start, one thing we are doing, there is Dexter has given a reroll to Bonnie.
Yay!
Hey, thanks, Dexter.
Nice.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Jack.
Dexter. Thank you, Jack. And yeah, so yes, you are. You have been, spending your summer vacation biking around the idyllic town of Amblinville, getting into trouble of all sorts, trying to get into other trouble and not succeeding. And yeah, the summer has just begun. Things have been fun. What are the kinds of things you guys do during the summer in Amblinville?
There's a watering hole. We all go swimming.
Yeah, watering hole.
Yeah.
I'm so.
like
I
a
was like,
drowned
a bar?
water.
Yeah. We're in 6th grade.
Yeah. We can have bad parents.
Yeah, we have
true.
really bad
got
parents.
a-
This is what it was like in the 80s.
Terrible
you
bar
guys.
made of like the Dre's peach schnapps and all just the crappy stuff that they don't
Yeah.
guard very well.
So
Margarita mix.
hard
Yeah.
drinking.
The water,
exactly.
yeah.
Right, we're still
The-
there.
at the watering hole, so
the
we're all
watering
gonna
hole.
drown. No, the watering hole, but my character wears like
I was
t-shirts
gonna
and
ask.
shorts.
I was gonna ask if Tink stuff mysteriously doesn't swim that much anymore.
Yeah, all of a sudden, like I hit puberty like last year, so
what's
like
the
I'm
problem?
wearing
Yeah,
like
swim
full
with the
things.
hoodie
Like
on.
yeah, my swimsuits are just not fitting in right anymore, guys. I don't know what's wrong.
I always check along the edges of the pond for like strange footprints.
Okay.
Like see if any odd creatures that
Loch
come
Ness
to the edge.
monsters
Just that
in
you
there.
never know. We won't know unless we
That's
check.
cool.
And I enjoy climbing trees. I suppose that's on character.
Milton's testing the water, making sure the levels are safe.
I'm like
It's
always.
good to swim in. Go ahead, guys.
Thanks,
Oh,
Milton.
that's really nice that
I'll
you're
be out here
watching
reading a
out.
book.
In the shade.
Yeah, I'll probably be with you because I'm just like I'm not swimming anymore.
No, I'm always trying to get everyone to play some new made-up game, like Calvin Ball style.
That sounds fun, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like the most unathletic friends you have.
Yeah.
So we're just like,
That's why
Well-
we make it up.
You're just having a lovely afternoon, looking for footprints and reading your D&D books and planning your campaign and trying to get everybody up for some kind of game. You're climbing a tree.
I'm in the shade with Milton, but I'm not paying attention to this thing. I'm rewiring some random
Yeah, you're tinkering.
Game Boy.
You're doing your thing.
Is it like that?
They had them.
Yeah.
And,
Maybe you're building a prototype.
Yeah, man, I invented this.
You're a genius.
Yeah, it's called Nintendo, not Nintendo. Okay.
and you suddenly hear this voice calling to you, and it says, what is to you basically the scariest thing a mysterious voice can say. It goes, "What's up, nerdlingers?" And you recognize that as the voice of the head town bully, your own personal, let's say Nelson Muntz or Kearney. What is the name of our town bully?
Ricky Williams.
Ricky?
Little Ricky.
Little Ricky.
Little Ricky.
He used to be
ironic.
really
No, he's
little.
ironic. It's an ironic name,
It's like
like
Little
Little
John.
John.
Yeah,
he's
Little
huge.
Ricky.
But not like the rapper Little John.
Yeah, it
Although
is,
maybe like the rapper Little John.
it is the voice of Little Ricky.
Yeah.
And Little Ricky trots down the path from the woods and sees you, and he's just like, "Oh, what's going on here?"
I pick up my nunchucks and start idly twirling them, and I'm like, "Nothing, Ricky."
And Ricky, he burst out laughing. He's sort of like, "Nunchucks, that's great, kid. That's great."
I go just stand. I'm very protective of Tink and Milty, and I
We're
go
the ones
stand,
that
stand in,
get thrown in the dumpsters. They're like, oh no.
just subtly go stand in front of them by that shade because they're by the same area.
Mags, you can't take them. Don't.
It's all right. Just chill out, guys. It's fine.
I spit on him from the tree. The safety of the tree.
You spit on him from the safety of the tree.
I guess.
Someone else's problem. I'm
Okay.
mischievous.
Ours.
Yeah, exactly.
mischievous.
Mine in particular.
Listen,
yes.
I'm not-
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
great. Thanks.
I'm not exactly the look before leaping.
You are the chaotic good of this party.
Are you like in
what?
the same tree above where they're sitting?
I
Basically, we're in the
I
same
approve
area.
of you and your life
Yeah.
choices.
Yeah,
I just want
thank
you to know that. Yeah.
Well, Little Ricky wipes the spit off his face.
I'm like,
You got it in his mouth.
Get out of here, Ricky.
"You spit on me?"
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, please. I'm like, that's the closest you're gonna get to getting kissed this summer, Ricky. All right.
Wait, are we the bullies? I don't understand.
Yeah, we might
What's
be.
happening here?
Exactly. We're about to
we're
find
such
out.
victims. We're such
Well, in
guy's
our
a bully.
defense, we do outnumber him right now. Usually, he has this gang of bullies.
This is why we band together. Yes.
Everything we do is justified.
Hopefully we
because
can
he's a bully.
scare him away this
Take my
time.
word for it. He's a bully.
He tweeted some, bad opinions about Star Wars.
Which
and
back
we-
then was like writing it up.
He
on
wrote
a
it on the
local notice
bathroom.
board,
Yeah. Oh,
in the
no.
bathroom.
I'm a huge Star Wars fan, obviously, from my attire. This is an obvious thing.
Okay, you nerds are dead. Later, but now I'm just gonna steal your bikes. And Hector,
Oh no!
you're up in the tree.
I'm up
right?
in the
you
tree,
spit from
yeah.
the safety of the tree. So Little Ricky looks over towards your bike, Hector, and he runs over
No,
there.
not my bike!
Can I try and tackle him?
Yes,
Yeah.
you absolutely can try and tackle him. So that's going to be at least 1d6. What is your... Okay, so Billy Dillon is a paranormal expert, and he's the leader. He's got nunchucks. What are your physical combat skills here? Is Billy like they stand up to bullies type?
I'm a skinny nerd. It's more I'm trying to advocate for my friends.
Okay.
Like he can't do something bad to my
Your
friends.
leadership
why he is
more
the leader.
Emotional,
Yeah.
and
right.
mental.
No,
It's weird
I'm
that-
a scrawny kid though.
What exactly?
Billy!
What exactly are you going to do?
I don't try and hit him with the nunchucks because I am smart enough to know that that's assault. I really just try and grab him around his waist and literally try and tackle him somewhat ineffectively, but I do try. I don't
Can I
play
help
football,
him
but I
with his
try.
role?
Yeah, you can try. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you want to help him?
I'm gonna run up. Well, actually,
We are the bullies.
Yeah.
He started it.
He did
okay?
start
We're just
it.
trying to
He
finish
started by coming up to us and calling us nerds.
How
So
dare he.
Spat on and
This is what it was like.
How
in-
dare he state
Hang on,
facts?
you're trying to tackle him.
it. Yeah, I'm physically trying to grab
I'm
him.
gonna try and trip him at the same time, so if he tackles him, I'm gonna slide over and try to trip his legs, so it's more
Perfect. Now,
effective.
you are a little bit more of an athlete, right?
Yeah.
So this kind of stuff. Why don't we say you're going to roll 2 die
Okay.
to see if you can help. And if you succeed, she'll get you a second dice to roll.
All right.
Oops. That was a 3 and a 1, so 4.
That is a 3 and a 1. Sorry, I
But
probably...
you need high, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I told you that was going to be... let's see, intuition, perception, right.
So that means
I
just
feel
one
like you
success.
did not succeed. No,
No.
You got a
no
one.
no successes.
You got a 1, so lower number means for better
a
at
3.
daring. You were, what was your
I
character?
don't think I did it.
Yeah, no, you
You
definitely
slid
didn't.
right by him and went.
I tried to slide and
Right.
just totally my depth perception was like way
True.
off.
You tried to trip and you
So-
just jumped
You
over your
gotta roll.
back.
Yeah, you do not get the help from me. You are rolling 1 to try and tackle little Ricky, the giant bully.
That's on my number.
Double daring.
That is on
and,
my number.
And on his dice.
And on my
Yes.
dice.
You don't need my
Dice
help.
on your dice.
Yeah.
It's true. Yo, dog, yo.
Ouch.
Yo, dog, yo. Put some dice on your dice.
That is a
Alright.
critical success.
3, you rolled on your number.
Yep.
All right, so that we're gonna call that is a success. And Ricky totters and falls to the ground, but
Sorry. Can I ask my question
Yeah.
before this
Sure,
works
before
out,
it
or is
goes
this?
out. Yeah, no.
Good call.
Is grabbing him just gonna get my face smashed in and bike stolen?
No.
Okay.
Grab him.
All right. You grab him, and it just works. I mean, it's
I'm like, Ricky,
he's,
stop.
He's way bigger than you, but you get him right at the right point of gravity, and he sort of totters down and falls.
Timber!
Let go very fast and like jump away.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, that worked. Okay, all right. Okay. Yeah.
And he also jumps up very fast and looks over to you, and he was like, "You know what? I am not gonna smash your face, but I am gonna steal your bike too." So
Wait, what?
Trying to.
I'm like,
asked
hey,
if, he asked if both would
Ricky!
happen. It's only gonna be one.
Oh, that's a trick.
That is true.
You'll be very specific.
Yeah.
Mags rushes towards the bikes and everyone says, and just tells everyone like, get on your bikes, get on your bikes.
Okay.
All right.
I think
well,
on
You
your
don't,
bike.
yeah, you're up in the
Am I at
tree,
a
so
jumping
you're.
distance from the tree? You can decide. Like, is this? Can I leap down? Am I like 10
With
feet
or
up,
without
6
a
feet
broken
up?
leg.
yeah, why don't we
Can
say
you
that?
leap down onto your bike?
Whoa!
Well,
That'll get that
like,
ball set on you, Ashton.
if you crit, I feel like you should be able to do that.
So that let's say that you are the kind of person who hangs out in trees. So we're going to say that you were not so high up that you're not able to get back to the ground.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you are back down in time
scurry
to
down.
see little Ricky riding your bike and holding on to Billy's bike as he disappears down the forest path, riding
Boo,
away.
Ricky! I boo you.
Let's chase him. We
I'm
gotta
not
get our
snapping.
bikes back.
Yeah.
Come on,
I
guys.
run
Wait,
off
now
your
we're
mouth.
up.
You're the only one with a bike. I just have a scooter.
I immediately
And we
run
have
after
3
him
of
on
them that
foot.
you're always on someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, come
I don't have
back.
a bike.
Somebody jump behind me. You wanna get around?
I don't think I'm the choice that you want to take.
Yeah,
with
I'm
you
gonna do that
and fight
thing
a
where
bully.
you hang off
Well,
the
we should
pegs
stick
on the back,
together.
like goo goo goo.
But he probably has friends. You can't just go fight him.
We'll find out.
Whatever, we'll figure it out.
I'm wondering if I have a scooter big enough. Maybe I should just have a bike too. Would this just be easier? And I just like pimped out my bike. Let's just do that. I have a bike too. Hop on.
Do we know where Ricky lives?
Oh yeah. Sure we do.
Good leader
He's
question.
getting away. That's
Do you know
Well,
where Ricky lives?
I feel like the wrong side of the
The whole
tracks.
neighborhood,
right,
man.
sure you do.
Yeah.
The whole neighborhood. We
It's
know
in a
everything.
bad part
I
of
mean, it's
town.
important to note that I'm saying what my character would say. It's not necessarily a good thing to do. We can go ahead and listen to our
Yeah.
guy.
Right.
It's not necessarily a good thing.
Billy,
I
what
say
do
we
you
go
think we should
straight off.
do?
You're in charge,
got a
Billy.
bike,
What do you
and
want to
I'm-
Well,
do?
mad about
let's
that.
go after him then. Fine.
Yeah,
Well, no, but we
I'm
can't
good.
leave a man down. We can't leave him.
All right.
What do you mean?
I'm like, no, we can't
I'm on the
leave.
handlebars.
We can't leave Melton.
Like E.T. in this bad
Yes.
boy. Like,
all right. Why don't we say?
I'm trying to think. Did I bring my roller skates with rockets?
You are now following Billy, who's on the bikes. He's riding through a forest dirt
Well-
path. This is like a matter of tracking. Why don't we say that you're going to have to sort of roll to see how well you can stay
Okay.
on the
Well, and here's the thing. Billy's probably, or Billy, Ricky.
may I use my binoculars to keep it in my eyeline so I don't lose the
that's a
sight
good
of this
one.
bro?
Yeah.
You guys can ride.
I'm
I'm gonna
freaking
walk with
navigating
Melton.
here.
I'm not gonna leave him.
Well, no. Like, I feel
Well,
like
how
we
many-
can do this. We can do this to where if who's a faster runner?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
Because one of us could be
whoever-
running. Because Ricky's not going to be going very fast if he's riding a
Holding
bike
another
and
bike.
holding another one. That's hard to maneuver. I've
Yeah,
done it.
yeah.
So
That's
Sorry,
That's
whoever's
slow ass.
not fast can go with
yes,
the bike. people.
exactly.
Who has
So like
bikes?
Milton, I feel would not be a fast runner, so he
not.
should
Yeah.
hop on a
I'm
bike.
not.
Well,
So
you guys
we
should
have,
come on a
we
bike
have
with.
bikes.
Oh, you also.
I have
you
a bike.
have your bike.
Yeah,
okay.
I have my bike. He didn't take mine. But he wouldn't have been able to because I have a special brake lock mechanism on mine. So.
Sure, sure.
I'm willing to try and run.
You should run.
Yeah.
Try running.
With your nunchucks.
Right.
Yeah.
Just down the street.
Fail your
You're pissed.
nunchucks.
Is there any chance I can figure out like how to cut him off? Like how familiar are we with this area?
Right.
Like if we know he's
Can
heading
we
that
be
way.
smarter
and-
than this guy?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be.
That would be a truth
chasing him in
roll
straight line.
because you're trying to use
let's see.
logic, science, rationality, right? You're trying to use logic. You're trying to figure out a way that you can head him off at the pass. Essentially.
You guys, help me figure out where we can stop him.
I've got a map of
I'm-
the town. I can help you. I can
gonna-
maybe figure
Yeah.
out where he's going.
Cut through the grove.
I'm gonna see if I can get his trajectory, I guess. Like, I'm watching this guy. It looks like he's heading towards the old steel
He's
mill,
got-
which exists in Amblinville. I've
He's got
decided.
the binoculars.
He lives in this field.
I
And
have
they're so
binoculars.
if they're helping and I'm trying to figure like how does it work if we're all trying to figure it out?
Well, Milton's got the map. You're watching him. We got, like let's.
I
come
got
over
eyes
there,
on
come
him.
in.
I got eyes on him.
Well, you got eyes on him.
Yeah.
Why don't we start right there?
Okay.
Why don't you roll? We'll call that a truth roll.
Okay, grand. No, I rolled way high.
You didn't take the things off your binoculars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
I've got him the wrong way around. He's far away, guys.
And
He's really,
somebody
really
left
far
those
away.
like inclines on your
He's
face.
like a dot right now. He's getting away.
All right. So the binoculars man struck out. Would anybody else like to try and?
Milton's got a map.
All right, Billy, look, if you take Amber Street, you can get to him faster. That's a 3.
It
That's
doesn't
under my 5, which is what I needed, right?
Yeah, that was absolutely
Cool,
what you
great.
needed.
Then yes, that's a success.
Perfect. Billy, you are now taking Under Street?
Amber Street.
Amber
Amber
Street.
And we can't ride our bikes that way, so you have to go cut through, and we'll meet you on the other side.
So is that 2 to figure out if I can catch him or I just know?
Well, we're just gonna say that you know now because he told you which way
Right.
you're going.
Go that
But
way,
To
I
try
mean-
and catch him, right? You're running that way, and
Yeah.
you're gonna have to make a daring roll, which. Right, you are not physically gifted, so we'll keep it in one.
You took a step and fell.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, dear.
So you pivot towards the shortcut that he directed to instantaneously get your foot caught under a root and collapse.
Well,
You
let's just
tried,
keep
man.
going.
I guess so. I mean,
I'm like,
I
you
feel
guys
like-
go, I'll catch
Yeah,
up.
we'll just go. We got
Leader's
bikes.
down.
Yeah.
No, our leader's
yeah.
down.
I feel like if anyone's gonna be a fast runner, it's gonna be you.
Yeah, I'm gonna bike it up, and I
She's
have my
biking,
bike.
she's
you know?
biking with
Yeah.
2 people, yeah. Go,
Alright.
go, go,
Okay,
go, go,
okay,
go.
okay.
Daring.
I can dismount. That'll make the bike faster. I'll just jog along behind you, going like this, doing one of those lame come of the frog runs,
What was it?
like pumping the arms.
Just want to
a
make
lot.
sure there was enough for you.
Yeah.
You look like a Muppet.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so Mags, while they're all talking, is just like and
All right.
goes.
Bold.
I got Milton.
Goes.
Come on, Milton.
That sounds like a daring roll. Why don't you roll?
I pull light on my bike.
I got a 5.
It's like we're time traveling.
Yeah.
And so I want to get over
You
or
wanna
under.
roll high.
When you're rolling daring, you want to roll over your number.
Yeah, I definitely
roll
did.
higher.
I definitely did. I
All
got
right.
5.
Well, you tear down that path, and you can hear the sound of him laughing ahead of you. You can see his bike tracks, and you're not even thinking about it. You're
Yeah.
rolling.
I'm like yelling, like you're about to get beaten up by a girl.
Go, Mags, get him!
Get him, Mags.
Beat my dust, nerds.
Wait, oh no, we are the police. It's really
I know.
He's
stacking.
robbing us.
Yeah,
Whatever
he is
happens,
robbing
yeah,
us.
He's
He's
robbing
committed
us.
the bigger crime.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We're not
This
great.
is justice, Mags.
We're not great
Justice.
though.
Yeah, Mags, you tear down the path, and he's just just out of sight ahead of you, and you follow and you follow and you put all of your strength into it, and then you come around a bend, and suddenly you are looking at a clearing in the forest, and the two bikes are laying in the middle of the clearing, and Ricky is nowhere to be seen.
Screw him, let's go home.
I screech to a halt, and I run up to the bikes, and then I'm all out of breath, like my adrenaline's all like pumped up, and then I kind of like look around for what's his name, Ricky. Mm-hmm. I look around for Ricky. I'm like, "Come out, Ricky! You scared? What's up?" No answer.
No answer.
Are we finally catching up?
Yeah.
I feel like we're definitely catching up because we
Okay,
were on
yeah.
a bike. But
I was gonna ask, do we have our walkie-talkies? But
oh yeah, we have our walkie-talkies.
Absolutely have our
Yeah.
walkie-talkie.
I think
Oh,
Billy
okay.
always has one. Billy always has a walkie-talkie.
okay, I like radio into to Billy.
Billy, yep.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, he went down towards Amber Street. I'm here, but he disappeared.
Oh, you scared him off? That is so sweet.
Got my bike.
No, the
And
bikes
yours.
are okay. The bikes are okay. Just get over here. Over.
Hey, good job, Mags. All right.
I guess we did it.
You want
I'm
to
gonna keep coming up. I'm gonna
All right.
remember to use over when you're done talking in the walkie-talkie. Over. Over, if you didn't hear over.
I like just turn down the volume a little bit.
I'm out of breath.
As you are waiting for them to arrive, you park your own bike and you go to pick up the 2 bikes that are fallen on the clearing floor. And there on the clearing floor, what you see is like leading away from the bikes, you can see what looks like drag marks.
Let me know when I've arrived,
Probably
please.
fine.
Yeah, you're gonna need other people to
So
care
we
about
just-
this. They're gonna need to arrive.
We're just gonna arrive.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
You're not out of breath. You just sat there.
Stress gets me going.
By the way,
It just gets me going.
reroll,
Oh.
courtesy of boring old Tyler.
Oh, thank
Thanks for it all, Tyler.
you. You sweet, sweet
Or
person.
also known as Boringold.
Ringold Taylor.
Ringo.
Boringold, yeah.
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 Can I?
Did I hear strange tracks?
Yeah.
Strange tracks.
Can I
Hey,
investigate
Max,
these
what about
strange
these
tracks?
conspicuous
Yeah,
strange tracks?
You absolutely can.
I didn't notice.
That is a truth roll. This is, you are investigating the strange, so this is a thing that you are allegedly an expert in.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
let's bump you up to 3 die on that.
All right, yeah. I'm all like, my body is ready. So I need over my number for this, correct?
Yeah, this is a truth. What did we say? We said it was truth
No,
roll.
it's
you want to roll
truth.
under your
under.
Under my number, so I need under 3.
1, 2.
1 and 2.
successes.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 successes, sure.
That's great.
Yeah, you look at the tracks, and it becomes quickly apparent to you, somewhat expert investigator, that these are grown-ups' feet. These are not Billy's tracks.
In the
Before I
background,
say
I'm just like
anything,
high-fiving
I
everyone.
take a picture.
Yeah, Meg.
I don't say anything to them first. I'm just like,
Meg.
Okay, absolutely. You've got a picture of the tracks.
yep.
What did you discover, Billy? Tell us.
I'm like, you guys, these are not Billy's tracks. These are like,
I mean, Ricky.
oh, they're not my
They're not
tracks
yours.
either.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. I wasn't here yet.
Factually
Well,
correct.
really?
We've narrowed it down to not you. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We're great at this, guys.
These are not Ricky's tracks. These are like adult tracks. Like, can I tell how many people or
Grown up?
Yeah,
Ew.
two victories,
never trust
two
grown-ups.
adults.
These are like 2 men that were dragging something, or men-sized somethings. I don't know if Sasquatch wears boots, so this looked like
I can't get him in his size.
men.
Wait, what do you mean drag something? Like something like Ricky?
Well, no, you see like in the dirt where there's like
Yeah.
those lines there where it's all like mashed down. Like, you know how he's kind of like, bleh? Like, if somebody dragged him through the dirt. Like, you saw when I tackled him, you saw that big dent he left? Like, doesn't that look like the same size dent to you?
It is
Why
the same
would
size.
anyone drag off Ricky?
Yeah.
Who would
I
want
mean,
Ricky?
Who could drag on
He's
honestly-
the worst
you know?
kid in the neighborhood.
Normally,
I mean-
I would say
And he's
they...
got spit on his face.
Well, normally I would say
nice
they could
one.
have him, but maybe something weird's going on, and we can like prove that something strange is
Oh,
happening.
here goes Billy again
yes,
with the
With your
weird
crazy theory.
Yeah.
I mean,
Something
well, I don't,
weird's
hey, I don't,
going on,
I don't
guys.
have enough to form a
Grown-ups.
hypothesis
Right.
yet. I don't have a, well, look, aren't those feet bigger than ours?
Yes,
Yes.
they are bigger
Like
than
with
our
a stick,
I mean, that's a fact.
I don't actually like mess up
Sure.
the track, but I'm like, you see this foot-shaped thing, and you didn't see any of this. You were right behind him.
I didn't see anything. I just was going for the bikes, and he wasn't even here when I got here. I mean, you guys were like, good job, you did it, but
Maybe they weren't
He wasn't
dragging
even
Ricky.
here.
Maybe they were dragging something the same size, like a large ham or a small bear.
Well,
Do you think of that?
what was
is-
the first one?
a large ham or a small bear.
Oh, I want to get that hand.
And
big
full,
ham.
Ham as
full,
well.
full disclosure, I don't know when these tracks were left here. It's possible that wasn't Ricky, but Ricky's gone. I mean, like, do you see him in the trees or anything? Like, is he just messing with us?
Maybe he heard us chasing him and he ran away scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause we're very
Is he in the
intimidating.
trees? Right.
Yeah, you usually holding the thing like this looks real cool, but it's
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I won't do it anymore. I'll just do this on occasion.
It's implied.
Yeah,
It's
it's
It's implied that you're always posed like
Look,
that.
I feel like it got enough screen time. That was the point.
While you're standing around discussing the tracks, off in the distance, Mia, you think you hear somebody yell. It's very vague. It's very distant. You kind of hear something.
I just start walking towards it. I don't say anything.
Max, where you
Where are you
Max,
going?
what are you doing?
There's something over there. Come on.
What do you mean something over there? Like what?
I don't know. Come on, let's
Slow
go.
that, large ham.
Pick up the bike.
Okay, if it's
and
a
go
small
after
bear,
her.
I am not in. All right.
Oh, can someone bring me my bike?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, okay.
I gotta get mine back.
I'm like, but well, remember, if it's a grizzly bear, you make noise, and if it's a black bear, you play dead.
Guys, we live in
the
the
other way
suburbs. It's
around.
not
Exactly.
exactly.
Maggie's like already yards
Well,
ahead.
I'm an explorer.
Are we in the woods?
I
Or
read
are
Natty
we?
Geos.
You are. Yeah.
These
you
are the woods, but guys, these are like pretty tame woods. I mean, we've grown up in these
Yeah.
woods. I've never seen a bear here.
That
That's
doesn't mean
silly.
they're not.
It's because they're hiding.
Okay,
Imagine like a
Billy.
local woods kind of thing, paths, trails, the kind
Yeah.
of thing that you would
Okay.
continually
I mean, I do
cut
fo-
back and forth through on the way home or on the way to
okay.
school.
All right.
I
do
know my
follow
way
her.
through the woods.
Yeah.
I'm an explorer.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've camped these woods and things, right?
Yeah, we go
Yeah,
camping
right,
all the
absolutely.
time.
You know.
This is your
This is our
turf. This
thing.
is the unpronounceables.
Remember 3 years ago, Old Man Johnson's dog went missing, and somebody ate the Smith's chickens all in the same summer.
You guys
We
know
never
I'm
figured
like
that out.
already gone, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
gone.
glad.
Hey guys, we should have a catch up to
I
Mags.
have a confession to make.
I'm a
I ate the
liability.
chickens.
Curses. I take a picture.
They were in list
I'm like, it was him.
with a freaking mic.
All right, so you went running, and then you all followed her
Yeah, I
with
do
the
follow
bikes.
on the bikes, yeah.
And that
Milton's
scream-
holding Mags.
Yeah, just walking it. Thank you so much.
That stream leads you off in the same direction that those tracks did. So you are just sort of tearing through the forest until you come to sort of the end of the woods, where there is a field beyond, and what you see, gives you pause as you stop and you see dozens and dozens of cars in a pile.
Oh.
A pile?
Yeah,
cars.
just like as if they were just thrown on.
What could
Is this,
possibly
is
pile
this a
cars?
junkyard that we're like aware of?
Apart from like,
No,
large
it's not a
magnet.
junkyard. It's just a pile of cars. They're
Take a
junk.
picture.
Very
I take a picture. I'm like,
I'm just doing
Is
that
there,
classic, the camera pans up, like, whoa.
dun dun dun.
Are they
Shit happens when you
stacked
invite writers.
neatly or kind of like haphazardly? Is it like a Jenga tower or is it like pickup
No,
sticks?
no, it's like a pile, as if
pile.
somebody just threw them all together.
Possibly be strong.
Can I
Not
go
a stack
start
from
investigating to see what kind of like cars there are? Because I know I could probably get some really good parts.
Yeah, you can absolutely go look at them.
But I mean, I'm still curious and like kind of freaked out. But at the same time, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a 1964. Yeah, what?
Please be careful. I don't want these cards to like fall on you.
I'm in 6th grade.
I will survey the perimeter.
I'm an adult.
I mean, look around.
True. In Alabama.
okay.
I should have gone to magnifying glass. Can I have that too? Like long seeing and short seeing?
Swim them binoculars.
Sherlock the
Turn
Roll.
maybe turn the binoculars. They were like.
You made your choice.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I'll do like.
I might
one
have
of
one in my
these.
fanny pack.
Yeah.
Oh, my Swiss Army knife has one.
Has a-
Has a little.
All right.
Snap that one off.
Hector, you're the explorer. You're
Oh.
prepared for this kind of stuff. Why don't you roll
I'll take the
2
whole-
die as you are checking the perimeter?
Sure.
Let me know how that goes.
It's a
that
truth?
is, we'll call that a truth roll.
Oh my god. No.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Super no.
You absolutely.
What is with these high rolls?
You don't
I
believe
used this
the-
the other day.
Maybe
You
you
don't believe the
forgot your
cars don't
glasses,
exist, yeah,
right?
right.
You accidentally put in the wrong
You like-
contact lenses or something,
The
but you're not
cake is a
picking up
lie.
on it.
Yes, absolutely.
Max, why did you run over here? You just ran off.
You guys didn't hear that yell?
What?
There was like a yell, like
No,
ah.
all I heard was ham and bear and.
You heard yelling and
that.
you ran towards it? No, you can't do that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I want to know what it was.
Oh, Max.
Wait, can we just take a moment and like admire the beauty of this pile of machinery that has been blessed upon us?
Sorry, I forgot to announce, by the way, thank you. Tier 1 unlocked.
Oh.
Yay!
Everybody gets a reroll.
Maybe he can re-roll if that happens.
yeah,
Thank you.
Oh, thank you,
Well,
Dexter,
save it for
yeah.
something like
Okay,
that.
save it.
Save it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Save it for when it's gonna
Yeah.
get us somebody
So-
killed.
Yeah, save it when it's like a
Thank you.
life and death
Thank
situation.
you.
Save it when you're being dragged off.
Guys, I've checked the
And-
perimeter.
By
It's
the puberty
definitely
monster.
ground.
Yeah.
All ground.
We're definitely
All
surrounded
around.
by trees.
By ground. Yeah,
All right.
trees. It's definitely.
You guys.
Can I start like?
These are
Yeah,
nice.
I was gonna go and like invest, like kind of get a closer look at the machinery, see if there's any parts I can remove or like
Truth roll.
wires. How many?
And you're prepared for this kind of stuff. You probably are prepared to run into.
Got my
things
Swiss
to
Army. I
scavenge.
got my tools. Yeah.
Are
So-
you an expert? I don't know. You're not like an automotive expert in particular.
Not an automotive
So
expert,
let's say
but-
2.
Okay. And that means I need to get under my number, right?
You were making a truth roll, so you want to roll under your number.
I got my exact number and a success.
Hey.
So I basically just built a transformer.
Well, but you get to pose a question.
Autobots.
Yeah. You get to pose a question before you decide whether or not you want to go on with your.
Also.
Okay. Does it look like these cars have been stacked in a supernatural way? Like, or does it look like it's been like? Would we be like freaked out by the way that they're?
Yes.
Yes.
I would say you would look
is
at this and
not
say there's
normal.
surely no human being
Oh,
would stack cars.
Never mind. Like, are the cars old or are they like new cars?
Magneto.
Like, are they like?
Oh, he's a mutant.
He's a mutant. He is
okay.
a- Hey, hi, Phoenix Garnet.
Thanks for the sub.
Yes, I suppose, barring the interference of Magneto,
Right.
no human being. He's a mutant, really.
He's a mutant.
not
He's
a
almost
mutant
like superior.
being.
It does not
Mutant
count.
being.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Wow,
are they
guys,
like newer
really?
cars or like
He's not a
old
human
and
being.
He's not a
rotting
human
cars?
being. That is an important component of his mythos.
No, these are 1980s. All these cars are 1980s models. They are all look like they're from the the last few years.
Okay,
they are
so-
all black, brown, or gray, and many of them are like Impala sedans.
Weird.
Okay.
It's the Men in Black. It's Men in Black cars out here.
Oh my
wait,
gosh,
Tink,
that's
Tink.
not-
No, wait, Tink, 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 Tink.
What?
Are there
Really?
any like parts missing from the car? Can you tell? Are they like wheels missing? Are there chunks missing? Like, or they look like they're intact?
Let me check.
Well, you got your two
I got-
successes
yeah.
there. So that was the answer to your question, and you were just trying to.
I was gonna go see if there's like. I was just gonna like take a couple wires here, like.
Okay.
Kinda,
Right.
You know, just like
successfully
I got a little
scavenging
fanny.
it,
Yeah.
And you
little
scored well
stuff.
enough to answer his question, which is
Yeah.
that no, the cars are just cars.
No, they seem so pretty cool. I mean, technically, we could probably take one for a ride if we got one on the ground.
You guys, the Philadelphia experiment. The government was experimenting with
Really?
phasing matter.
Really?
They took a ship and they sent it into another dimension and
Whoa,
it came back.
Billy,
No, this
no
happened.
way.
Crazy
You guys,
Billy.
right,
That's
no, this
illogical.
really happened. And then
No way.
when it
Milton
came back,
already debunked
things
that one
were
for-
Come on, I did
rearranged.
a PowerPoint and everything.
Yeah.
If that existed.
Yeah.
Phoenix Guard X gives a real sub reroll to Dave.
I think that was because of the Philadelphia.
Thank you. Right, he's like, shout out Philadelphia experiment. Yeah. But I'm like, no, this happened. So maybe that's what, like, maybe there was like an energy experiment. Because why else are the cars stacked up? I don't see any tracks of like a backhoe or something that could do this.
I mean, it is weird. I can't explain why they're stuck like this, but I'm sure there's some rational, like logical explanation why this happened, right, Milton?
Can I look at my town map and see where the nearest location of any cars would be?
Sure.
Relevant to this?
Absolutely. You look at your map. I'm not even going to make you roll for that.
Okay, cool.
What I'll say is that like the field that you are in is on the far side of woods that are on the edge of town to begin with. So you're pretty distant from any roads or any real population centers. There are a couple of isolated farmhouses and sort of.
We're on the Lower East Side of Amblinville.
You are on the Amblinville's Lower East Side. No, you look at it and it's like, it doesn't look like conspicuously like all these cars might have been, they don't seem to have come from anywhere obvious right around in this area.
Guys, this is really weird. We should probably not be here. Maybe someone's watching us or
No,
something.
Milton,
This
no,
is-
hold on, no, wait, trust me, no, this is gonna be great. Can you get the binoculars? Can you see if they have like special government license plates
Oh my
or
goodness,
parking
Billy.
passes or anything on the
Well, I
windshield?
sure can.
What would that tell
What
us?
should I do, Billy?
Yeah.
Cover our asses.
Okay.
All right, hang on. We will get back to that too. So Hector, roll a truth roll. You are now looking around for details that your
Okay.
leader has asked for.
Come
Well,
on!
can I assist him?
Yeah, you
I
can
don't know.
assist him.
Good call.
What's
Being a leader.
what's involved? I'm trying to. What's
Let's think.
involved?
Guys, they're
This
cars.
is a truth roll. How do you want to help him?
Definitely
I'm
cars.
like that one. Like, see that one? You can kind of.
Yeah.
It's like tilted towards us. You can see the front license plate, and you can see like that decal up
The
there.
one with the wheels.
Yes,
All right,
the
so
the
give
wheelie
direction.
one.
We'll call
and I
that
also,
truth roll
am
also.
well, I wanted higher or lower than my number.
Truth roll you want under your number.
I also am very bad at this.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you're not getting much.
Yeah.
But
Don't know from cars, man.
I don't have a job. I just asked him. You're looking at me like I was really gonna do something. I wasn't. I was just being like, Billy, what should I do? Because I was bored.
Well, can you find somebody?
Come on, leader.
The yelling person. I don't know. Like, did you see anything around here?
No, but I could totally go check.
Did it sound like
wait,
a
wait,
bee?
I'll go run a lap. I'll run a
Take
lap.
Milton.
Don't take me.
Has anyone tried this yet? Is anyone out there? Hello?
What? No.
If in
Nothing
doubt,
happens?
just ask.
there's no response.
Okay.
Hey, come on, Milty.
Well, now that
Billy
you were
said to
doing
go
it,
on. Probably because if I see something, I won't notice it.
I'll turn on a flashlight and follow her.
Okay. So we're gonna just go around the circumference of the pile.
What time of day is it? We said it's a normal day,
It's
but looking like
daytime?
roughly.
Yeah, why don't we say that right now it's about 5 p.m. The sun is
Okay.
just starting to go down in the sky noticeably. It's summer, so you still got a little daylight left. But it is also starting to darken. So if you want to turn on your flashlight and point it at the pile or stuff like that,
Sure, yeah.
can't hurt certainly.
Great.
I'm taking wires off. I'm like, guys, we could totally I could totally start one of these cars. We could go for a ride. We can't.
I'm going to say the cars are too damaged for that.
Never mind, I lied. I just took a closer
You're
look
wrong.
and I was way wrong.
We could turn this into a super boss clubhouse, though. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. It's like a portal. It's like Poltergeist, but if it's not that,
That's true.
That's entirely possible.
super cool hideout.
Deal. And I could rig this up with lights and all kinds of cool
I
stuff.
start climbing the pile.
Oh, that's dumb.
Okay.
Well, how rickety is it? I mean, if it's clearly like, oh, I won't. But if it seems fairly stable,
I would say, from what you can see, it seems fairly stable.
That didn't
Grab
sound
one of
very...
Grab one of those headlights
Nope, climb
on
it.
top of the.
You doing it?
yeah.
That is,
dear.
okay,
Nope,
so
nope,
this is
Daring.
daring
failed.
roll. So for daring, you want to roll over your number.
And I got under. I'm like, hey, up.
Yeah. You started to climb and one of the doors
You know what?
opened.
You know what?
and
You know what?
just-
I'll use one of my rerolls.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Nice.
Power of reroll.
There it is.
that.
Maybe. Yeah.
Worth it.
All right. Yeah, you just go right up the side. It's like you're probably you're used
Billy,
to
be careful.
right. You're used to climbing and jumping, and this is easy for you. So you sort of scurry up the top, and you're sort of king of the mountain style, looking around. And while you're at the top, you look down, and what you see is that all the pile of cars from the top, it's got like this hole in the middle of the pile, like as if all the cars, had been sort of stacked along some, tunnel or something. You can't see down into it; it's kind of too dark in there. But it kind of looks almost like an anthill made of cars. There's just clearly a big hole that descends into the middle of the pile.
Take a few pictures.
Sure.
And I'm like, you guys, there's a hole in the middle.
What do you mean there's a
Awesome.
hole?
There's don't spit in the hole when you get up there. No hole spit.
That means
Wait.
everyone knows you spit. I spit in the Grand Canyon. I spit in the lake. You spit in it if there's a big hole.
Hold up.
Sorry, no, please. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I'm not down with climbing up there because, if it's a hole, then that's gonna be a long fall. So can I just open up a car door, climb through the car, open up a car door, climb
To see what's at the
basically
bottom.
like
Go through, like,
Explore through the cars.
yeah, to get to the middle so I can see down into the hole.
Yeah, you can absolutely try.
And I'm gonna rig out my cool instead of a flashlight. I have a cool little head one.
I mean, that sounds like a truth roll to me.
Yeah.
Logic and science.
But
here.
you guys come up here. No,
That's
this
a-
is insane.
That's
So wait, do we-
illogical. I'm gonna go through the hole.
But you're gonna destabilize the structure of the stack of cars.
No, I'm not. The doors are fine.
We're gonna fall to our deaths because of this.
Can we hear this? Where are we? Can we?
Yeah.
Where in
I
this?
think everyone can
are we?
hear this.
Can we hear this?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, you were just standing right there listening and
Well, 'cause
watching
we
back
were
and
so
forth.
Well, we have the
We were
walkie-talkies.
circling.
We have the walkie-talkies.
Right, the walkie-talkies. All this-
We're still
I radioed
screaming.
through
You're
the
yelling
walkie.
into the walkie.
Well, I'm very excited.
I'm like, Jesus.
There's a portal into hell in the
you're
middle of our
80 kids.
town.
You don't know that. You're too far up.
You're
You're
not
80s kids,
selling
you
it
use
to
your
us.
walkie-talkies for everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, this is great.
I intend to throw something down into the hole.
Well,
I don't
wait.
know what. An action figure, maybe.
Okay, hang
a
on.
trinket.
All right, we'll get back to that. First,
All
you
right.
want to try and navigate your way
Yeah.
through the middle.
Milton, maybe.
So
Tell us
we
what
will
happens
say-
when
no, not really Milton.
You can't
Just
be an
joking.
expert in this,
Not
so
funny,
why don't you
guys.
roll 2?
All right. Because
you're prepared,
And I have
you're
to
smart.
go under my number, right?
Yeah.
One success, one daring, double daring.
Okay.
Damn.
Look at you.
So
Hot
yeah,
like fire.
you get a question now.
Okay, so I succeeded. So I crawl through, and so I make it to the middle, so I can get to see. Can I look? Is it like underground? Is it like can I look down? Is it like a hole, or is it just like a clearing of the ground, like a donut?
No, what you find in the center is a wishing well.
Whoa.
Okay.
So is it like a deep wishing well, or do I see the water, or do I? Like,
No, it's deep. Like the idea is picture like a field, and then there would have been a well in it, and then somebody stacked all these cars over it. So he's probably 20 feet above, maybe even the lip of the well, which then descends into the ground like a full-on wishing well.
Hey guys, I think this is some kind of well or something.
What?
Over.
You found a dungeon?
I through the walkie. I'm like, Milton, is there a well on your map? Was this like a farm or something?
I don't think. No. Why would there be a well? I don't think. No. That's nothing.
Does anyone have any pennies over or a quarter? That's like 25 wishes.
I'm really antsy, and but I don't want to leave Milton alone. So I just turn and be like, can I go up to the top of the? Can I go up to the top? Will you mind?
You want to
Will
go to the
mind?
dark hole? We're not going without me.
Billy's up there. Do you want to go?
Hey guys, you know you can just crawl through the cars and not climb up.
I'm like leaping up
Only
already.
go
I'm
through
like,
the same
go
door
this
she
way.
went through.
You go
No,
right.
that's
Okay.
a terrible idea. If you don't open any more doors,
you wanted
please.
I closed them when I got through over.
I'm bounding up to the top
I'm
of
like,
the
Max, Max,
All right.
Max, 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 Max.
Guys, let's
please,
keep
Max.
arguing. Over.
Mags, roll daring.
Okay.
So we'll say 2, probably.
Ooh.
You have to roll 2 dice.
You can roll
Oh,
2
two,
dice.
okay.
You can have a second. What was that?
Thank
Oh,
It was
okay.
Pretty good. There we go.
Yeah.
So that's one success.
Both of us on this pile like,
The pile's done. We're all done.
exactly.
So one success on the way up.
short
What happens is you sort of barely manage to make it to the top, and as you are almost there, you sort of cut your leg on the antenna of one of the cars that's sticking out.
Should have got that first aid kit, guys.
All right. I make it to the top
Ain't got
without
time to bleed.
noticing. I'm like too stoked,
Yeah,
and then
it's
once
not
I
a-
get there, I'm like,
Right, it's not a serious injury.
Okay.
You're-
Oh man, are you okay?
whatever. It's fine.
I'm like, I don't know what to do to help you. I don't know.
Giant well.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, isn't that crazy? Yeah, don't throw anything. You see your head down there? Like, you're gonna hit Tink in the head. Don't.
Yeah, I'm like, I have my head out the window. Guys, you could just crawl through.
I'm
you
like, Tink,
idiots.
do not
Let me
fall in the
see.
hole.
Let me see.
You're the one closer to falling.
I want to see in the well. Let
I'm
me
gonna
see.
chuck one of my bubble gum things down it.
Milt's crawling through the car.
Fire in the hole. Yell fire in the hole.
You throw your bubble
That
gum.
seems more mischievous than anything, but
All right, you throw your bubble gum down into the wishing
You're
well,
still a kid.
and you just hear nothing.
whoa,
Like a little,
no splash.
So
or
I
anything.
can't see the bottom
You
with
threw something
how
soft.
close I am
You know,
with
throw-
my
all-
flashlight. No.
should've
All of
spit.
our yelling,
Should've
are we
spit.
hearing echoes?
just natural sort of, reverby.
Right, but not dead
depth.
silence. Yeah.
Right, yeah, not dead silence. It's not quite spooky like that, but it's,
Right.
yeah. It just sounds like either whatever either the gum you threw in the well either is falling to the center of the earth or softly hit the ground and didn't make a sound. You can't quite tell.
Guys, I've lived here for years, and I've never I never knew we had a giant murder hole. I'm going down the murder hole.
I know it's dark, but can you see anything with
You
the
can't-
binoculars? I don't know if that's a thing.
I don't know.
We can all shine our lights down.
Yeah,
while
we
you-
try.
yeah,
Everybody turn on
Where are these
flashlights.
guys? You're just at the bottom.
We're at the
Focus
bottom,
on
at the
cars.
base within
and
the
we're all at
cars.
the top. You're at the top too.
I assume I'm at the top by now.
Right.
That was so dumb. You guys could be so much closer.
We probably should have stuck together.
I'm like,
Yeah.
it's about to get ugly.
All right, so
Okay.
is this what you're doing? You're
I
trying to
feel-
all shine your
I
lights
wanna-
down to the
Yeah.
bottom of
I
the
just
hole?
want to go.
he's gonna use the binoculars.
I just want to go.
Milton's
straight down
come through with me.
Okay,
We're
I just want to.
Oh, you're not gonna
Oh,
look
you're
with the
gonna
binoculars
fall
and face forward,
on-
face
I'm
first.
gonna start climbing down.
Johnny, no, we gotta know what this is first.
All right,
No.
Hector,
This is a-
roll daring. Johnny P. Bacon is a mischievous explorer, so this you are exploring territory. This is something you are theoretically.
yeah, I finally found something that is outside of the norm. This is amazing.
You can roll 3 on this one.
3.
Nice.
All right, now I need those high rolls that I was.
No, yeah,
You got
yeah, there you go.
Dexter, thank you.
Hey, Dexter, thank you.
And it worked.
Puts
I
us
got-
only $10 away from the next tier, which I need to remind everybody
Is the singing.
is the singing.
Oh, I
We
need
will-
to
$10
the
to
words
sing.
to Under
tackle David,
Pressure.
$10
David Bowie
to
and
get-
Queen's masterpiece, Under
Exactly.
Pressure.
Yeah.
And honestly, you have not heard this song until you hear us perform it.
Perform.
I have no idea what the
Which
words
you
to
still
Under
will
Pressure
not
are.
technically have heard this
Freddie,
song.
Freddie Mercury, David Bowie, hacks.
I'll strut though if we have to, if that'll sweeten the deal. Yes.
You can do the bum
Dave will
bum
strut.
bum 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 bum.
Yep, Dave will strut. That's sweetening the pot. All right,
Guys,
so
this is a teaser. So we need
2
to say it.
successes.
It's true.
2 successes.
Just
All
taste,
right,
just
Double
Hector.
successes.
Yes.
Johnny P. Bacon just starts climbing on down like.
John,
Bacon!
Bacon, be careful.
Oh, no,
What are you doing?
No! Never!
Whoa, awesome.
Well, yeah, you're doing really well as you're climbing down. But then all of a sudden, something happens. All of you get this weird feeling. It's almost it's almost like somebody turned on the bass of a really low stereo, so low that you can't hear the note, but just can kind of feel the note.
Guys,
So
there's something
we-
down here.
so
it's
we-
banging.
We
I
hit
just
puberty.
know. I
There
just
was
know it's
puberty.
banging.
We found puberty.
Yes.
Out here.
Yeah. The wave of puberty.
I felt it already.
You guys,
Is this it?
there's a hole here.
Yeah, and as you feel that, the whole pile of cars start to rattle and sort of
You guys.
Guys,
Guys, get down! Get
You
down!
guys.
in the hole.
I'm like, no, come out of here.
Hector, roll daring because suddenly parts of these metal parts of the cars are falling. And I
okay.
will also say, oh, Hector, you've got binoculars on.
Yes. I do.
You feel this tug on the binoculars.
like drawn down like an anchor.
Yeah.
It's magnetic. No, you guys.
There's no such thing as magnetism,
Yeah,
Billy.
You are definitely not prepared for this, and you're
Yeah.
not an expert in falling. So
No.
roll one.
Roll one.
Wait, but I need to help him. We need to help him.
Yeah, okay. If anybody wants to help,
You're trying to help him.
We gotta
here.
help him.
Wait,
You needn't. This could become
We're
a
at the
crazy
top.
rescue mission.
We're at the top, we're at the bottom.
For you guys, you are in the middle of the pile right now.
Yeah.
Right.
You are on the top of the pile. You're on the top of the pile, and you're with her.
He joined me,
Okay.
yeah.
So the two of you are in the pile. The two
We
of
need
you
to
are on
get
top of the pile.
I think
to
that
catch him.
we should
Let's
hold
rescue.
each other in place, and I'll put the bat down. He can grab it and try
that.
to get up.
All right.
Get
Well,
up here.
here's the thing, though.
Sorry.
The whole pile is sort of shaking and pulling inwards towards the well. So while you're doing this,
Can't
you're
leave him, though.
Right. You're struggling for balance on top, and the two of you are watching as the cars above you are starting to crush in on you.
No way to go but down.
Did anyone bring a rope? Question
No,
mark.
I checked.
we
We
are
did.
clubhouse
We did.
boys.
Oh, no.
We did.
Doesn't
We
have
did.
rope.
Did anyone bring
Hardly.
a science kit? Did anyone
It's a rope-based
Is that
science.
a rope-based rope science?
We're hemp scientists here. You
As
know,
the
we're
five of
knitting.
you as the pressure is caving in and pulling these cars together, and the five of you are under pressure, we unlock tier 2.
Oh no!
Thank you, DJ Regular.
Thank you, DJ Regular.
All right, is this now we gotta do it?
Yes, so now we got to do this, ladies and gentlemen, under pressure by some guy named David Bowie and a
Bowie?
band called
Some guy.
a band or person named Queen.
Who's gonna do that?
Dude.
Pressure pushing down on me, pressing down on you. No man has fall. Under pressure that brings a building down, splits a family in two, puts people on streets. Ba-da-da-da, ba-dee-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. That's okay.
It's the terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friends screaming, let me out. But tomorrow
Gets me high, high, high.
people on the streets. Boom, 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 boom.
Song's much longer than I thought.
Yeah. Are there more
I'm singing
parts?
all of them. That's the next
Hang
tier.
on a sec.
Yeah.
Give us more money.
Is it the song or is it a verse? We need to go to the judges for a ruling here.
It's like a 9-minute song.
Judge
But it's really good.
He's
Yeah.
12 seconds behind. Hold on. Give me a second.
Were we good enough?
You're the
That's
tail of the
the
tape.
answer.
that whole song.
What?
Don't sing the whole song.
Hey. Thank you,
You got
Internet.
what you wanted.
People of the interwebs, thank you very much.
People on the streets.
Out of,
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
out of respect for the late David Bowie and Freddie Mercury, we're going to stop there.
Aw,
It is
I thought
great.
we did pretty darn good.
I think we did.
Especially to be under pressure.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dr.
speaking
Pepper,
of cars,
Dr. Pepper.
Cars, yeah.
There's beer in the
All
thing.
I want one of those.
So,
Yeah.
by the way, next
You're in
year,
sixth grade.
$75, everybody gets another
I
euro.
too
Oh,
shared
nice.
early.
We got 10 from PFW.
want one of
I don't even know what it is, but I want it.
Oh, thank you, PFW Scott.
I'll go with a soda.
Almost to the next tier now.
Do I need to obscure labels? Is that?
No, I think we're cool.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm hiding mine behind a random thing.
Well, at least
random thing.
my previous drink existed
Random
at the
dice.
time. So.
Four-sided
Nice
dice.
week.
Okay.
Should
All
go.
right, so yeah, the pile is caving in. I'm sorry, Tink and Milton
Milton.
are on the inside.
Yeah.
Billy and Mags are on top of the pile.
Actively reaching for him.
Bacon
Yeah.
is
Can I?
tottering precariously.
Remember me as I wasn't.
No, but he'd be like, Bacon, crawl through. Because he could he like open a door and crawl through and like get on the
How
outside?
far down is
I mean,
he?
yeah, I don't know. I figured I'd scramble a little bit. I did pretty good on
You were
that whole
scrambling a little
climbing
bit,
down.
but the two of you wanted to help him. So why don't we start right there?
Human ladder. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're going to hold on to him,
And she's gonna hold the bat.
You're going to hold on to her, and
hold
she's
her,
going to
she's
hold the
gonna
bat
hold that,
down.
yeah.
All right. So
Ooh, I
why
like
don't
that.
we say, Mia, you'll roll for that. And that is a daring roll, and yeah, you're athletic. This is a physical task, we'll say, but it's not something you've ever done before. It's not like you're routinely in the habit of saving people from wells. So we'll say 2 die.
Okay, that's fine.
Bacon.
Not like Lassie then.
Bacon.
And isn't he assisting?
Thank you. There you go.
like that.
One person was.
But I think that's the 2 dice.
I thought
because
that
I'm
was the best
assisting.
Oh, do you want to assist her?
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah, we're
holding her,
both
reaching
assisting,
for him.
I thought.
Yeah.
But I did
Okay.
fine, so
Yeah.
either way.
Yeah, I mean, you did fine, so he gets the die anyway.
Right, okay.
So,
There's a
right.
real chance I'd make it worse, so I'm not gonna roll. Yeah.
I could
Does
make
it roll like
get
you
a-
like drop
is
her?
it- I
Right,
get
I'm
a-
like,
They both die.
Yes, you get 1 extra
New
die
plan,
on top
we're
of
all
rolling
going
since
down the hole.
2 that you were rolling before.
For climbing, yeah.
For climbing, right. So
should
now you
I
can
add
roll
one
3.
more? Wow. Okay. I'm feeling pretty confident, guys.
Don't
Nice.
die. You need over
We'll
or
find
under.
out.
Over.
And this is just to wrestle
You are
myself out of
making
the hole.
a daring roll, so you want to roll over your number,
Oh, my number.
which is 3.
Yep.
2 successes.
Got it.
2
Nice.
successes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that help, you very, yes, Spider-Man-like your way to the bottom. Well, it's not quite 3 successes, so let's not say Spider-Man-like, but say...
No, we're trying to get him
Scrambling,
out. We're
yeah.
trying to pull him out.
you're trying to pull him
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No,
Sorry.
we're trying to pull you out.
Yeah,
You're just
that's
like,
right.
Safety.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not sure what the intent is.
away
Oh,
from death.
Away from
from death.
Like, just so you had some help to scramble up, because we were
I did
giving
it
you something.
all by myself.
So you were trying to scramble...
That's what I thought.
I was trying to go. I mean, I was taking assistance, so naturally I have to do whatever it was they were helping me to do.
Okay,
Right.
sure,
They were trying
absolutely
to
no
drag me
problem.
out, then out
Right.
it is.
Yep, and it works, and
Alright.
you start pulling him up towards the top. Hector, you're holding on to the bat. They are sort of chain style, bringing you up.
Kicking
But
my
the
little
pile
legs
continues to
against the
pull and shrink. The walls of the cars drawing closer to you.
Oh,
The
no.
minute I see that they've got Bacon, I'm like turn to Melt. I'm like, Melty, go! And so I'm like
Okay.
pushing him out.
I'm
the
not
doors
good at
are
scrambling. I'm not
I
good.
know. So I'm just like pushing him out, and like we're climbing through and opening the doors and like just pushing through.
All right. You are trying to push him out of the car. So
Yeah.
that sounds like
I'm trying to scoot
Like
out.
You're
prom
trying to
night.
scoot out? So why don't we say your push is a help roll?
All right, cool.
So you go first.
What is
Say-
it?
That would be a
making it
daring
better.
roll.
Okay, so I have to roll over my number.
You have to roll with daring. You have to roll over your number.
Ugh.
Oh no!
So I slap you and knock you out unconscious.
You've knocked out Milton.
That is exactly what happens.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
No, it doesn't really. It's a slap.
It was a one. I mean,
unconsciousness?
He's a very
he's very frail,
He's got
and she's
gloss
very
roll.
strong.
You know,
I'm like,
nerds,
Milton.
they're very temperamental as far as getting slapped.
So
in
I
the face.
accidentally knock him out
I feel
unconscious, and
like
now
that's
I
a-
have to drag him out of the car.
A knock unconscious seems so much. Can we just call it a feint?
Oh, you
Unconscious
fainted.
is unconscious.
It's
Yeah.
like a southern belle.
You know what?
Exactly.
Like a dame.
She slaps you and you faint.
Oh,
I'm sorry, did that make it worse?
Because you're kind of like frozen, and I'm like, Milton, snap out of it, and I slap you, and then you just faint. I'm like, crap.
But now he's blocking the exit, and the hole is continuing. The cars are continuing to pull towards.
I get on the
hole.
walkie-talkie, and I'm like, guys, if you're done helping Bacon, we could use a little help down here. And I'm just
What did you
over.
do?
All right.
We call him
Milton's
Milton.
Milty's out, and I need help. Over. So I'm gonna just climb, like kind of lean over Milton and open the door, the car door, and kind of just like hopefully like kind of I'm weak, but push him out, kind of just like noodle arms, legs, everything, just kind of get him out.
All right.
roll him out of the
Roll, we'll call that a daring roll.
All right.
And Agnes, a techie inventor. Yeah, no, 1 die.
It shouldn't be there. I'm not that heavy, but my book bag probably is 50 pounds. with all this
Yeah.
stuff. So that's the heavy.
Well, and it's also blocking it. Can I take that and throw that out
You have a low
first?
strength but a high constitution.
Yeah.
Roll of,
You can
yeah.
do that first. You can try.
All right, I succeed with that.
All right. You successfly pick up the book
You
bag
saved
and
the
throw
book.
it
Throw it
out the
out,
door.
out of
Like
the
a
way.
true
Well,
nerd,
that's
save
one
the
thing.
books.
Save the books.
Well,
Yeah.
because it's
He'll
in
be
the
happy
way.
about that.
They're first
But
editions, I understand.
While you have successfully gotten the book bag out of the car, it took enough time so that the car now has closed sort of behind you.
Crap.
So the only place to go now is sort of back towards the hole.
Oh shit.
With our 3-person daisy chain, can we reach her?
You can try.
I
Let's
mean,
try.
we're like Plan B.
Well, wait, so I'm confused.
barrel
So we're in the
monkeys
car.
We were just chatting.
But
up
now we
there
just
and
lost
we're
your
like,
book, so now that sucks.
We're like, out. Shit, back down.
We're gonna use
Hopefully we'll
the
come
buddy system.
Yeah, exactly.
Grab your buddy.
Or don't. Yeah. So what do we need to roll
All right.
for our 3 body lengths to get to her?
3-body daisy chain.
So we're
Yeah.
all 3 trying to help.
Yeah.
All 3 people are trying to help.
Yeah.
Okay, so I tell you what, all 3 of you roll 1 die, which we'll call daring, and that is everybody sort of making their attempt to grab it. You all have to make it to
Cease.
successfully complete the daisy chain.
Success.
Yeah.
4.
Success.
Yeah. That's
wow.
what you want, right? Yeah.
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 All right.
Bam! What else you got,
Lucky.
GM?
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Like, we'll see you in hell. Weird
We're
space
very
hole.
good at this
Yeah.
game.
Okay, so yeah, you the 3 of you complete the daisy chain. Oh, but wait, hang on. I'm
But
going to
wait.
force Hector to re-roll.
Historically, I haven't been very good. Oh, but I am.
Yeah.
Way to waste that
It's
coin.
like, that's that scene in the movie.
What up?
All right,
yeah.
the daisy chain holds.
Yeah.
10 points to Gryffindor.
We're high-fiving as we're doing it.
Yeah.
Guys,
In
no
high five,
time
we
for
have to
this.
let go.
So the 3 of you have completed the daisy chain. That gets you 1 extra die to try and, I guess, grab them and,
Yeah,
and scurry to
Yeah.
safety while holding
And I can be like,
on
Milton,
to
come
Milton.
on, wake up, Milton, wake up.
Well, I guess what
I try to wake him up.
Milton, you start coming to.
Well,
Not a dream, buddy, not a dream. We
What's
gotta
happening?
go.
Okay, why? Who? What?
If you need your books, grab them now.
Metal crunching around
God.
you, pulling down.
Can I reach and grab that
We're gonna
backpack before we
die.
go?
No, the backpack is too
Let's
far.
go.
Plan B is to let go and we're
Sorry.
gonna jump
Back
out.
safe.
That's Plan B.
I was always pro hole.
Right.
I guess we're going in the hole.
All right, Bonnie.
No, we're trying to
Back in
get
the
out,
hole.
but if it's like death is
They're
imminent,
trying
then
to
we're
get
gonna
you
go
out
in the- we're trying
through
to pull
the
you up
window?
through the.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like we kind of swung down, so maybe whoever's at the bottom.
I'm gonna
Bacon,
push
is gonna
Milton
try
through.
and
I'm gonna push
help you.
Milton through first.
Help me!
Oh, poor
Help
Milton.
me!
Milton.
Bacon.
Milton, roll
Milton.
daring.
Can I assist? Because I'm
I
pushing
guess
him from
1,
behind.
because yeah, you're not prepared.
It's probably going to be 1. I just woke up from like a nap, so I'm not going to be very good.
You said wishing well because she found out it was a wishing well.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's a well.
But I mean that's information we now possess.
sure.
I'm like, Milton, throw a coin and make a wish. Make a wish.
What?
Make a wish.
Okay.
I mean, we're still pulling, but I'm like, oh, you got a free hand. Holy shit.
I reached
Try
in my
it.
pockets.
Make a wish.
And then I think really
Billy,
hard.
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Billy, your
know you
priorities
got
are
it.
very strange.
Well, I'm holding like
He's a
600 pounds of
believer.
nerd right
He's
now.
a believer.
I'm like, make it. There's
All right,
nothing
all
to
right.
lose.
All right,
Sorry.
what,
Well-
what are you doing?
So I grab it, I reach in my pockets and find a nickel and flip it in there.
All right, you know, no sooner than you flip the nickel, I'm just going to say, is that the nickel is just instantaneously goes flying down the middle of the hole and disappears.
Hungry wishing.
I don't think that worked.
Make the wish, man.
I want my book back. I want my bags, my bag, my books, all my books.
You suddenly get
Oh,
50
Jesus
pounds
Christ,
heavier.
Milton.
My books, my books.
Get us out of this.
Okay, as you wish for that, what we'll say is that the metal rivets on your book bag finally are caught by this pull, and it grabs the book bag, comes flying through the window, hits you, into you.
Ow!
You go down to the hole.
Oh no! Milton, you idiot!
But it doesn't matter because at this point the entire pile of cars crushes down the center.
no.
The 3 of you totter down into it with the rest of them, with
Oh,
all this
no.
metal pouring behind
Books, they're not good for anything.
you. And everything goes black for everybody.
And into the game.
Yeah, they're gonna
And the
roll.
game is over and you're all
We're
dead.
done.
We
Let's
died.
go.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
No, the game's not over.
I'm like, thanks, Milton.
But
You and your nerd
I got my
books.
books.
yeah, what happens is that you slowly start to come to one at a time. Luckily, a lot of the bulk of the metal seems to be caught in the wishing well, like in the tube of the well itself.
Trapping us here. Right.
Yes, the 5 of you have fallen to the bottom, but most of the junk remains above your head, blocking the way back and trapping you, but you are not crushed by 5,000 cars either.
That's
Are we
great.
in water?
20
Guys?
cars, what?
Are we in water?
Well, no. What you find yourself and you look around and you've got your flashlights, so you turn your flashlights on and you sort of look around and what you see is that the bottom of the well is dried up. It looks like this was once an actual wishing well dug by someone at some point, but the wall of the well has completely blown out. Like it looks like it's just been sucked through the dirt. Like all the rocks and bricks are cleared away, and there's now what is essentially a passageway, little cracks in the rocks, like a big passage that is certainly big enough for you guys to walk through. Yep, you get a picture of it.
How did we not die?
Everybody.
Ah,
I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
something
From that
new.
fall.
How about that?
Yeah.
Well,
How are we not
can't
broken?
see anything.
Well, you were bruised and a little battered.
Yeah.
Nobody's dead, or nobody is broken.
That's
You-
highly illogical.
Oh, you guys okay?
yeah.
Yeah, I guess
I'm like,
so.
wait, excuse me, are you actually mad that you survived?
No, I'm just saying, like, this was a pretty intense fall, you guys. We should be.
First of all, you're welcome. I seem to recall some of us trying to pull you out of
Thank
like.
you guys. Oh yeah.
My books
Milton.
are okay. My books are okay.
Why on earth?
Milton, you do.
I pick
Oh,
up, I
wait,
pick
hold
up
on
Milton's
just a
book
moment. Do we
bag
really
and
think-
throw it the 18 inches I can probably throw it. Like, you stupid books, Milton.
Well, that's not very nice. But who actually thinks that was a real wishing well that worked? Come on, look down here. There's not even any water.
Real question.
Are there any
You find your coin. It's
Yeah.
right there.
See?
Can you pick? Is it like rooted to the ground? or-
I mean, it is rooted to the ground in the wall. It actually looks like it's sucked down like almost to the bottom and then it got caught in the wall.
Well, that's
Going
strange.
So
Milty,
fast
milty.
it almost penetrated the wall.
Yeah.
Is our campaign okay?
Oh, yeah, it's great. No
Okay,
water
good.
damage or anything. See?
I'm like, you
Thank
guys, we're actually on a campaign. This might be the Underdark.
What?
Look, I'm speaking your language. We might be in the Underdark now.
I don't want to be in the Underdark.
Well,
It's
we didn't
terrible.
want to be in the Underdark either, and yet here we are.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm looking around. What did you say then? Because I kind of don't remember all the things that you said that down there. It's like water, not water.
There's no water. It basically looks like you fall into the bottom of a dry well.
But there's like a path?
One of the sides, yes, have been sort of blown out, and now there's like what looks like a path leading into an underground fissure. So kind of like a cave.
Okay.
No, and I'm kind of like
Is
thinking.
there a way out? Yeah. So
Mags
there's path.
rushes in.
I'm starting to like. feel
Mags
the
rushes in.
Guys, there's a path.
Hold on,
Mags
Mags
rushes
rushes
in.
in.
kind of
I'm like, Max,
magnetic
Max. Wait,
Max?
hold on. Just hold on. Just 1 second.
What?
Don't
I
hold on.
yell down the cave. I
the
yell,
leader.
Ricky, down the cave. I mean, down the passageway.
Okay. You yell out. I'm gonna have, roll a daring roll
So I want high, right?
with one die. Yeah, daring. You want to roll over your number.
No.
I got it.
6.
All right. You yell, and you start to hear like a sound. It's a little bit of a scratching and then a squeaking, and you're not quite sure. And suddenly it's like, you start hearing like,
That
and
does
like
not
you know
sound
it,
like Ricky.
you're like, bats!
Bats!
And you dive for the ground, and because you succeeded your daring roll, you
Bats!
get straight out of the way.
Yeah.
The rest of you are
like,
standing
no.
there as the bats like fall over your head.
Ah!
But they can't get out.
They're in my hat.
I was definitely getting a face full of bats because I was a little bit farther ahead.
You
into the
are
thing.
now getting a face full of bats because he yelled and called the bats.
Don't
name.
let him bite you.
You're fine. The rest of you, the bats are swarming around over your heads. They are trapped like the rest of you. with the cars.
Ah. Gross. Gross.
Maybe you gotta be like, everyone turn off your lights, because the lights are probably making them like crazy unsettled. But if we like turned the lights off and it was dark, they might like chill and settle, right? Is that how bats work?
That's your sonar.
I think you're
They'll
thinking
know
of
we're
sound.
here.
No, I know that. I know they use
Loud
sonar.
noises.
I know they use sonar, but I'm just
Let's
like.
try something we've never
they're
done.
also-
Let's all shut up. Did it work?
Hector, why don't we say, why don't you roll a truth?
Okay. 1?
Yeah, 1. You're not
Okay.
an expert
I'm
in
going
bats.
for low. Damn. That's over.
Wouldn't
So you're
Milton
like,
know that?
Be
Milton would know that.
quiet.
Everyone be really quiet.
Okay.
Listen to my soothing voice.
I hate bats.
Well, yeah, no, that didn't do anything.
Okay,
You're all
alright.
quiet and the bats are still swarming around over your head. Mia, you have taken off into the fissure. The bats, blew
They're
past
really.
you at once.
Can I roll to see if I'm covered in bat shit right now?
You
That
can
would've-
absolutely if you want. I mean, you don't
No,
have to
I
roll
just
for
was
that. I'll
making
just
a
say
joke.
you were covered in bat
Just
shit.
making a joke. I just
Yeah.
wanted to know
Nope,
if I
it's
was
not a
covered in
joke
bat
anymore.
shit.
Jeez, bad shit.
Bat shit everywhere.
Guano. Guano. Thank you.
I try and pull her to the ground. Like if I see her, like.
So you're gonna come up to me?
Yeah,
and-
I'm gonna,
'cause
like,
I have no idea what to do.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Down to the ground, yeah.
Okay. Well, I won't even make you roll for that. You pull her down, and
Yeah.
the bat attack sort of begins to subside as the bats disappear. Some of them finding their way up past the cars, some of them just hanging on to the ceiling. Things seem to calm down a little bit.
there's no more bats now?
There are no more bats.
Okay, I get up in a comically 80s movie moment and I'm covered in bad shit and I'm like,
Oh, no, man.
oh.
No.
Oh, gross.
The compass would have paid off.
Right?
The compass would have paid off. It is.
Yay!
Hey, Vanarama.
Vanarama.
Or Vanarama.
Vanarama.
Or Vanarama.
That's
Vanarama.
Vanna, right?
Vanarama.
I'm just traumatized and
bananas
miserable. I'm
in,
not doing anything.
Hey!
General Fancy
Welcome
Pants.
back, Mazel Tov.
General Fancy Pants.
Yes.
Gonorrheal Fancy Pants?
That's true.
General Fancy Pants.
Gonorrheal Fancy
No,
Pants.
not gonorrheal
No, it's
Fancy
a King
Pants.
Lear thing.
Maybe it's gnarly fancy
Gnarly
pants.
Fancy. I think it's General Fancy
I
Pants.
think it is generally gnarly fancy pants.
General
It's both
Fancy
now.
Pants. What are you?
Right, yeah. Guns N' Roses loves fancy pants.
So guano.
So guano.
Yes. Well,
Guano.
I'm just
You are
covered.
covered in guano, and you are standing at
I'm
the
just
edge.
traumatized, like in guano, like just like.
I'm just trying to be like, oh.
Yeah, I have like a
I'm like,
napkin in
try
my
not to
fanny
inhale
pack,
this.
and I'm just like, this,
Where did
Yeah.
you collect
That's a
some
good
of them?
leader.
We could
Yeah,
use
I'm
it.
like, try not to inhale.
I feel like I speak for some of us here when I say ha 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 ha.
There's a lot of methane and bad urea.
I feel like
But it's high in vitamin A, though. It's actually very good for the eyesight. The Egyptians used guano to treat eye issues.
shut up,
stop saying
Billy.
facts.
yeah.
I get this.
That is actually true, by the way. That is actually
None of which
real,
makes it any less
real
gross.
factoid.
What are you guys doing?
Down
the
down
path.
the tunnel, yeah.
You're headed down the tunnel.
Down the path.
Yeah.
I'm
All
an
right.
explorer.
Well, the tunnel is like a fissure in the rock. This looks like it's some sort of natural feature that was like blown open by whatever the force was that was pulling on these cars.
Oh,
Maybe-
can I look at the walls closely and be like, maybe it's some kind of dynamite? Like, was like an explosion, or was it like some kind of magnetic field, or like?
You can make a truth roll to see if you
Yeah.
can like deduce something about
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah, like just like seeing like kind of like
Guys,
what
I'm,
kind of.
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure this is a fissure. At first I thought it was a crack. Definitely a fissure.
No, you guys.
No.
The magic of the well became unstable and cracked the wall.
Billy.
And that's what happened.
Magic in the well.
Billy.
Yeah, why don't we say
Excuse me,
you're a,
you made a wish that came true, okay, bro?
We
you're a
almost died.
techie adventurer, so you're
Inventor.
kind of you're an inventor, but that does make you sort of a brainy person.
yeah.
So we'll say roll 2.
All right. I have to get under.
I keep monologuing while she's trying to do actual
Two
science.
It's a
successes.
truth roll, so you want under.
Yeah.
2 out of 2
Two
successes.
successes. Yeah.
All right, nice. Honestly, it's like Bonnie. I'm sorry, Tink. You examine the walls and directly in tune with stuff like seeing his coin stuck in the
Yeah.
wall. You see metal all over the place, metal on the ground, little bits and scraps of cars and other things, soda cans, just
Yeah.
bits of scrap that looks like they have been pulled down and with tremendous force. And you sort of see what they all have in common. These are all magnetizable objects. You're like,
Right.
this was
Yeah.
clearly the work of some sort of amazingly powerful magnetic pull.
Yeah.
You're like, even this rock has like small concentrations of ores that are metal inside of it. This very fissure might have been broadened by whatever this magnetic force is just pulling on the rocks and cracking it further open.
Right. I'm immediately gonna turn to Milton. I'm like, Milton, take a look at this.
So, you guys, the government clearly wanted to
Billy.
take over control of the magic
No,
well,
Billy.
No.
and that's why they were all here.
Billy, it's
This
not a
sounds-
magic
this sounds
well.
plausible
It's
to me.
magnets.
It's just science.
It's
Magnets,
a
how do they
magnetic
work?
field.
Yeah.
Magic. Okay, Billy. Okay, fine.
It's a
So
miracle.
what is it? It's just like weird.
There's some kind of weird magnetic field down here, and it's I don't know, maybe it became unstable and it's pulling in all the metal. I can't explain all the cars, but
I have
this
a
is
feeling
crazy.
we might find a polar bear and absolutely no answers whatsoever. No resolution.
Wow.
Since
We
it
surely
made-
are lost, guys.
Right.
Guys.
What a good reference to that time we all got lost and saw that polar bear.
That's how you know.
The game's not over. The
J.J.
game is
Abrams'
not
The
over.
Goonies.
Yeah.
Is it One-Eyed Willie?
Well, okay, but
I-
wait a second.
So, yeah.
I believe the magnetism thing, but the cars were stacked neatly. The cars weren't chaotically plugged until we messed it
No,
up.
they were sort of piled haphazardly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Might even explaining that,
So something
wherever
could have
these
drawn
cars
them.
were, if they had been parked around, they might have all just been sucked
Oh, okay.
by the power of the magnetism around
Right.
the well.
That makes sense.
This is
Down the tunnel.
Milty, this is just like the campaign we're doing. The monster in the
yeah.
campaign.
You guys, this is the campaign,
We can
okay?
find a
you know what?
rust
Guys,
monster
we
down
gotta get
here.
out of here before something like this happens again. We're
This is-
all wearing metal.
This is actually pretty interesting. Hang on for a second. Time out. Tell me a little bit about your campaign.
Okay, so we, like you mentioned earlier, we are in the Underdark, so this is
Okay.
very familiar to us. We've been fighting rust monsters recently, which are monsters that eat metal, and then they turn it into rust, essentially. So it's sort of related, but we haven't found anything magnetic yet. But we definitely fought rust monsters. So if we had stuff on ourselves, your characters, it would be eaten away and then pooped Just destroyed. Any magical weapon, anything metal, gone.
Okay.
Take on.
Why
Yeah.
did I wear my steel shirt?
Hopefully no Umber Hulks are coming. Hey, Hugginator, all right.
What's up,
Aboard.
Hugginator?
Oh, Hugginator. That's
You have a fantastic
I feel
name.
that
The friendliest
And
rodent there is.
also props for the original Mon Man there.
Oh yeah, they're back here. So I was like, oh, this is a good prop to have.
By the way, Vanarama sends her resub reroll to Mia Rosella.
Yeah. Thank you. I will need this for sure.
And
I keep doing
General
it.
Fancy Pants, or perhaps Goneril Fancy Pants, if you're into
Got a real
Shakespeare,
fancy pants, yeah.
sends their resub reroll to Garat.
Oh, thank you.
Yay! Yeah,
Thank you both.
Appreciate it.
down the tunnel.
Yeah,
Here we go. Yeah, we gotta get out of here before this thing becomes unstable again, you guys. Who knows what wall we're gonna get sucked into next?
Well, and it's getting dark, and I don't think we want to be underground at like midnight, and our
Yeah.
parents don't know where we
That's a
are.
good idea. Wait, I can use the walkie-talkie. Hold on. Let me just try the other channels we have. What if we could just call for help?
That's some good thinking, Milton.
Sure.
That is good thinking.
But
But,
Milton,
the
what-
magnetic field might mess with the interference. of
Let's
the-
find out.
I've got to try.
Yeah, well, true.
Well, okay, you can try.
Hashtag
Do you
plot.
but
wanna
let's walk let's try as we walk.
Yeah.
We
let's
assist.
walk.
We all stand around.
As you're
That's what
walking,
I
you
like.
start fiddling
Yeah.
with the walkie-talkie. Tink, do you want to do anything to help him here? Try and tinker with it to try and overcome
Yeah, actually,
whatever?
maybe
Signal.
because of the interference,
Rewire the
maybe like
keyboard.
I can open it up
Reverse
and like
the
see if I
polarity.
can
Reverse the
boost the
polarity.
signal. This is very Star Trek, which
Yeah.
you know.
You're
I'll
gonna use the
walk-
you're gonna use the deflector
right,
dish.
I'll
on his
walk in front of
walkie-talkie?
them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and boost
my
the
bat.
signal to get to cut through the interference of the magnetic field. I sound so cool. All right, so
That is definitely a truth roll.
Yeah.
So
One
you are-
die?
This is now you're tinkering now. 3 die. You are,
this is my tank.
Just
Absolutely,
tinker.
yeah.
All right, Milton. We're gonna use your walkie-talkie though, because
yeah.
if I fuck this up, I don't want mine to be
That's
messed
fine.
up.
I'm
All
fine
right.
with that, yeah.
Whoa, that's
three-
three successes.
three.
Yeah.
3 successes. You
crit.
are you are 4. Perfect.
I'm a 4. So, yeah.
All right, yeah. Well, you get an extra die now
Okay.
with your attempt to use your walkie-talkie to call for help.
Okay. Would that just be 2 total, or?
Let's say Milton,
We're in a clogged
brainy
hole in
game
Old Man
master
Johnson's
into
speech.
remote control cars. It's yeah. No, let's just say you're rolling 2 die here.
Okay, cool. That is 1 6. Actually, it's 2 successes. I'm trying to go
Yeah.
under, right?
Yeah, you're trying to go into.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
two
it's 2
successes.
successes. You're fine.
2
Perfect.
successes.
All right. Yeah. Amazingly, the walkie-talkie you fiddle with it enough until suddenly you find the right frequency and you hear police band.
Hello? Amblin Police Department. This is Milton Weathersby. I live on 43.
They don't need that. They don't need
tell
those
them
details.
where
Tell them where we
we
are. Tell them what
Hold
to
on,
do.
I'm just trying to be proper.
No.
This is not a proper situation.
Danny, we're under duress under the old well. Where are we? I don't even know.
Attention. You just hear a voice go, "This channel is for emergencies only. Who is this?
Is an emergency. We're trapped under the old wishing well.
Kid, I'm going to tell your parents about this. You got exactly 1 second to get off this frequency."
Please tell my parents about this.
Please tell our parents.
Please help.
I'm just gonna grab the walkie from Milton's hand and just turn it off.
Roll daring.
Turn it off.
No.
Roll 1 die for daring.
Full.
5. I
You
don't.
want to roll over your number? You
Yeah, I
are
do.
That's
2.
success.
Isn't that a crit?
Yes,
You're
I,
a 5.
I no, I'm a. Yeah, you're right.
Number
It's
is
over.
5.
It's
That's-
over. Sorry.
That's a success.
Yeah. Already
yeah.
four.
Isn't your number 5 or is your number 4?
Yeah, that's double
My
daring.
daring is 2. It's low.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. You're a 2.
Oh,
You're a
right,
2.
right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's fine.
Yeah.
I grab it and I turn it
Oh,
off.
whoa! Thank you, DJ Phoenix.
Whoa,
Hey, DJ, thank y'all.
much appreciated.
Yeah.
I grab it. I turn it off. I hold it really high.
What are you doing?
This is just like in our campaign. All right, Billy's right. There's some weird shit going on down here. We gotta figure this out. Police not gonna come and help us.
What, this isn't like a D&D game. We
It totally is.
could die down here.
To be fair,
Yeah.
this is the 80s, and 80s cops are shitty cops.
Right. I'm like, we gotta investigate. He's right. We're on an
There's
adventure.
a
Let's go.
legitimate chance this is Jackie Gleason from Smokey and the Bandit.
And my parents are out of town, so I'm like, no one's even gonna know I'm missing.
It didn't even sound like they were gonna
that's
help us
sad.
I
out.
know.
sad.
My parents go on business trips
Wait,
a lot.
tragic home life moment. Oh, that's.
It's like it's
We're
okay.
your
This is a
now.
very
Oh,
special
man.
episode of Tempting Fate RPG.
All right.
Right.
What I will say is that while you were all standing here deciding this, Mia, you were up ahead with the bat, guarding
Yeah.
people. You start to hear voices in the distance, and while you are contemplating what that means, I need to say first, everybody gets a reroll because
Yay.
Nice.
Woo!
Excellent.
But
Thanks, chat.
Thank you.
more disturbing than that, we gotta sing again too.
Oh, what?
So
This
the
time we
voices
improv,
that we
right?
Are we
hear
doing more under
are
pressure?
singing.
No, we improv this time, right?
The chat has selected a classic for us. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to render your version of Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So we got those.
We can do this. Yeah.
I do need the lyrics.
Yeah, we need the
So we got
lyrics.
those.
I do need the lyrics.
All right, we are looking up lyrics.
We need the lyrics.
We don't mess around here.
You actually,
We
you're
begin that
paying
intro.
to be rickrolled. I appreciate your commitment.
Okay. Oh, got this. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I.
A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other dad. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Are we going for the big?
We've known each
No,
other.
he's like, cut, the clown with the hook. You're like, no, please, no, the broom. It's like,
And thank
That's
you.
good.
yeah, you're welcome.
I think that was worth the price of
I
admission.
absolutely
I think with the
that
next one, we
was.
should have to justify why we do this in fiction.
Right, it's true. Literally, like in the middle of the tape, I'm like, you guys, believe me, this is never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you down.
Shut up, Billy.
Tell a lie and hurt you.
That's my new favorite thing. Shut up,
Shut up,
Billy.
Billy.
Hungedator gives their sub reroll to Karaf.
Hey, all right.
Appreciate
Wow,
it.
you're just like
You're
rolling it
stacking
up.
those up. Start taking some
Audience,
risks
we
over
are
there,
never
buddy.
know, I
give you up.
should.
We'll never let you down.
Exactly.
And again, at $25 again, we'll hand out another round of rerolls, and then after that, we will do another song if you, for some
it.
reason, want that.
Yeah.
We have fun doing it, but
True. In chat, we cannot see what you're saying. We can't, so we're not trying to ignore you on purpose.
so to pick up where we cliffhanged.
Yes. I have Milton's walkie-talkie. I was standing in front of them with the badge just in case.
Hang on. What's up?
I was standing in front of them with the badge just in case I heard something, but I was distracted by I've got Milton's walkie-talkie
But
now.
yeah,
then we heard
you've got
voices.
Milk and walkie-talkie, and then from behind you, the direction that you all were heading in, you can hear distant voices.
I'm just gonna give it right back.
Wait.
Does anyone hear distant voices?
Shut up, Bacon. Can we make... Wait, shh. Turn your lights off.
Max rushes in.
God damn it, Mags. Turn your lights off.
I'm going forward. but
Everyone
I'm
turn your flashlights off.
quietly.
I'm going off the
Yeah.
bags. I'm
Yeah, Max
of the
rushes
same
in.
impulse.
Turn your flashlights off, people.
Okay.
forwards.
Yeah.
Max, you
Ever
start
forward.
rushing forward, and everybody, I guess, falls in behind you.
Sorry, guys.
Never apologize.
Sorry to them.
And as you
like they're all gonna
die.
as you tear down, he's now, I guess, running towards the sound.
Yeah.
Oh, wow! Thank you, Bart.
Thank you, Barney.
Yay! From one fellow bard to another.
I was
Thank
going to say
you.
from one child of the 80s to another.
Well, we're all bards here, dear.
So yeah, you start
We are
charging
now,
towards the
apparently.
sound of these voices, and as you can hear them, you start hearing, you think you hear snippets of conversation. You hear somebody say something about like patching it up, and you hear a guy complaining, I knew this was gonna happen, and having me patch this up again. It's out telling them that this side of the wall's weak. And
Sounds like adults. We can get help.
So we're like around some kind of corner or something. Like the voices are like.
it's a bending sort of cave
Okay.
where you cannot quite see.
So I'll
them.
stop before we get to the
Yeah.
full-on
Yeah.
voices. So.
Shh. Shut up, Milton. Shh.
I do my best Scooby-Doo creepy walk with my camera in hand to get a little closer.
Okay, so you're gonna try and.
Do that tiered head stack around the corner thing.
Yeah.
where it's like-
Like in Scooby-Doo, like.
yeah, like-
You're trying to like sneak up and take a picture.
Well, not necessarily. I want to sneak up and see. Like, if it's just dudes, I'm not going to risk it.
All right,
But if
so-
they've got, like, Bigfoot in a cage, I'm totally going to be like, bang. Yes.
Okay, so why don't we call that precise action? So it's a truth roll. So you want to roll under your number, which for Billy is a 3, and yeah, we'll make.
I got a 1.
You got a 1. All right, that's a success, and
Weird to have a 1 be good.
yeah, you
Some good one.
very slowly tiptoe your way towards the edge of the bending curve.
Be careful, Billy.
You poke your head out real slow.
Be careful, Billy.
And what you see are two guys who almost look like blue-collar maintenance men. They are walking along. They've got, Timberlands, jeans, workman shirt, big tool belt. They're carrying sort of saws and heavy power equipment, and they're sort of trudging very slowly because they're carrying so much stuff. And one of them's complaining to the other. Is the sounds you heard. You can now hear much clearer him complaining about what sounds to you like he having to go fix this hole that opened up.
Are there any logos I recognize, like Burbank Water and Power or some stuff like that, or anything like that?
No, you don't recognize anything. Their clothes have no markings on them. They're just generic sort of looking.
I know we turned our lights off. Is there a light source under here?
They are wearing hard hats with beam flashlights on the
Ooh, kind of like
helmet.
mine, but mine's better.
Right, like yours, but normal.
Are we close enough that we can see each other? I crept ahead, but
we're all
right behind you.
All of us?
my teammates here.
You are crept ahead. You might, you can probably signal to them. They can't see what you see, but they can just see you. Yeah.
I look back at you guys and I'm like,
Okay, go. Okay, sneaky.
We all Scooby-Doo then?
You all Scooby-Doo up behind.
Do we poke our heads out comically in a line?
Yeah.
I feel like we have to.
Yes, you poke your heads out right. Yes, it's it all appears down.
Milton's on the bottom.
And these two men are walking towards you. Milton, why don't you make a truth roll?
Okay.
And recognize your voluminous stack of rerolls.
Oh, wow.
We'll just say make one
I'm like, Milton has to do everything now. Give it a shot.
brainy game master. You're brainy. It's just, make one truth roll.
Yeah.
Just one die?
One die.
Odds are in your favor.
That's
Five.
my number.
That is your number. Okay, so
double
we'll call that a success, and we'll say that you get a question to ask.
Okay.
Let me ask a question.
Do they look like they would hurt us?
No,
Okay.
they don't.
I immediately after them, I'd be like, "Hey, help!
Oh,
Milton, what are you doing? I just hit him.
Hurt us!"
right, and they just stop walking.
Probably not gonna hurt us.
And they look around and went, do you just hear somebody yell for help?
Over here. Shh. I just put my hand over his mouth. Milton, just shut up for a second.
And they put their power tools down and sort of start fiddling with the lights on their helmets, looking around, being like, "Who's there?"
Milton,
All right. Why don't they, as they start to approach you, why don't we say, how are we going to decide this? Milton,
you idiot.
no. Why don't we say, who's covering his mouth?
Me.
You're covering his mouth? Okay. Tink, roll daring.
Uh-oh.
To choke him unconscious.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Slap him again.
Right. I'm like, put Milton.
How many dice?
Yeah.
Just one. I'd say you're not routinely, well, I don't know. Are you routinely in the habit of covering his mouth and making him shut up at crucial moments, junctures?
No, come on.
Nah,
There's
we usually talk it through or whatever.
There's a
But I don't
non-zero
I don't
Is
know
that the
these
way-
guys. I don't trust adults. Are you kidding me?
All right, just one then.
I've seen Home Alone.
Oh, it's it.
That's it.
I'm a 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
This is
right.
Darren, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you roll over. All right. Yeah, so you successfully silence him, and the workmen
killed
look around and they're like,
Yeah, I knock him out again. Can I just slap him again?
no, it's enough. You're holding his mouth closed, yeah, and the workmen are sort of just like, well, I guess in my old age, bats are starting to sound like children yelling, "Help, we're over here." And they sort of shrug their shoulders and just continue on past, pick up their power tools, and they continue right past you, almost in that style where you all just kind of like freeze along the wall, and then they just sort of looking down at the ground, just march on past, not even noticing. And then they recede into the darkness towards the wall behind you.
I'm just
So
gonna.
they go towards the well.
Yeah, they're headed towards where
Well, they're
you just
gonna
came
fix
from.
up the hole.
Guys,
they
they've
said.
got a way out.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
We'll say that you managed to
Yeah. But that
successfully
means
hid in the
they had a
shadows
way
as
in
they
too.
crossed
So
you.
they could have come from a different location. I'm just gonna go, Milton. We don't know what any of this is. Like, we're not supposed to be down here. What if this gets us in trouble?
You guys, look, it's like the government, and they're here to fill the well.
We fell down the
Billy.
well. We're not trespassing. We fell down here.
No, but that wasn't like the power company. We don't know who they work for. This is fantastic.
Why don't we ask them?
No. She's right. They got down here somehow.
you
We just gotta
guys.
find out how they did it.
I'm
No one
gonna.
trusts anyone right
Yeah.
Do you want to just go while they're
I mean,
talking?
I think we're gonna.
Just gonna go.
While they're talking this out, we're just
Is there- and then we
Like
just
looking
We're
where
gonna go.
they came from. I
We
guess
just look
walk
around
towards where
like-
they
I
came
want to
from.
go see what they were
where's
with the
Bacon
Geiger
and
counter
Mags?
and everything. Like,
Where's Bacon and Max?
Sure.
yeah.
Mags?
The two of you take off while the three of you
Yeah.
are huddling and whispering, and you head towards where the workmen came from. And as you walk, you see a light at the end of the tunnel. And as you
Oh,
It's-
don't
yeah,
stay away
don't
from the
go
light.
towards the light.
Yeah,
Like, don't go towards
It's
the light.
always good.
That's always good.
always good.
100% of the time.
Guys, we found a light. It's a way out. Definitely.
Hey, the light at the end
And
of the
not
tunnel.
a
The
complication
light at the
in
end of
our
the tunnel
journey so far.
Could be a train.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So yeah, you see a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train.
It's not.
As you draw towards it, what you realize you're looking at is at the end of the fissure, there is a wall that has sort of been like ripped open, and beyond it, what you see is a hallway that's got like a metal floor and white walls, and you can see like a just silently blinking, like somewhere down the hall. There must be a red light. You can see a red light
Whoa,
flashing.
guys, Billy might have been right about the government.
This is
I feel
getting
like this
really
is-
weird, you guys. Can I look for security cameras anywhere?
Something to do with the reference.
Yeah, we'll call that a truth roll. Roll 1.
1. Success. My number. Ooh.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Feel free to ask a
Very
question.
whatever.
So I'm looking for security cameras and any type of surveillance or like any machinery or any type of, I guess.
Sure, I mean-
Do I see?
I mean, you're successful at that. I'll tell
Yeah.
you that in a second. Is there anything you want to ask as far as your question? And you don't have to. You can just leave the unknown.
Oh, are we all
Do I
down
recognize the
tunnel now?
material of like?
No.
Is it the government?
Right now, she's.
I'm trying to think if like the red light. Would I recognize if it was like a?
So okay,
Something
we'll say at this
Right.
point that
Alright.
you three have caught up to them. You
Yeah,
all-
okay, right, 'cause I wanted
yeah,
to-
because
yeah.
I was like,
Totally.
where's Mags and Bacon?
Yeah, we would have
Explore.
called and
Yeah,
been like,
we- yeah.
guys, there's a hallway or whatever, and then
Right. So
yeah.
you are looking right.
I'm looking for because this is really freaky. So I'm looking for security cameras or something.
Right, I mean, I'll tell you right now, outright, you do not see any security cameras, at least on this side of the wall. You
That's
know,
good.
inside this rocky fissure. Do you
Meant the hallway.
Yeah, you're still on this side. Are you actually before you move into the hallway? We'll say that you were checking this area for cameras and stuff.
Well, I was like, no, we're in the rocky part. But as soon as I see a hallway and see that it's a man-made structure, I'm immediately gonna look for security cameras.
Yeah, you're not seeing anything.
Okay.
You still have your question, by the way, if you want it. You can ask anything.
Okay. Would I? Oh, I was like, what is that noise?
Yeah, I thought you
Would
were
I
actually-
recognize? Would I recognize like
Crossover.
the material of the
that
wall?
diegetic?
Or you said they're white. Is it like?
No, I mean, it just looks sort of
I don't know. I don't know what to ask.
Is it the government?
scary.
It has to be like, what do we do to
It has
win
to be
the
something that like
adventure?
my character would know.
Not necessarily.
Hey, if you want.
Is there a point to advance to here, or like if we reach the end of anything?
I mean, there's a red light
Are we
blinking at
still
the
walking?
end.
Ask if there's any
Red
people
light.
out there.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
trying to
Do I notice any like people? Like, are there any?
I mean, this isn't
Are we
like an
alone?
in-game thing. It's you just this is a freebie, so it's like I'll just tell you, it's like, nah, there's no one on the other side of the wall if you want
Okay.
to walk through. Like, you're not going to be spotted.
We're all going in
So I'm
here,
gonna
right?
look for security cameras and I'm like, all right, guys, I think we're okay. I don't think anyone knows we're here still.
Camera.
You look down, and I'm already on the other side.
Yeah,
like,
really.
I'm like, Mags.
I think this feels like some kind of government facility from the Cold War, which we're currently in.
Very topical reference there.
Wow.
Very
wonder
timely.
what they'll call it.
You guys,
they
it's the
call-
Russians.
Yeah. something
Russians.
Red Dawn, man!
Those guys didn't sound Russian.
You're right.
Because they're
They're spies.
They were going very slowly.
It's
They were
called
not
deep
Russian.
Now I'm
cover,
turning.
man.
Now I'm turning into Billy. It's a Russian
I think we're
government.
jumping to conclusions here.
Do I
Hold
see
on.
anything on,
Yeah.
if I'm up there, by the
What do
way?
we find?
I'm sorry, I
Definitely
cut
go
you off.
ahead.
You are just in a hallway. It goes to either side of you. Each side just ends in a corner. You know, there's nothing to sort of indicate one way versus another.
You're the explorer, left
Yeah.
or right.
Yeah, Bacon, look on this map and tell me if you know where we are, because I'm lost.
Bacon.
Left.
Bacon.
What?
Always left.
Left is the direction of all evil.
Left is the best direction
Yes,
of all
left is the
time.
direction of all
sinister
evil.
The sinister
Yes.
direction.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Left.
So you head off to the left.
To the left.
I go
Slowly,
right.
slowly, you know, like we peek around corners and
No,
stuff.
not me. Yeah. I'm just gonna march right down there.
I'll just keep doing my protecting of the
Do you want
nerds.
to like drag your
Are
drag
you
it down
are
the
at the
ground?
front or the back of the?
Where are you guys? I just want to establish that I like in the group, I've taken it upon myself that I need to be the protector of the nerds.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna
You
walk
first.
with my bat
True.
in front of them whenever we're
We'll
walking
put that on your
together.
tombstone, protector of the nerds.
You so you can't use your flashlight because you have your bat at the ready. So
Yeah,
like
I'll definitely
Milton will have a
Okay.
flashlight. I'll have my head. Like, so we're like giving you light,
Well, there's light where we are. We're
Oh, that's
like
true,
in
there's
the
light.
facility.
Now there's light, yeah.
saving the
lights around.
batteries, baby.
Yeah.
Facility is well lit, and what you do see, what I'll tell you is that to both sides on the hallway, there were also sort of these like red alarm lights, which were flashing, although silenced.
Right.
Okay.
I have the camera up and
fine.
that's fine.
Yeah, you're.
Well, there's a big explosion in the wall. It's fine. There's no big deal. Right. Yeah.
You could totally be snapping pictures of all this, sure.
What if flashing the
Well,
lights?
I mean,
I
80s, you
was
gotta
about to
watch
say
the
back in
film.
those
Yep.
days, I have to keep track of the pictures. I get like one picture of every important thing.
Kids back in the 80s, cameras had something called film.
In limitations.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Is it a Polaroid?
keep.
Is it a Polaroid?
Is it a Polaroid?
I didn't want it to be because I didn't
Okay.
want to have to be like.
Oh, sure.
No.
Let's check this place.
Yeah.
Ellie.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah.
Are we done
So-
with
It's empty. Yeah, these are empties. If we're.
Yeah.
I'll just do this.
You are walking down the hallway, Mia. You on guard for guard for action, and Billy, you are being very careful about what to photograph, but
Yeah.
are sort of in your X-Filesy what is going on here mode.
You're probably.
I
Are you leading?
I'm aware that a nondescript white wall doesn't prove anything. So if it's like, like
Yeah.
a,
I'm presuming there aren't any markings, signs, anything like this way to a certain doom.
No.
Like, and
Well,
bathrooms,
this way,
comma.
uncertain.
Well, as you lead them down the hallways, you pass just signs for bathrooms. There are some no smoking signs.
I'll go third. You can, since
Yeah.
you're the explorer,
I'll go.
then Mag's the muscle, and I'll go third. But I'm like,
Yeah.
And then otherwise you don't see anybody. The facility generally, at least whatever part of whatever it is you are in, seems to be pretty empty. There are a lot of office doors, but they are all locked.
Can I try picking one?
You can absolutely try picking an office door if you want. I'll say is that like in each hallway you're passing about 3 or 4 of these doors that all look
Are they just regular
they all
locks
look
or
totally
electronic locks?
interchangeable.
They're just blank doors with no numbers or anything.
Right, they have no door, no numbers, no.
and they're
anything.
definitely locked. Like if we walked by and
Yeah, they are definitely locked. Let's say that as you go, you sort of try the knobs.
And they're just regular locks. They're not like.
They are
electronic.
pick.
All right.
Yeah, they are regular locks. That
All
you
right,
can
I want to try and pick one.
Sure.
I have my Swiss Army knife.
That sounds to me like a truth roll. So you are a tinkerer. Picking a lock sounds like something that would be in your skill set. So why don't we say 2 die?
is there anything I can do to help her?
I don't know. What would you want to do?
Moral support.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
be there for me, Billy.
I turned the light on. I mean, you get like a very good look
Yeah,
at it.
I feel like if anyone could help, it would probably be
Yeah, it's true.
Milton.
Yeah.
Look,
Right.
if you pick this lock, I'm going to give your rogue 100 XP in our campaign.
Well, hang on.
Wait.
If you're helping
That's-
her.
Well, I
first
got
you
10 successes though,
Oh, so it's she's
Don't
fine.
worry
right?
about it.
You gotta go
Well,
under
then
my
I guess
number.
you're good. Yeah.
Right, you can pick it better.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do you want me to do, Milton?
Well, I mean, that works.
I'll pick it faster.
Let's see what's in here first.
All right. You pick the lock, and you open the door. And when you open the door, what you see inside is a very tiny office. There's a desk, there's a chair behind the desk. That's the only chair in the room, and there's a filing cabinet.
Is there a fire extinguisher? And is the chair a rolly chair?
I like the way.
Totally unrelated.
Mags. We know
Well,
what you're
Just
gonna
a question.
Well, Wally.
It's for bacon. It's for bacon.
Mr. Reagan, it is a roller chair, but you
Always
don't see a
There's no
fire
fire.
extinguisher yet.
We're halfway
Should we go into the
You're always
filing
gonna do
cabinets?
that.
Just trying to help out.
You can totally try and get into the filing
Guys,
cabinet.
I definitely want
filing
to look
cabinets.
those files.
Yeah.
When we come in, I close the door.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Good call.
Good call.
Okay, the door is closed.
Good idea.
You want to try and get into the filing
Yes,
cabinets.
for sure.
Is it locked as well?
Oh,
I'll say
good.
The filing cabinets are also locked. Do you
I'm
want to
on
try?
it. You want to try?
No,
This is what the government is doing.
Do you want to
You
try
wanna
and
help
help
me?
her again?
Yeah.
Sure.
So you roll a
Or
dice.
These are
bunch of
different than door
W9s.
locks.
Hang on. Cross
What's a
talk.
W9?
I don't know.
Hey, come on, cross talk.
This was
So under your number, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
this is
So you
under.
succeed. So you succeed.
I
Does that mean to get
succeed.
3 dice?
Yeah, yep.
2 successes.
nice.
2 successes. All right. Yeah, the filing cabinet pops open.
Ooh, gimme.
Is there anything in here, guys? Is there anything in here, Rick?
Well, yeah.
Our bully.
Strangely, inside the filing cabinet, you find the last thing you would expect to find.
Fruit by the foot.
A 9mm.
Files.
Oh.
No, there are files in there. And you start opening them up and looking at them, and
Oh man, it's in Russian. Just kidding.
should they be in
Cyrillic?
Russian? What?
No,
Yeah. They don't speak the Cyrillic.
Don't
language.
shut it,
Are
knock
they
with the
really in
suka.
Cyrillic?
All right, let's say it's yes.
I just cursed really
They-
bad words. I'm sorry if anyone speaks Russian.
Oh God.
The
You've offended the proper ladies that speak Russian in our audience? Yes.
We are sorry to the great Russian people. Bonnie, it's you pull it out, and there are documents, and they are clearly written in what you recognize as Cyrillic. It's the Russian alphabet, but they are sort of all kinds
Oh,
of.
they really are Russian.
Yeah,
Oh
but they're-
no, is this the government?
But they're technical schematics.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, you guys, Billy's right.
I'm not proficient in this language.
First
I can't
of all,
read this.
you're welcome. You are welcome. And then I take a picture and I take one of the files. I have no idea what it means, but I'm like, it's like tuck it in my back belt.
Wait, so you said there were, what were they? They were.
They're schematics. They're like technical schematics.
Oh!
Is there any way to examine these?
So you, as
Can I
Tinkerer,
try and like
any
you
idea what this
translate
is?
it?
I mean, you can try. Like,
give it a
do you want to? I mean, you're
Yeah.
the brain. You want to try
Yeah,
and see if you can
This
figure out
should
what
be
these things are for?
universal, I think.
Like
So-
you,
Universal
yeah. I think
Cyrillic.
between the two of us, we could probably try and like
difficult.
translate
Yeah.
what this is supposed to be.
All right, why don't we
like
say, Milton, you'll
like a puzzle.
you'll be the one trying to figure it out. Do you want to
I'll
try and
assist.
help him or
Yeah.
assist?
Yeah.
What are you
Like,
doing to assist?
This character goes there. So I think he's trying to like figure out like to translate it, and I'm looking at more of like the graphs and like the schematics of it, and saying like, well, if this is here, then that means this word could mean that,
Right.
you know,
Right.
and like
Right.
like putting our specialties together, like.
We'll call that a truth roll. Why don't you roll one die? See how
Are
that
you
goes.
guys trying to brute force the Russian language?
Oh no, I fail. I know how to roll.
That is
Yeah.
what would happen in this exact circumstance, yes.
You do not help.
Wait, no, I do. I'm gonna reroll.
Nice.
Oh, I help you so hard.
So you are looking at technical schematics. You are the brain. You are the nerd, and now you have help. So let's say you roll 4 die.
Holy cow.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Damn.
And
Translate
you have
this.
many rerolls if you need them.
Whoa, do.
3
Truth
successes.
roll.
Yeah,
so
3
you
successes.
need 3 successes. Okay. Well.
yes.
I know
The
Russian
triple
now.
At least what it's about, yeah.
Spasiba, пока.
Yeah, you as she starts pointing to various parts of the drawing, and you start putting this together with Cyrillic words that you've picked up here and there.
And they're just playing in the roller
Yeah,
chair.
as I was gonna say, that's
Right,
probably
you're
what
playing in the roller chair. You, a long time ago, you tried to campaign a D&D, you tried to run a D&D campaign from a Russian version of the source book. So you've picked up a few words, and you've managed to put together that they seem to be reverse engineering some kind of very complicated machine.
The original. Sorry, this is the original D&D manual. Gygax is actually Russian for lonely.
Yes. What you can
That's
say
why
is
he's got us now.
you cannot quite tell what it is, but you get the feeling that they also don't know what it is. You're like whichever scientist drew up these schematics is trying to take something apart, figure out bit by bit what it is and what it does.
You guys, they've got a UFO.
No, Billy, it's not a UFO, Billy.
UFO, Billy.
It's like a machine.
They found some machine,
machines.
and they're trying to unbuild it and build it back up, trying to figure out how it works.
Oh my God!
And
What
while
if
you're
it's some kind of
talking,
weapon?
The door creaks open.
Oh no! Hinges!
Hide.
There's
Where?
no place to hide.
Every-
There's only one desk.
Can I try and kick the door shut in whomever's face?
No, we're stuck
like
in
just
the-
stamp, like fireman stamp kick that?
Whoa.
Yeah, you can try.
Let's give it a shot. This is
so
instinct here.
We're gonna let this supersede the hide order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
But yeah, and
Bacon, you idiot.
we're call
Yes,
that.
that has been established.
That is clearly a daring
It's a
roll,
daring roll,
and you're an explorer. You're a bit of a man of action. It's like you're
I
probably
like to
prepared.
think that I am Indiana Jones. I am wrong.
Yeah, you're prepared to take action
That's-
in the
yeah.
midst of
Your
so,
whip. Dun, dun,
You're
dun.
Illinois Smith.
Why didn't
right
I bring
now.
a whip? Would have been a non-lethal
Yes,
weapon.
you're Amblinville Smith. Or Amblin.
All right, well,
Yeah,
let's
so-
find out. 2 successes.
Wow.
I dice pushed it.
It was
while I
it was
Yeah,
two,
it was
two
two
We
more.
saw it.
Double
We
full.
saw it.
So yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Bacon goes running to the door as soon as he sees it start to creak open, and just kicks it as hard as he can from the back, and goes slam shut, and you just hear someone go, "Oh!"
You're
That's
welcome.
the only way out.
Jesus.
Take as many of the files as you can carry.
Okay, I start something in my backpack. I just
Oh yeah.
And I do have one tucked like in my
Yeah, you've
back.
got your one.
I pull out my yo-yo out of my fanny pack.
Do pull out the nunchucks.
All right, you are now in the office.
That's the
like,
only.
Oh, we all
entrance,
do
right?
a really cool like '80s movie, like
Charlie's
like
Angels
we're
yet?
like like we're all like in a freeze frame almost, like you know the bat ready or like we all have our things.
You have your
This would be
camera?
like the cover of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's what you're doing? You're just squaring
Yeah,
off
we're
for any
waiting.
action?
Oh,
There's
wait.
inexplicable fog.
Well, hang on.
Because we
I'm
look
like,
so
Mags.
cool.
Mags, I'm gonna open the door and you clock the guy.
Yes.
all right. So I'm like, and I open the door again.
Okay, so we're gonna call that a help roll.
Yes.
And you're gonna attack.
Yes.
So
Oh my God.
why don't you
We're horrible
roll...
Or we're amazing.
You're the leader, so
Yes.
let's say you're prepared to take decisive action. That's 2 dice for a daring roll.
Well, that's 3. That is my number.
Yeah, okay,
and
and
a
you want to roll
success.
over your number and a success, so
Over.
that's 2
Yeah,
successes.
Well, but it's a crit. when I-
Yep,
Yeah,
so you
great.
get a question.
Yeah. Is this suicide?
This attack?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely yes. If not death, I'm okay with every other possible outcome of this course of action, as long as it is not death. Yes.
Okay. And I'm swinging a bat, which I'm very good
But
at.
you're very good at,
And I have
and
that.
now he's successfully helped you, so why don't we say 4 dice?
Okay.
You are an
This poor
expert.
like janitor is
know.
gonna get his clock cleaned.
All success.
Yeah, what was your
For
number?
daring, right?
Daring roll, yeah.
What was your number?
2.
2.
Okay, yeah,
Wow,
right.
okay, so that is 4 successes.
Murdered.
So now we've just given him a concussion. And
Billy throws the door open, and Mags like leaps through, just like Wolverine style, sailing through the air, bringing the bat down, and this. What you can now see is a security guard who's just beginning to pick himself up off the ground after being smashed in the face by the door. Looks up and he's like, "Oh no!" And suddenly you just bring the bat right down on his head, and like with a resounding thud, he just passes right out.
Grown-ups suck.
Guys, I don't know why I did that.
Me
Just
neither.
didn't think about it. I
Wait,
just
You guys
did.
get him back in the office.
And from his walkie-talkie, you can hear someone going, Steve, are you okay? Why aren't you answering, Steve?
Who's got the deepest voice?
yeah, who's the deepest voice?
To your bat?
Yeah.
I grabbed my phone and phone this one. I'm like, everything's fine. It's all good.
You're
Nothing
trying to
worry
do
about.
an impression of
Yeah.
Steve that
Who
was
I never even heard his voice.
Well, you did hear him say, "Go, ow!"
Oh,
It's
it's
a
true.
boring conversation
We're gonna
anyway.
call that
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're good. How are you?
precise action. It sounds like you are trying to
It's-
do a very specific impression of a person that you've never heard before. So we'll call this. Wow.
Is
You
it truth
can,
but
you are,
lying?
yeah, you can't. You're not an expert impressionist.
Yeah.
We'll call it 1 die.
Well, that's fine.
shit.
So this is truth.
This is
despite
truth
being a
1.
lie.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do have to go to the restroom. I'm
Yep.
gonna drag his
Go for
body
it.
into the office.
I do too, and I'm holding
you-
it. I want to
Yeah,
hold
you
it.
are
mic
helping
up?
him drag his.
Oh, yes.
No, I have to go to the restroom too, but I will wait.
Yeah,
And
so
I'm
no,
a
but you
recorded mic
you guys
on
could
this.
be helping drag the body. That's
There's
the
only
in-fiction
one bathroom.
reason. Oh, JK. I see now.
Alrighty.
Wait,
Whoa.
that's.
Yeah,
That's
low
good.
is good if you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's truth roll. You want to roll under your number?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
so-
you're a great impressionist.
Flawless Russian.
Oh, he does do a British accent all the time
Well,
when
no,
his
the guy
family's
on the
not
radio
British.
is not talking in Russian.
Sometimes.
I'm like,
No,
sorry,
no, it's-
audience, for hearing like.
Yeah. Everything.
Oh, thank
everything's,
you.
There you go.
Thank you.
everything's fine now. How are you?
Because we're just gonna be all blown away. Because first of all, he speaks in a British accent when we know he's not British.
Well, you hear him
then-
say, from the other end of the radio, you hear someone say, "Is that you, Steve? Steve, is that you?"
Yeah, this is Steve. Human man.
Why did you fake a last name?
I don't know. I panicked. Shut up. Yeah, this is Steve, the security guy that we know that we work together. So.
How did that disturbance you reported check out, Steve?
Oh, that was fine. There's nothing to worry about. That's good. That's cool. There were some bats. Yeah.
The bats again.
Yeah, just you know how they are.
Thought it was going to be
I
another.
guess.
Thought it was going to be another one of those kids.
No, not like that kid that we found.
No, that kid's locked up. Don't worry about him.
Yeah, that guy. He's locked up in the place, which is. Remind me where the place is where he's locked up there. That I know about already.
And you just hear like a long pause. And
Why would they have multiple prisons?
Just say you were joking and hang up.
he's like, "Are you feeling okay, Steve?"
It's like, no. Say
No, I've got diarrhea.
Steve.
Can I just take the walkie from him and be like, turn it off?
I feel like I was onto something there.
Yeah, there's a kid.
It's like,
Give it back.
why don't you why don't you head down to medical to get checked out, Steve? I'm gonna send somebody else up to take over for your shift.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Okay.
Then I turn it off.
Okay.
On the security guard, is there anything that we
pretty
can
sure
see,
I
like a
handled
badge or like anything that would be?
You want to
useful?
search the security guard?
I want to search the security guard.
All right.
Because if there's a badge that like gets us through like a secured area or something, I'm gonna take it.
Sure.
So I don't have to hack anything later.
You search the security guard's pockets and you find a badge that identifies him as
Steve.
Steve.
Steve Human.
Human?
Human.
Steve Cumin.
Right. Yes. His name is Steve. Yeah, Steve Human Guy. And
Nailed it.
yeah, by an amazing coincidence. No, it's got his name, and it does not identify what organization he works with. It's got a picture on it. There does not seem to be any kind of fancy electronics or barcodes, but what he does have is a big ring of keys.
Does he have a weapon in his
taking
hand?
that.
Yeah, Steve has a baton, like a policeman style.
Take
nightstick.
the baton, yeah?
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
gonna take the keys and put it in my fanny pack.
Right.
This
Also-
will save us from the picking.
We learned that there's a kid locked up. Did you hear that part?
I did not. Okay,
Yeah.
There's
all
a
right.
kid locked up.
There's a kid.
Quick
locked up.
recap.
Missing
Yeah,
one.
it's
Thank
like they reported catching a kid earlier today and said, "Don't worry, he's locked up."
Right.
How like,
Ricky, we should
how like
leave
small
him.
is this town? We've heard this guy's last name somewhere around town.
Well, say it's like the town is, fairly small. We're talking, suburbia type where you could know somebody. But no, I'll just go say that none of you recognize this guy's name off the bat.
We don't know any humans in.
No.
Yeah. No kids named that.
Do you wanna
I know the people bugs.
go?
Banya?
No, I'll hold it. I really want to play. I'm just gonna suffer. This is how I suffer for my art.
You're gonna get increasingly anxious over
that
it.
is-
If Tink starts getting really, gotta get out of here. Let's go.
Her name would be Tink when
Tink's
you need
gotta
to
tinkle.
Yeah.
Tink's gotta-
Tinkle.
Absolutely.
All
right.
Is there something we can
Commitment
use to restrain Steve? So like when we leave, that he'll be like tight. Does he have cuffs?
I pulled some wires off of the car.
She's got wires. Steve
we
does not seem
restrain
to have
Steve.
cuffs.
Yeah, like tie him to the desk.
Okay.
Just wire him up.
Just put his
Sure.
tie in his mouth. or
Why
something.
don't we
Yeah.
call that a precise action roll?
Yeah.
Who's tying him up?
We can all help.
I think Wyaz is tying him up.
Right.
So you're actually doing it?
I have wires,
I'll hold his
but
hands in place.
I think
You'll
the
hold his hands in
Explorer might
place.
be better at the
gonna-
knots.
I might
You're
be.
probably an Eagle Scout.
You're a BDSM
Probably,
explorer.
yeah. We'll say I'm an Eagle Scout.
You
All
can
right, a lot of
assist me.
things.
I'll give it a crack at helping. I also want to. I want to pull his boot off and shove his sock in his mouth, so if he comes to, he can't scream
That
for
doesn't
help.
seem
And
necessary.
it smells really bad.
Okay, you're going.
Yeah.
You're
That
helping.
represents me
We're
helping.
very
I
dark
guess.
kids.
That represents
We've
you
seen a lot of
helping by
movies.
taking his
Then
shoes.
put his boot back on and then tie shoelaces together. So if he does wake up, then he'll fall. That's a very sixth grader thing to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we're just pranking
All
him.
good. All good suggestions.
You help by tying his shoelaces together.
No, I'm also wiring him up.
Gagging him
Sock in the mouth.
Is a very
So
valid.
first,
don't want
roll
him
your
to-
help roll. Roll
Well, I'll just-
one truth roll, one die.
Once you throw one day. But another 3.
All right, so you get an extra die with tying him up, which we'll say brings you to a total of 2 because you're probably not an expert or prepared to tie
Touche.
people up.
But, oh wait, no, that wasn't daring.
Nope, I just basically like did the wire and like walked away and it just fell and I'm
Looks
like,
good enough.
someone else
I'm
do
like,
it.
no, it's not at all good enough.
While
No, we
they're-
don't know it's not good enough.
If you like twist the
Yeah,
ends
we
of the wire.
think it's
and, like,
okay.
there
It's fine.
We think it's fine.
No, like
While
she's-
they're doing
she's
that,
tied
I'm
it in a
peeking
bow
out
or
the-
something.
He's probably out for a
Out
little
the
while.
hallway.
Yeah, we don't
All right,
know.
yeah, Mia, you're
I'm peeking out the hallway while you guys are tying them because I'm not helping at all.
while they are
At least
really
the shoelaces are tied together,
yes,
guys.
while
So
they're
that'll at least-
ineffectively tying him up, you peek out the doorway and you can start to hear footsteps down the hall,
Footsteps.
just echoing kind of.
I don't know which way they're
Yeah.
coming from.
You don't know. This is lots of flat surfaces, sound bouncing around. Could be from either side. You just.
Guys, I think Steve's friends are on their way.
We gotta find the UFO. Let's go.
Time to go. There's no UFO.
doesn't-
Which way do we go? Let's just take off.
But where we were headed. Let's go.
Okay.
Further
Yeah,
in.
it's a hallway. There's one way.
Let's go. Yeah.
Cool.
Run.
All right, forward.
Forward.
All right. Well,
One of you want to ride the wheelie chair? Anyone?
Yes.
No, it's too
Okay.
loud.
It's too loud. It's too loud.
It's not loud. It goes. Psh.
I like the way you think, though. So yeah, you are tearing down the hallway, running from the office. The voices in the background do not become directional yet. You can tell that someone is coming. Breakfast Club style slide around the sides of corners.
Oh my gosh! Can we do like in the Scooby-Doo things where like one of us goes through a door and then the other one, and then like a security guard's coming through, and then we're like running through.
Chasing us. Yeah, that's what we're yeah, right.
They are chasing us.
We did take his walkie, by the way.
You got his walkie.
Yeah, we did take his walkie.
Sure.
So we can snoop onto them.
As you are running through the halls, you are listening to the walkie, listening to hear.
We turned it down.
You turned it down, so not to give away your location. And you just keep, the facility seems very big. You are just running down hallways that have similar locked doors in them.
Guys, we gotta find more wikis.
You hear on the walkie-talkie, you suddenly hear, oh my God, Steve's been almost tied up.
Right when they say that, I just stop and look at her like,
I don't know how to tie knots.
Well,
Then
I
should have
just,
said something.
why did you?
We have an intruder alert.
as we're running to the nearest door, because I don't know how close they are, I take my bat and swing it super hard at the handle of a random door.
I'm like, Max,
Like one of the office doors?
Yeah.
True, yeah.
I'm not smart.
Yeah. When in doubt, bat.
Okay. As you run towards the door to do that, you hear them shout intruder alert over their walkie-talkie, and those red lights go back on. Suddenly, you hear. I'm like,
Oh no!
Get on the walkie.
It's so weird. Usually the bat works.
Mia,
They know I'm not Steve now.
excuse me.
Steve is right there.
Doesn't matter. They can
Mags,
just change your voice
roll
again.
daring.
fine.
This is passionate action. You are just
I
smashing
just did it for
handle.
no reason. Yeah.
We'll
panicked.
take 2 die because you're normally crazy.
Good with the bat.
Yeah, good. You're good with the bat.
I'm kind of into this.
Okay, so 2 is my daring, so 1 success.
1 success. Yeah. What I'll say is that your 1 success, that's a 1, so it's like it's a success kind of with consequence. So it hits the doorknob and the doorknob breaks off, but also your bat splits.
No, not Steve.
Steve!
Other Steve.
Other
Steve.
Steve.
Also the name of the bat.
You've now cracked both Steves,
Very
actually.
small
Yeah.
world full of Steves.
Oh, bat.
I fall onto my knees and hold my bat and stare at it.
Max, we don't have time for you to mourn.
I'm like, tell them to
No
the
time.
walkies that the kids went.
Yeah,
towards
tell them they
the
went-
kids.
Oh, yeah.
They went towards the well. They
get
went
back to
towards
the
the well.
clubhouse.
They went
right
towards
by-
the well.
Hi, this is Steve.
No, you're
that's
not
not me on the floor.
No.
It's some other guy.
What's
Making
happening?
it worse. Just say they went towards the well. That's all you gotta do.
Hi, this is another guy. I'm a different guy.
Well, the other
They
guy
went.
didn't
They went
introduce
towards the
himself all
well.
the way. He
You
didn't
just
introduce
say
himself.
I'm another of your colleagues,
Okay,
and they
Hector-
went towards the well. I'm an entirely different guy. Don't
Since
don't
you are
worry
now
about
no
Steve.
longer specifically impersonating Steve and are now just desperately trying to pull something out of your ass, we're going to call this passionate action. So it is a daring roll, because you are daringly just trying to make up a fictional human being.
Exactly.
Dumbingly.
And your daring roll, since you have never done this before, we'll say 1 die.
No worries.
We don't know the.
Done.
Wow.
Wow, okay. Very,
You're like,
They went towards the well.
Like James Earl Jones.
yes.
They went
Yes.
towards the well.
Darth Vader's very in right now.
you know, and you hear from the other side, I don't know who this is, but your voice is extremely authoritative. So everybody
That's
go
right, it
towards
is.
the well.
Now go towards the well.
Well, a bunch of people rush off in the other direction. Mia,
Not
you are
defy
now
me.
sitting in the doorway of this open office.
I have not looked up.
I'm like, Mia, we'll fix him. We fix him.
Mags.
I promise.
Can I just slap her? Like, I just slap
fix
everyone,
him.
apparently.
I
Like,
promise we will.
Milton.
I promise we'll fix him.
Do you have
Max, snap out of it. I'm not very strong though, so
Okay,
it
you
probably
snap,
doesn't
you
even feel
snap me
it.
out of it?
The
I
last
tried
time you
to.
slapped
Slap me.
someone.
It's true. You've laid out 2 people
I don't know.
in this campaign.
One.
One
Okay,
person twice.
you slap me. That's fine. I'm not defending myself.
yeah,
I'm not.
Max, you probably don't even feel it. Max, snap out of it.
I
need
look
you.
up and then I look at the door and I just kick the door angrily for no reason. But that's how I'm snapping out of it.
Okay.
Like I'm mad that the door broke my bat.
Okay, yeah, you kick that door. I'm not even going to make you roll for it.
No, I'm
You
just like
you showed that
Yeah.
to his boss.
You're
door.
raging.
She's so strong. She didn't pass out. It's amazing.
I'm not very strong. You're just really weak.
Oh, I'm sad.
I feel better now.
Yeah, and inside the room, now that the door is opened, you know, the 3 of you peek in, and you see all the walls are covered with photographs. And the photographs are machine parts that you do not recognize.
Ooh, but can I
I don't
try?
recognize any of these machine parts.
Like that.
Yeah.
Would I have any kind of inclination of what it might be for?
Why don't you can make a roll if you want? We
Yeah.
call that a truth roll.
Okay.
Maybe you'll try that too.
Yeah, Milton and I should be like,
Yeah.
even though we don't recognize it right away, like we could try and be like, well, that looks
I mean, yeah,
like it
that
could
does-
connect to.
I've
Yeah,
seen
like,
it in a lawnmower.
yeah,
I've
I'm
seen that in a
trying.
UFO. I mean, just
No, don't still
Yeah,
tell Billy.
The two of you start helping. Which one of you wants to help, and which one of you actually wants to try?
I'll
and figure
help
it out?
and you figure it out.
Yeah, because this is my I'm
So,
I'm the techie.
Milton, make your help roll. We're going to call it a truth roll because it's about what you can determine knowledge-wise from these photos.
Okay, just one.
Just no, you are a brainy
Brainy.
kind of guy. So let's say you're
read a lot
clearly
of
not an
books.
expert because you don't recognize it. So two.
Okay, cool.
While they're trying to figure this out, is there a phone in this office?
That is one success and a
Yes,
question.
there is a phone in the office.
One success and a crit.
One success and a crit. Okay,
Nice.
we'll get back to your phone in a second. You got a question.
Do these look like they come from Earth?
Yes.
You know what? It's like because this is like this is an out of game question that just doesn't respond to this. I'll just tell us that like you absolutely look at these and everything about them says to you, it's like this is something alien. I have never seen anything.
I'm just like chewing gum and trying to patch up my bat, and I'm not bothered by
Now,
any
Billy,
of
don't
this.
get too excited, Billy.
You are trying to attach
Billy,
two pieces of a broken
Get too
back with
excited,
gum.
Billy.
Yes.
Billy, don't.
Wait, no. How much dice do I get that he helped me?
You get one.
So 2 dice total.
No, we'll take it 3 because just like him, you're not an expert, but you're a techie, so you're prepared.
Let's see what we got going on here. 3 successes, right? Yeah, 3 successes and 1 crit.
All right, so
So I am now an alien.
first start with your crit. Do you have a question you want to ask?
So he's obviously saying like, I don't think these are.
These aren't from
These-
our planet.
Yeah, like something like this. So can I just be like, seeing if I can determine if any of it looks malice in any way? Like, is it for some kind of weapon?
Are you using your question on this?
Yes.
All right, so what I'll say is that, like, no, you can absolutely tell that this is not a weapon of any kind.
Okay.
Like, you look at it and you're like, there's no
This
there
is
are
a
no
water
triggers,
integration
there are
system,
no
yeah.
barrels, there's nothing that looks gun-like, there's nothing that,
Yeah.
it's just, it's rounded, harmless-looking parts, it's gears and things, it's, you look at it and you can't think of a way in your head that
Okay.
these things could somehow be a
But
weapon.
to me, it also looks alien, right?
Yeah, well, and he told you,
Yeah.
so it's like, you
So,
are...
but that's why. Well, like maybe I would. The fact that both of us don't know, that's bad. So we just turn to Billy and be like, Billy?
Hey! Zero!
Hey, thank you, Xena Bear.
Bear?
Xena Bear, big fan of the alien technology. All right.
Shout out to
Hey,
Xena Bear, one of our men behind the camera, Mr. Rick
Right.
Bear, the one, the only,
Xena Bear.
friendliest bear there is.
There
You
it is.
know, we should do like a song like if we have to sing again, "Come Sail Away," which implies aliens.
Oh,
That's true.
yeah.
That's true.
Guys, I'm
Just
actually,
saying.
Let us know, internet. Yeah.
I'm actually really sad, by the way, because I realized I did have rerolls and I could have totally saved my bat.
It gets easy to forget. You look
I
down and you're like,
forgot.
oh, I should have.
I could have saved my
True.
bat.
Well, we got about a half hour
Get
left.
you
so
another
go,
bat.
go hard on
Yeah.
the failures
Yep.
now.
All right, Billy,
When
don't freak out. Please don't freak out.
Just stay calm.
So, Milton and I have come to the conclusion that you might be right.
Maybe just a little bit. Just a little right.
These aren't. Not only are these not made in America or made in China or made in pretty much any. These are not Russian.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah,
That's good, right?
You almost made it.
I was so sure.
We don't think these are from our planet.
You guys! That's not something to be excited about. That's scary.
This is terrifying.
So
No.
I took pictures of them, but I actually break a couple of them and take some of the actual pictures.
Okay.
Like I put one in my pocket and I stuff like one in my underwear.
You
in case
have
they search
so
me.
many. You have so
He's got
many.
a backpack, you
In
know?
case they but I don't trust him not to drop it.
Yeah.
His clothing is now full of like schematics and
This is my
photos.
thing. And then so the phone, I'm gonna pick up the phone quietly. Do I hear a dial tone?
You hear a weird kind of repeating signal. It's like boop, 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 boop. It's not a regular dial tone.
I just
I want
pushed
his foreign
0.
It's more
operator?
like one of them foreign dial tones.
Foreign dial tones.
You're gonna
Yeah.
call the operator?
Da.
You've had
Yeah.
really good luck talking to people. I
just
like
pushed-
this idea.
I just pushed 0.
I've had very good luck talking to people.
You
what I
put
meant.
0, and from the other side, all of a sudden it's like you hear
Somehow.
a click, and then you hear a woman's voice saying, hello, Mr. Johnson, how can I help you?
Hang up.
Just panic and hang
Yeah.
up.
Okay,
Oh
well,
my God, a girl answered. They know our weakness. Talking to girls on the phone.
Do I know the number of like the school that we go to?
off the top of your head?
Yeah. I'm a nerd. It's 50-50, I figure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the number of literally anything that's not around.
Your house or something? No, not your house.
I don't want to call mom right off.
Sure.
No? Mom's playing literally anywhere.
You have absolutely memorized the number of the local video game store.
Yeah, video game store, pizza place, anything.
Yeah.
Just try and
The
dial
local
it.
Blockbuster
Can you
video.
order us
Yeah.
a pizza?
I dialed the game shop. Yeah.
This is Blockbuster. We will
The comic
literally
shop.
never die.
The comic
Right.
shop.
You dial in the number, and then you just hear a click, and you hear a voice going, can I dial out for you, Mr. Johnson?
Ooh.
Right.
All right.
Rude.
And the line goes dead.
I'm like, okay, so you guys, I want to call my mom because I know she'll believe me, but they've got like an operator or something that picks up the phone.
I'm
Okay.
like,
Oh, wait, can I try and open up the phone and see if I can get it to just go to an outside
Whoa.
line? Instead of going to operator?
Yeah, you can definitely try. That
Billy,
would
let
be-
me try.
That is a truth roll. Do you want to help her with this?
I mean, it's a regular phone. Like, this is something I've taken apart so many phones.
So
You
do
should see my part display.
I'll let her do it. No, she's
Okay.
confident she can do
Yeah,
it.
Two?
you've taken apart a lot of phones. We'll say that's 3. You're an
Woo.
expert on taking apart phones.
Billy, let me see if I can do
and
this.
this is
I'm
a
gonna
truth
open up
roll?
the back.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No worries.
3 successes and 1 crit.
Bam.
So first, you get your question.
that's where the alien stuff is. Let's go to that thing. That will be fun.
Was
Yeah,
it relevant? Is the question relevant to the task at hand, or just a question?
You could ask
period?
anything you want.
So looking at the
Especially this late into the game.
looking
and I'll
at
give you-
the pictures on the wall with the parts, do I recognize where they took the pictures of the parts? Like, is there something like we can recognize? Like, oh my gosh, that's the blah blah
You,
blah.
you don't have to do it like that. You can just literally just ask me.
Just be like, where's the alien?
Where's the
Where the? Oh wait, actually, you know what, guys? Where's Ricky?
Oh.
We're not here to get proof of Ricky.
But
We don't hear this. We don't hear this.
Wow, noble-hearted.
Yeah, right?
We should at
Ricky-
least like not have him get killed. You know, I mean,
Ricky.
Ricky is what CIA negotiators ask for.
Ricky is
in hostage situations.
Yeah, Ricky
Give us
is
his finger.
Ricky is being held in a locked office 3 stories below where you are right now.
well, sorry, Ricky. You're hard to get to. All right.
Sorry, you're a turd.
We'll just pretend like Mr. Johnson had like a random like thing, like Ricky is here, and I'm like, oh, that's
No,
nice.
you don't even need an story explanation
You
for this.
disturb it through the force.
Yep.
That's how the force
oh,
works,
okay.
Ellie.
For these, no, you just get that. So it's like,
All right,
yeah,
cool.
Ricky's he's in a locked office 3 stories below where you are, and you succeeded. So you have managed to hook up a dial tone, and instead of the weird foreign dial tone,
All right, Billy.
you get a
Call my
regular-
mom.
Try it now. Try it now.
Call my mom.
Okay, and the phone rings, and the phone rings, and the phone rings, and the phone rings.
Oh, please God, let us have an answering machine.
rings, And then suddenly the answering machine kicks on, and the answering machine is, believe it or not, Billy's mom isn't at home.
It is bingo night. I know. This was always a risk.
And leave your message at the sound of the tone.
Yeah.
Boop.
I'm like, Mom, I'm absolutely not joking. I found proof. We went through a wishing well in Old Man Johnson's field. We're now stuck in some weird underground facility.
You sound crazy.
There's alien parts. My mom will believe me. She knows the truth. We tried to call the cops. They didn't believe us. I'm going to try and find my way home. But there's a facility under the wishing well at Old Man Johnson's farm. I love you. I'm coming home. And hang up.
All right.
Question: do we all know that where Ricky is now too? By the way, or is that just?
That information is awarded to Bonnie. Does Bonnie share it? Is awarded to
yeah.
Tink.
Tink.
Yeah. I'm like, guys, I think because we saw that map in that old place in the first office, and apparently I'm just really good at deducting things. I think little Ricky. I think little
He is
Ricky
little Ricky.
is locked up down on the 3rd floor, like 3 floors below us. And,
Something up.
All right.
I mean, should we go get him?
Well, let's assess this. On
Nope.
one hand, a child may die. On the other hand, he stole my bike.
Uh-oh, a child may die or 5 children may die.
As soon as you said let's
One of those
assess
children.
Utilitarianism.
as soon as you said
Yeah.
let's assess this, I was out of.
right.
You lost me.
That's-
I'm like, wait. You guys,
Have you heard of the trolley
We
problem?
gotta try
I'm
though.
like,
I mean,
Max.
What?
Max.
All right, and while you're standing there arguing, suddenly the door flies open and there's a security guard and he's like, "Don't move, kids."
Is that a
And
gun?
it-
Is it?
It's a baton.
And I say,
It was a, it is a
this
finger. It was a gun. Now it's a baton.
I'm not kids, I'm Steve.
No, it's
You're
just
all
not gonna
white Steve.
That's not gonna work this
No,
time.
I know.
Oh, wait, I saw my yo-yo.
No. Yeah, no, it's me, and I just sort of sidle over to him.
He stands in the
Get
doorway and he
close.
says,
I'm like,
"Our
just
opera-"
let me get my credentials. Taser face!
Okay. So yes, he.
To assist him, I take a picture in the hopes the flash will temporarily blind the guy.
Ooh, I love that. Okay.
Like,
So
I would
yeah.
assist, but I cannot figure it out. I'm
You're
just like,
still, yeah, you're still looking at the bat.
yeah.
You're like
yeah.
Maui. I could use it, but it might break forever.
So you want to assist. So you're going to try and blind him with the flash.
Yes.
So you are a photographer. So why don't we say that's two die because you've never blinded someone with a flash before. Let's assume on
Not
purpose.
intentionally. It's,
right.
it's
Yeah,
my
way
higher level
to go.
memory.
Ow, Billy.
This is going to be. That sounds like passionate action to me. Let's call it a daring roll.
Ooh,
Yeah,
two
no.
successes.
Yeah.
Roll
choose
over your
both.
number.
Yeah,
That is
three.
two successes. Okay.
Okay, what does that give me?
fully
So
prepared to
you were trying to taser
him.
the guy in the face.
Well, yeah, anywhere really within reach, but
Right.
I shout taser face as I do it. Hopefully I taser him in the
Little
face.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 Easter egg there for
There
the
you
people.
Ah.
We're that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, taser face. So yeah, you get an extra die. We'll call that. Also, that is daring. And you are you're an explorer. You're a man of action. Why don't we say, with the help, you have 3 die to roll.
Three dice. That's good odds. All right, don't fuck it
So,
up.
Milton should do everything for his.
One success.
One
You
success.
can re-roll.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
why not?
like-
One is enough.
Yeah, you've got a reroll. And
It's true. Like,
Right,
it's
it's
always-
time to- yeah, just use it.
Okay, that's right.
Reroll. Can I selectively reroll?
yes, you can leave the success and just
Oh,
roll the
okay,
other.
right.
Nice.
Extra success.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, with that very clear success, you jump up and click the thing, the camera, and the flash goes off, and the security guard, and while he's clearly disoriented, you describe what you do. Yes, taser face.
I taser him in or around the jowls.
The jowls.
I assume he's a jowl
Mitch
man.
McConnell, the security guy.
I'm the fraternal.
Okay, and what does that do to him? Let's say.
I think that incapacitates him.
Okay,
And
so-
maybe he pees a little. I don't know.
And maybe he pees a little.
Can
okay.
we color this one?
We'll just say
Like,
right on his jowls. It's like you hit him right on the jowls. The electricity rides up his drool. He totally shocks the hell out of him. He wets himself.
Oh.
Falls down into a puddle of his own urine.
Oh, now I feel
This
bad.
is intense.
I was thinking
are
like
the
just
bullies.
I was thinking like just a
We
dab.
are the
Guys, I
bullies.
didn't know.
We're awful.
Set him on fire.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I just want to turn to them, go and smile,
Yeah.
manically, and
what do you-
say, guys, I'm gonna replace my bat with a new alien bat, and then I leap over his body and I run out the door.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
You don't even know where the alien stuff is.
I'm gonna go towards Ricky.
We're the good guys.
You're running towards Ricky.
I
Yeah.
chase her. I can't let her go by herself.
All right. Mags.
You can
We
try
all
and stop
chase
me if
after
you
her.
want.
We all go.
You run down a hallway until you see a door that's labeled stairs. And you throw the door open, and as you throw it open, a fire alarm goes off.
Mags. Oh wait, where's the fire alarm? Is there a way I can like disable it?
I mean, you could try if you want, but hang on, we'll get back to that. You follow her down the stairs. You're headed down the stairs. Alarms going off already from the intruder alert, and now fire alarm additionally going off on top of it.
That actually doesn't worry me. 'Cause people are going to leave now. That's actually not all bad.
I disarm Mitch
That's true.
McConnell before I follow him.
Oh, you.
I disarm him, but I don't know if that
With his
helps.
baton.
Sure, you
Take the
you
baton.
get his baton.
Yeah.
Just
Tie his shoelaces. That works.
quick as I can.
Or it doesn't.
Tink,
don't
why
know.
don't you make a
covered in
2-die?
pee-pee, I don't-
Well, wait. He makes a good point though. If the alarm's going off, that's even more chaos for us. So that's
Oh,
good.
okay. So you want to leave?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's leave it on.
Perfect. So you're leaving it on. You are tearing down the stairs.
We're gonna follow.
You are
I
following.
mean, we can't
yeah.
separate. We know how. We've seen scary movies.
You
we know how
could
this
let
works.
you guys could just let me go.
I absolutely
no.
cannot let you go. No, we cannot.
No.
Not
And
today.
while you are running down the hallway, all of a sudden office doors start flying open as people hear the fire alarm. They start clearing out. People running left, running right, looking for the stairs. Just mass hysteria.
Good.
And every once in a while, somebody running by will look and see the 5 of you running by and just be like, "What's with those kids?" But they're all
I
too.
just yell, I'm looking for my dad.
And it's meddling kids.
Yeah, they're all too frazzled
Yeah.
for what they're
Right.
doing to really process it, and they, you get some weird looks, but they go about their business. And you tear down the 3 flights of stairs, and then out into a hallway
Do
where
the stairs go further than 3 or is 3 the bottom?
no, the stairs go way further down.
I'm like, wait, Max, let's go all the way down.
Let's go to the bottom.
Okay.
The UFO will
hearing
be
ya.
in the basement. Let's
Yeah,
go to the bottom.
I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
What about Ricky? We got
The UFO will be there. We're not here to discover Ricky.
Is this where we separate? Is
I
this
don't
where we
like
split
I don't
up?
like
We'll get
Ricky.
Ricky
Split
on
the
the
party?
way out. We'll get Ricky on the way out. He's not going to want to look for the UFO. We'll get Ricky on the way out. You know that guy's
In a
drunk.
way, he's safer inside a cell.
All right, go to the UFO.
All right,
Logic.
fine.
Think about it.
makes
To the
sense.
bottom.
All right,
I'm all
gotta go back for him.
Exploring.
Okay, so you're abandoning Ricky and headed further down the stairs
We're
now.
horrible.
Yep.
Okay,
Get him on the way up. Get him on the way up.
Yeah, we'll get
That's
Ricky
what
on
he
the
said.
way out.
you'll get Ricky on the way out.
I'm
Ricky on
listening
the
too
way up.
early. I'll listen to our leader.
on the way
Just
out.
in curiosity, Dom, do we have to sing again? What are we up to? How close are we?
Where we were last time.
Where were we last time? 75 or what?
We're at 115.
115. So
All right.
10 more, and that's a reroll. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
More for a reroll.
So yep, we are 10 more away from one more reroll. If
I
anybody,
don't need a
Hey,
reroll.
we're nearing the end, folks.
We're nearing the end,
What,
though.
what our daring do? If you want
yeah.
us to daring do it.
We're gonna use all of these.
we are
Yes.
nearing the end, and
Try.
we have rerolls. It's like we can probably, if somebody wants to give the last $10 and get us to the next 25, we can possibly make that a song too.
I was gonna say,
Why?
Yeah.
we could throw Milton over the edge of the stairs because he's got enough rerolls
I'll
to
do it,
survive.
yeah.
Go, Milton!
We'll make that
Milton's
We'll make him a huge.
Go, Milton.
tuck and roll. Tuck and
We're
roll.
gonna ride the UFO out of here.
We are
Oh,
$10 away from one more song of your choice.
$10
Could be anything,
away.
any genre.
And I just critted on the song, so
And you get all the raffle entries, right?
And the
raffle
raffle
entries,
entries, right? Yeah, let's
raffle
the
get
last
the
chance
raffles.
to do the raffle.
here it is.
Mia's better at this than I am.
Yeah. Don't
Chill,
let us die.
everyone,
in the
chill.
You should
round.
jam.
We hate doing this and you hate listening to it, but let's just get this pledge drive off the ground.
You get to watch the supper, yes.
I need lessons. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, you start tearing down those stairs, and the further you get down, weirdly, the darker it seems to get. It's like as they started digging further.
I start turning my.
Yeah, you
Like-
turn on.
I
dig-
start turning my
Right, less
cap
and less
backwards like a
lighting.
cool kid.
You look cool. You have a light.
When they turned on the lights, they noticed I was like trying to dry my snot and tears from when I was crying from when my bat broke and
I'm
like
like,
trying
Max,
to
I
look super
promise we'll
tough.
fix
Max,
it. We're
don't
gonna fix
cry.
it. I promise.
We're
We'll-
gonna get
we'll
you a
fix it.
Steve
It's
Jr.
fine. I wasn't crying. It's fine. I wasn't crying. Shut
Uh-oh.
up.
I know it's
It's
dusty down here. It's dusty. It's dusty.
It's
I know.
happened.
It's happened.
Thank you,
El Robo Rig! Hey! Friend to our variety of our shows. El Robo Rig.
We love Robo right
Yeah.
That's
Thanks, Robo
our
Rick.
man over at Alpha.
That is.
All right, then we need to know the song.
Oh, now
it-
we
it-
need to know the song
That
because
is one of the
Yeah.
best programmers
thinking
in the
that we
business.
would never
there.
get there, I made that promise.
Getting
it is.
my.
There it is.
So Dom will let
hilarious.
us know when we get to the song. But what I will say is that you make it to the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
And at the bottom of the stairs, as things are getting darker and darker and darker,
We find Harry Potter.
you find Harry Potter just hanging out.
Oh my gosh, it's a
Hit him with the bat.
You haven't been
Yes,
invented
right.
yet.
I don't understand this guy. Who is this ass?
Suddenly, it comes to a point where the stairwell sort of stops, but the stairs now continue as sort of free-form stairs. And as you descending from the ceiling, right, like
a
a
dungeon.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can now see that you are in what is a giant, almost warehouse-sized facility. The stairs take you down.
I'm nudging Milton like Dungeons and Dragons.
We're in a dungeon,
I don't want to
Milton.
run into a dragon. Are you kidding me? It's gonna be scary.
It's like,
You
no, it's
don't
more like
wanna see a dragon.
Spelljammer.
Well, I kind of want to see
You
a dragon.
want to see
But
a
it's probably
dragon.
not a dragon.
Come on.
Well, well, why don't we just say it's like, no, there's no obvious dragon there. But I'll say in the middle of the warehouse, you do see there's some big, gigantic thing under a tarp. And surrounding the tarp on each side, there is one of these security guards armed with a baton.
Man,
They-
they're really shitty security here.
Yeah, they have not
Just
spotted you
batons?
coming down the stairs yet. They're not used to being invaded. They usually rely on their secrecy to keep them.
I just look at. I'm like, you guys, I have to know. Like, I have to know.
There's a lot of guards
You
over
can't
there.
come this far and not go further.
I'm like, I have to know.
Wait,
Yeah.
let me think of something. I'm trying to think.
Somebody better just grab my
I'm not gonna flash them.
No.
Billy!
Gross.
Just because I have boobs doesn't mean I have to use them as a weapon.
Wait, I got an idea.
Like-
What if, can you make something that makes noise and attach it to my RC car?
I can make something. Oh.
Yes, I can.
What about the walkie?
Yeah, guess what I was gonna say. Give me the
There we
walkie.
go.
All
Yeah.
right, and we're gonna rig it up
Wow.
to.
Brilliant.
We're gonna rig it up to your car.
Yes.
Mags is like,
Using tape.
Okay. Yeah. What tape? But I'm rigging it to where instead of pressing the button, it's completely pressed. Not pressed, but it's like
Stuck on.
yeah, to where it'll receive. And this is the one I tinkered with to where it won't have any interference.
Now
All right.
that's a truth roll.
Okay,
And
all right.
you're a tinkerer, so this
this is
your
why
expert.
Mags
Assist.
protects.
Is there anything we can do to assist?
Are we
Guys
trying
are
to,
great.
trying to make
You can
noise
absolutely
or
try-
receive
yeah.
noise?
We want
Make noise.
Make noise.
Right.
To make
All
it
right.
distract.
But I'm gonna give it to you, the other walkie, because
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, hey, like we're gonna make it sound like there's people
That's
like
what your
coming.
accent
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah,
By the way,
that's
You are really good at talking
Who
into
wants to try to
those.
assist? You want to try to
I've been doing
assist?
very
Milton,
sure, yeah.
it's
Milton,
his car.
This is a
I was
tech
going to bring the
thing.
car, but
Yeah.
this is fine too.
But no, you're assisting me tinkering it, and then you're
Oh,
gonna
tinker.
the driving
So
is
why don't
different.
You go first. Roll
We're
like
tinkering first.
one die for truth.
Okay.
That is
that's-
2
yeah,
truth
it's
roll
that's a
under your
crit.
number, so
Yeah.
that is. Oh yeah, that's a crit for you.
Oh no, it's not.
No, you're number
That's a
5.
Oh no, you're.
That's right.
You're,
I
sorry.
was
Yeah,
backwards.
it's just regular.
So
Success.
All right, so that is a success. So you get 4 die now.
Woo!
Holy cow.
About to. This is gonna be like an exploding
Don't
car.
forget this bad boy if necessary.
Yes, and you have your rolls.
Oh, I'm gonna need it.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That is crazy.
What are the odds of that?
Not good.
It's a terrible failure. Wow.
I rerolled.
Yeah.
The rolls, yeah.
That walkie had no batteries.
So you got
Better?
2 successes.
2 successes.
That's okay.
All right, that's a success.
Ooh.
2 successes gets the job done.
Cool.
Now, what you were doing was you were taking a remote-controlled car and you were attaching
Attaching a
this walkie-talkie
walkie-to-
that was permanently turned on so that somebody can now try and talk through it or
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
To where now we're gonna
When the button's down is when you're talking into it. So you
Right.
want the button up.
It's not gonna be done. Yeah, but what I'm
right.
saying is like
That.
it's
We want-
Yeah,
tinkered.
but whatever it is.
Because of the magnetic interference, I had
Yeah.
to tinker it
Ah,
to
right.
like
Yes.
so
Make sure it
so
didn't
would
suck.
get through.
Yes. Exactly.
So Milton's now going to roll to drive it like way off into the distance.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have you be like, "Hey, Roberta, I'm an intruder," and then they're all
Check me
gonna.
out, intruder.
If everything goes to plan,
Crazy intruder,
I'm
man.
crazy intruder. Yeah.
I'm intruder man. I'm Steve, the intruder
I'm
man.
Steve the intruder.
You gonna stop me from intruding?
Can't stop me. You can't stop intruder, man.
But we just need to make some kind of noise to distract them, to where they all get distracted and go off to try and catch the person.
Yes, it sounds like a plan. Yeah.
Yes, Milton, start driving. Pedal to the metal.
Okay, I mean, it doesn't go that fast, but all right, here we go.
Hey, it's like going really, really slow.
When he
take
starts
the safety
making
off.
noise to the microphone, I'm going to like assist him by making other noise to the microphone. I'll wait till Milton's resolved to do
I've
it.
got a
Wait,
plan.
wait till it's not
Yeah.
near us, guys. We
Sure.
don't want to make any
Fine.
I've
noise.
got a plan.
This
I'm
is
gonna do-
precise action. So
Okay.
this is a truth roll.
Okay.
Milton. This is your remote control
Can I
car.
assist?
So
This is mine, yeah.
we'll say that you start off. You are. Yeah, you're probably an expert at using your remote control car, right?
Yeah.
So you start off with 3 die.
Can I
dice.
assist by like, I don't know, upping the power or something? Like, I totally, I pimped his ride.
Sure. Why don't you roll 1 truth die?
Pimp my car. Nope, it's just
was
a
already
normal.
pretty
It's
pimp.
just a
It's
normal one. It was pretty
pretty
good.
pimp.
After
It
all
was
the
pimped
work.
to the max.
Yeah, it just.
I was
It was already
tired.
pimped to the max.
Yeah, already pimped it.
So 3 dice, you were still pretty good.
Okay.
It was already chrome. Yes.
Oh.
Wow.
Whoa,
yeah,
reroll,
that's-
reroll, reroll.
Wait, when you
Well,
doing
that's
the
the-
truth?
that's
Oh no,
the
wait, no, that's
best-
never
that's
mind.
good.
That's under.
That's
Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best thing you can do,
Yeah,
which
that's-
sucks because I'm making you reroll.
3
If
ones,
not now,
come
win.
on.
Yeah, if not now, win.
It's still
Yeah.
Still made it. Fate
You
decided.
won.
That's 3
Right.
In
successes.
theory, they're really good, but
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so
so that was 3 successes still.
Yes.
now we're talking through the thing.
Not yet.
Okay.
We'll get.
Oh,
He's gonna
So
drive it.
describe to me what happens.
So this little RC car starts taking off, and you said they were around it in a circle.
In a tarp. There's a thing
Like-
in the middle with a
There's like
tarp
four- like
over it, and
four
they're
quarters, yeah.
surrounded.
They're
yeah.
surrounded it. Okay, so I want it to go like off to the left in a corner so they don't see it originally, and then kind of veer off around the back. So when he starts talking, it'll come from the back of the room.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna make a guess now based on context clues. Can you give me like some weird backgroundy alien shit?
Well,
Alright, okay.
you know,
So I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm with you, buddy. So I'm assisting.
You're assisting. Yeah.
You go
We're
first
gonna
then.
call that weird backgroundy alien noises precise action.
Well, it's if you are you going to be the guard or are you putting pretend to be
I'm
guard?
I'm gonna be the alien.
Right, you're going to be the alien. I'm going to pretend to be a guard, panicking about the
Still
alien.
precise action.
Wait, you guys should switch
Well, I
that
just
because you're
need-
the
I just
paranormal
need-
expert.
I just
Yes.
need
Let me make alien noises.
background.
Yeah.
Just make alien noises. I
right.
just need you to make
Yes.
it sound vaguely ethereal and fucked up.
Yeah.
Sound SFX.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ready.
Okay, ready?
Well,
Yes.
Give me some like rear.
do I want high or low, by the way?
You want low, right? Because it's a truth roll.
Truth?
This is a truth roll.
Well, this
No,
is
that's not
truth,
good.
We're lying.
That's not good.
Yeah, but you need to
Try
reroll.
again.
Well, then I'm
Do
going
a
to
reroll, yeah, do a reroll.
Yeah, make some good alien noises.
You need some-
Yeah,
That's right.
success.
Yeah.
All right.
My intent
That's
is I'm
to
gonna be the
assist
alien.
him.
That's
I've got
the
an
assist.
idea.
You're the alien.
Okay,
Well, if
I've
you're
got-
the alien, I'm going to be the guy
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
eating.
Okay, well,
So you
I've got a
got-
plan. Follow me on this one.
Right, so you get one die on top of your
Cool.
2, I think we're calling it.
Yeah, because he's been
So I'm
doing
gonna
really
go
well
ahead and
with
we'll
this thing.
we'll see if he buys it.
Yeah.
So like follow my lead on this one.
I'm with you.
We are the Thunderluvians. I am speaking to you in through your mind. We will take your genitalia. Say,
Oh my God,
human person.
I think it's just like,
Help
Take
me!
your genitalia.
I'm in the East section.
We are very bad.
I'm in the East section.
You will feel some pain.
My God!
It will be fleeting.
I've got a family.
Okay.
It matters little.
they were very successful in the role, right?
Delicious.
He hasn't rolled yet.
He hasn't rolled
Yeah,
yet.
so let's see if he buys that. Re-rolling that.
Yeah, use
Well, you
that.
could have kept one of them,
He's
right?
not-
Oh, no,
buying it at this
3.
point.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'll keep the
keep
3
it,
because
yeah.
that's a crit. Let's just
We already got a
let's
crit.
go ham. No. Okay, so 2 successes, one of which is a crit.
Yeah.
All right. So that is 2 successes and a crit. So why don't you ask a question?
Okay. Which way to the cool alien shit? Oh wait, can I see?
Well, we
the
can
cool
see it.
alien?
It's right there.
All right, okay,
yeah.
wait.
Theoretically.
I mean, you could just ask me anything at this point.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
fair
totally like
enough.
an ice cream van.
Are there actual goddamn aliens?
Yeah, there are aliens.
Okay, right. Are they coming?
No, they're not coming.
So they're
Okay.
here. Well, they're here. They gotta be
they're
right
here.
here.
Either that or they're already
Could be a crashed
here.
ship, yeah,
Oh,
right.
shit balls.
Oh yeah.
They're here.
You didn't answer. You didn't ask
Yeah.
the right question.
That's fine.
We've
that's all right.
totally
Did not
abandoned
answer
Lil
it.
Ricky.
Yes, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Right.
Lil
No,
Ricky's
trust me.
gone
We're
at this point.
we'll get Ricky on the way out. I got a
Fly
plan.
out and get
Okay.
him.
We're
But they
absolutely
were-
flying out in the ship.
they were
like 100%.
successful.
We're leaving
We don't
in
know
the
it's a
ship.
ship.
It is, and we're leaving in it. Yes.
Yeah, you were successful, and
Yeah.
you were trying to frighten them off, was the
I
idea?
was, trying to scare him out of here.
Well,
Okay.
I was like saying, "Help me! I'm in the East section."
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
He was saying more non-specific alien.
So, they're looking at their
taking our
thing, they're a
genitalia?
little weirded out, yeah, worried about their genitalia all of a sudden. And they're like, well, I guess this is the kind of thing we signed up for when we became security guards. So and they pull out their batons and they're like, man, I really wish they'd given us better weapons, but I guess we ought to go check out what's going on with everyone's genitalia in the East Wing.
Now it's
they're
a
like-
party.
That was.
You're welcome, Twitch.
It sounds like the rest
That
of
was.
yeah,
There's an orgy
I
in
think
the
we
East
weren't on the
Wing.
same page.
We do
Yeah, I was
classy.
trying to spook them away.
So,
you
yeah.
were trying to draw them towards.
They go running off towards the
That was
east.
a
Away from
brave
the-
The reason
security
that I asked if it was
guard. I was
successful.
like,
The reason I asked if it was successful was because I feel like Mags would just for a second be like, oh shit. And then be like, oh no, that's just my friends right next to me
Oh,
doing
no.
this.
And that does happen.
That's
You
all
do,
I just,
yeah, it
I like
doesn't-
imagine
You like
all of
start to
them
like
and,
go attack. I'm like, it's them. right here.
And on that, the guards disappear.
Illusion.
Right.
Right, they're all gone.
Yank the tarp off this
And
thing.
you yank the tarp off the thing. And as the tarp comes crashing to the ground, we have to take a time out because it's time to sing.
Oh, what song are we doing?
So, a song.
Curse
thank
you,
you,
Rick.
near and dear to my heart, we are going with Total Eclipse of the Heart.
FYI, I've sung this so many times because
Okay.
this was a part of Tony and Tina's wedding, the show that I was in for like years in Orlando and Vegas, and my character had to sing this with a really bad New York accent.
So why don't we...
Agree, 2 verses?
Do we want to start with like, and I need you now tonight? We'll start with like the pre-chorus since the verses are so long and slow.
No, that's the best part.
You want to do the verses? All right, we're doing it. Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you never come around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired. Listen to the sound of my tears. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all my years have gone by. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified. Then I see the look in your eyes.
Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And if you hold it on me tight, we'll be holding on forever. And we'll only be making it right.
We have no rhythm.
Cause we'll never be wrong together.
We can take it to the end
of the line. Your love is like a shadow on me all of the time.
Don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark. We're living like a powder keg that's giving off sparks. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight.
Forever's gonna start tonight. Once upon a time I was falling in love, and now I'm only falling apart.
Nothing I can do.
A total eclipse of the heart.
Turn around, bright eyes. All right.
I had to go Dan Band version.
Good job,
I had
everybody.
to do the Dan Band
That was a
version
hard
of
one.
And as that tarp
Yeah.
comes crashing to the ground, because
Yes.
we have 7 minutes left, what I will say is you see a machine, large, spectacular, but you cannot for the life of you figure out what it is for. And suddenly from behind you, you hear a voice with a heavy Russian accent, and he says, "We think it is a beacon." Yeah, that's
Like I look straight at the
I
head.
think
I'm
it's all
like,
German from Russian. It's all
duh.
And then
And he turns and he looks at your camera and he's like, and he says, "That's going to be a problem. But for now, you have all seen maybe too much."
People know we're here.
I pull out the nunchucks. We already called the
no,
police.
can I get the yo-yo and just like do like a cool yo-yo trick and like knock him
And
right
there's
in the
more where that
temple?
came
I'm like,
from.
well, he may have other words to say.
Oh,
Wait, I'm gonna.
I still have my yo-yo in my hand though.
I'm like, Max.
No, this is my personal quest is to do something so daring, that's so legendary that everyone talks about it forever. So
All right.
it was nice knowing you guys, and I'm going to bait to the guy. I'm just gonna go attack him and try and run over, have him attack just me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna.
Are you
Yeah.
sacrificing yourself?
Aggro him.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and fight him and lead him away by baiting
Well,
him with
that
fighting
is
him, basically.
totally a daring action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems like something that is vaguely up your alley. So
my God, Max.
why don't we?
Max
say-
is,
No, you
Max
guys
is
go,
freaking
go.
crazy.
Yeah.
You guys go. No, I just want to be a legend.
You already are to us.
So roll two dice for daring. Unless somebody's trying to help her.
Can I assist?
Yeah,
I'm going to assist and say, she can't run. She's got all the proof. When
She
she
does?
runs away.
What I?
Well, the whole point is
nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Oh,
and I succeed.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll give it that.
Yeah.
And I had two
So you get an
successes.
extra die.
2 successes with a crit.
And I have an extra die, so I'll do another one.
Yeah.
Another crit?
No, I'm
Oh
at
no,
2.
you're 2. That's right.
Right.
But 3
successes.
successes.
I'm backwards
So
on this.
3 successes. All right. Well, that you go right towards him and start drawing him towards you
Yeah.
into the fight, and he reaches to his waist and pulls out a baton, and looks a little bit scared of your bat, and he looks around and is like, "Where are my security guards?" and you go and you describe what you do.
I mean, my bat's splintered. I'm probably not really trying to even hurt him. I'm just trying to get him away and get his attention away. So I'm just acting like, in Hey Arnold, when he goes to fight him and then he's acting really crazy to
Hey Arnold, that show's not out yet.
And,
When-
and it totally works.
We're in the
and you
80s.
totally draw him away.
Yeah.
And
Like, what you talking about, Willis?
The four of you see him, head towards Mags, and he goes over to Mags. He's like, this is too much. No guards. Things are getting out of control. I must turn it on before it's too late. And he runs to the beacon and he hits a button.
Yes!
Shut
And
up,
the
Billy.
machine just starts cranking to
You're excited
life.
about the wrong
Parts
thing.
moving.
Oh no!
Weird hums, weird sounds,
With
light shooting out
stuff
from
that
places.
happening like this, would I know what it's doing? Because I assessed the parts
I don't know.
earlier.
I want to hear the monologue.
I mean, no,
Can I
that's
get
it.
an idea?
Yeah, if you want, roll one truth. We'll say.
You guys look!
Nope.
Alien
No,
robot.
you don't know
Gotta
what's going
reroll.
on.
Yep.
All right, now
Yeah,
you know
use
what's
the
going
reroll.
on.
Spend it, yeah.
And you're like, you looking at it, you're like, I think he just turned on, a giant communicator device. I think they're
Hey,
trying
guys.
to call the aliens here. That magnetic pulse from before must have been some kind of signal to the alien mothership. Well, thank you, that other John Stewart.
Thank you, that other John Stewart.
John
You know, fun fact.
I wonder if it's that John Stewart.
The other John Stewart
the
to
other
me is the
Yeah.
Green Lantern.
This is
Yeah,
the
so
best
you're the
one.
other green
Nice.
John Stewart, yes.
Nice.
The other.
The other.
H.
Yeah, the other.
Yeah.
So whatever he just said, that's what I just said to all of you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I feel like they're just turning on this big mechanism that's going to communicate to the mothership of the aliens. Oh, because obviously I know what this means. Billy,
We gotta get outside to get pictures and when the ship lands.
no, we should
what's
turn it
happening?
off.
No, there's gonna be
the
a weird
machine is
dial
starting
tone.
to crank.
No, don't turn it off.
The vibrations coming from the machine are just too much, and you can sort of see the warehouse, like the
This
the
is
roof
good.
stuff.
Guys, you know what this
This is
means?
good.
Do you know what this means?
I was right.
No, this means we get a sequel. And credits. Just kidding.
All right, no, but we are coming to the end. So, hang on.
Just kidding. No, it was just funny though.
So it's like,
Executive producer J.J. Abrams.
so yeah, it's the roof
Especially
starts
if it
coming
never
down
comes
on
back,
you.
ever.
The machine is cranking. The roof is falling. The Russian scientist looks up and he says, "The aliens are on their way now. You kids better get out of here."
You guys, we did it.
Oh. Thanks.
Billy.
Thanks, strange man.
And then so he's letting us
He's
go.
just letting us get.
And then this is what I'm gonna do. Don't
doesn't-
worry, sir.
It doesn't matter anymore. The machine's on. You can't
So
do
we should
anything
just do
about
what Billy said.
No,
Go
no.
meet the aliens.
Mr.
right?
Russian man, are we all gonna die?
This is a TPK.
Only if you stay here. And as you start seeing
Oh no.
the warehouse begin to collapse
Oh,
from
no,
the vibration.
run away.
Is I head
Wait,
for the
wait,
stairs?
wait, I have a line. I have to say this. Don't worry, man, or don't worry, Russian man. The unpronounceables never say. And we had to do our, we had to say it.
And as the ceiling comes down on him, he, for some reason, salutes you, not quite knowing why he has this feeling of
Because we're gonna keep
swelling
his
respect.
secrets. I don't know
As
why.
we're going
Yeah.
up the
Yeah,
stairs, I radio through the walkie. I say, "Everybody evacuate! Get that kid out of the cell and get out of here!"
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey, Thunder Cannon.
Okay.
Well, I'm not even going to make you roll for that. What I'm just going to say from the other side, you hear like, "Is this that other guy, mysterious dude who was communicating with us before?"
That was
No,
you.
this is Liam's got that guy. I'm a totally
This is the
different guy.
other guy.
Well, we
other
trust
guy.
you anyway.
This is the other John Stewart.
Yeah, and you let's say, why doesn't everybody make a daring roll to see if you can make it up the top
How
of the
many?
stairs?
We all have rerolls.
Dice.
Remember it.
Yeah.
I don't. How many dice?
3, I'm fine.
We'll say 2.
But I.
We'll say 1. We'll say 1.
Is the goal high or low for this?
The goal, this is a daring roll, so
Hi.
you are trying to roll over.
I got a 6.
Over your nose.
Well, guys, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Might lose team.
Can I assist Tank? I'm not leaving.
I give
I'm not
her one of
leaving
my
anybody
You can
else
assist her.
behind. Yeah. I'm not leaving you behind.
I'm terrible at this. This is why I saved all my rerolls.
Oh my God!
Oh my
you're
God.
using all his
It's gonna be
rerolls.
great.
I'm-
Thanks,
what?
Jack.
He's
Oh, sorry.
rerolled.
Wait, hold on, wait.
It's you a reroll.
Me?
Yeah.
I did it. Oh no.
Oh, you can fuck someone
Son
up.
of a. I didn't do it. I didn't,
Wait, can we give our
Didn't
rerolls
do
to
it.
people?
Milton!
I didn't do it. It's the last one, guys.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, I'm gonna help Milton.
Dude.
No, you're fighting.
Yeah,
no,
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 you
he's
can
got
go,
the Russian
yeah.
guy. I'm gonna. This is
drama.
important.
This
It's
is
the end
drama.
of Milton.
I know, but
guys.
this
Yeah,
is
no.
the last
Milton,
time.
did you
This is
lose?
important. I want to help him.
Oh,
What did you need? What did
great
you need?
job, Rick.
five or
Killed
six.
Milton.
5 or 6.
No, I wanted to help him.
So, yeah. What did you get?
Well, we were gonna. Someone said they were gonna assist me, but I don't know if that happened.
I have to figure. I can't leave you guys. I have to figure out what would I do. But I have to get proof out of here.
I'm just holding
Can I
it.
help?
Leave the proof,
I'm
Billy.
I'm not
You made it?
Can you
I made
guys?
it.
Can you guys help
made
us
it?
out?
Fine.
I have to help
I actually-
them.
I
can't-
wanna help
can't-
them,
I can't
though.
leave.
Can they help us?
I made my role. I succeeded.
Like
I'm
they all
trying to
succeed.
help
So
them now.
basically, the two nerdy
Oh, well, you
techies
made
are-
your roll, so you're already gone.
No, we gotta go back.
I
We gotta
wouldn't-
double
I would-
back.
I
We wouldn't leave it
them.
down.
It was
This
nice
whole
to know
time
you,
I would not
Milton.
let them. No, it's not okay.
It's okay.
Our motto isn't the unpronounceables never leave anyone behind.
I don't care if I have
All right,
to
that was
re-roll to get
implicit.
back up.
What do you do to help them? Here you go. Moment of truth.
Everything's falling apart. The same daisy chain. I did to pull him out of the hole the last time.
Buddy
Let's
system.
go. Yeah.
Buddy system.
Call back.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna let this happen. Everybody,
That's
the
my
three
number.
of you roll for
How many?
daring. What did we say before? How did we do this before? We did it for daring.
one. Yeah,
You
just
each have to
one.
link hands. You got
That's
it.
a crit.
That okay.
critted.
You got it.
That's
got
my
it.
that's my crit.
You got it. All right, you join hands, and
Yeah.
you got a crit.
The
Shit! So now we have to roll, or should we?
So-
roll?
No, what I will say
Everybody
is
find your
that you catch the end of the bat.
Wait,
You
this thing.
catch her hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Milton!
Who's got
And
And we just moved
Wait,
around in a
wait,
circle
wait,
for a while.
And then we die.
Hector, you are at the top of the chain. You are holding on. You are at the door. You can see the sky above you. They are starting to slip back when suddenly you feel a hand on your shoulder. You turn around. It's Dave's mom.
Yay!
Dave's mom. I thought
I
it
knew
was
Mama
Ricky.
come through. I thought you were
Ricky
saying
dies. Ricky dies.
Ricky!
Yeah, no.
You in hell.
Dave's mom.
I'd rather die, Ricky.
Ricky is already out of the facility. Your
Okay.
trick with the walkie-talkie worked. You see him
Gotta
sitting there with some
go.
security
Sorry,
guards.
Billy's mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Billy's mom, yeah, sorry, Billy's mom.
Fine.
And Billy's mom pulls you out, and she's like, I got Billy's message, and I got down here as fast as I could, and I guess just in the nick of time.
How are you so strong, Billy's mom?
What happened?
She's an alien.
The real victory here is a reference to my mom on the internet being a positive.
Yeah.
That's what we really got here.
Saved your life.
Your mom saved
So-
you.
What happened down there?
I'm like, Mom, we really gotta go because I think like soldiers and military, soldier people are gonna be here really soon. But I got proof. I can prove what it's all real, Mom. It's all real,
I
Mom.
think we can all prove it
Yeah.
as UFOs come down.
It's a long story. Put your wife to black.
You now have proof of the supernatural.
Yeah.
So you accomplished your character goal. And what we'll say is that Billy's mom happens to mention offhandedly that weird magnetic pulse pulled the cement mixer straight through the school and completely destroyed it. And because people know you were involved in it, I will say, Johnny Bacon, you have now become associated with this stunt, and people are saying, "Oh my God!"
That was her.
that was
yours.
Yes,
Right.
Mags, you have become associated with this, and everyone was like, "Wild Mags somehow destroyed the school with a cement mixer."
He had to discover something new.
Which he did.
You
Yeah.
totally discovered something new. Yeah, you led them through this whole underground base that was hidden underneath the local farm that nobody
Yep.
knew about.
I had to create an invention that actually worked, and I
And you did it
tinkered a
several-
lot.
several times along the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. And we lived your D&D campaign.
We just
We
lived
escaped the
it.
dungeon.
And you escaped the dungeon, which you
I
said.
can write about that.
Yep.
You're leaving me hanging.
Did Billy's mom tell us that was she like, by the way, Mags, you're a legend?
Said, by the way,
She's like
Matt,
BT Dubs.
you are a
Where's this-
legend. People are already crediting the destruction of the school to you because
Yes.
everyone's like, who would be crazy enough to do this? It could only be Mags.
I'm doing that. The kids
It's a
see the
small-
crowd goes wild. Ah.
Yeah.
It's a
And then I
small
go
town,
and
word
I
travels
high
fast.
five everyone, and then I hug Milton.
And then I look at everyone
let
like,
go of
hey
him,
guys,
I'm
let's
like,
go out for pizza.
Hey guys.
And the underground facility caves in on itself. And from the distance, police cars start coming to answer the calls that you sent out before and the calls of Billy's mom.
We gotta go.
Finally.
No, we gotta go, Mom. We gotta go. They won't let me keep this camera. We gotta go. Also, we should move.
And the infrastructure in this town is fucked.
Also, do you want to adopt me?
yeah, your
I don't know where my
cool.
parents are.
And strangely, just like with Sloth at the end of the Goonies, Billy turns to you and says, "You're gonna live with me now."
With me now.
And on that charming moment, we come to a close.
R.I.P. Steve.
We didn't die.
R.I.P. Steve.
Wait, everybody put your hand on the bat.
MVP Steve.
And clap if you believe.
Wait, what the hell is it again?
So I would just.
Unpronounceables, never say.
So on that, I would like to point out, amazingly, we used all of the rerolls, I think, or almost all of the
Yeah.
rerolls.
Yeah,
There's a
almost.
couple
We
left.
used all of
I
them.
did all mine in one roll.
So it's like, thank you so much to everybody
Did
who
it.
joined us and for everybody who donated.
Thank you.
Real quick, everybody go around and let us know where we can find you. Mia.
I'm Mia Rusella on Insta and Twitter, and it's spelled MIARESELLA.
I'm Hector Lowe. You can find me at Hector_Lowe with an E like the hardware store, both on Insta and Twitter.
At B Dave Walters, B as in boy, DAVEWALTERS. Everywhere that's Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Also on Geek and Sundry and anywhere she'll let me hang out.
Me, I got all the power now. I'm at Bonnie Bell G on Instagram and Twitter, and on Geek and Sundry on Shield of Tomorrow, and at Library Bards. It's not the same without Xander.
Honorary Xander.
Our nerd parody band. Check it out. We write nerdy music.
You did a lot of singing.
They're great.
I think they count in
Oh,
spirit.
they're
In
good.
spirit, yes.
I'm Garab. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch at DoubleGXG. That's the word double then GXG. And you can catch my podcast Experience Pointers on the Saving Throw Patreon and at EXPPpod. No, that's at EXPPpod, right? I think that's what it is.
.org.
I hope that's what it is.
So last pieces of business.
You too, sir. Where to find you?
Oh yeah, you find me.
yeah.
I am at rbud913 on Twitter, and on Instagram or anywhere else you find me. Our last piece of business tonight, the giveaway winner.
Oh, yeah.
That other John Stewart.
You're like, catch me outside. That's where you find me.
And with that, tune in tomorrow when, amazingly, I will be back on RPGES to play Lasers and Feelings with some amazing people. You can check out the Tempting Fate RPG to see that cast. It starts at 8 p.m. and it should be a real blast. We've got Angela Weber of the Double Clicks, who wrote the song Lasers and Feelings that inspired the game Lasers and Feelings. She will be here to join in the festivities with everybody.
And Xander from the Library Bards.
Xander from the Library Bards. I guess we're going through this now.
Yeah.
Well, you just can't. You know.
Yeah, Omar.
You can't put us together.
Omar Najam of the Two Broke Geeks.
Overshadow everything.
Amy Vorpal. And wait, is that everybody?
That's 4 people.
That's 4 people. No, we're missing. Oh, and Katrina Dennis. Yes, of course. Katrina Dennis, who would join us in our amazing Blood and Chrome game. Tune in tomorrow, 8 p.m. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. Yeah, we Tempting Fate. We will see you next week. On behalf of everybody, good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, people.
Stay black, Internet.